You remember we used to like drink Fireball? And it used to be on a Friday.
Chills. Literal chills, bro.
Cinema, man. Oh, yeah, I just made the worst drink ever.
It's been a while.
It's been literally, I think, a month since our last episode.
Fucking
properly done. There wasn't a goddamn bar crawl. Thank you, EFCE from Twitter for 7 months.
Thank you.
Streak. How are we all doing, chat? Just kidding. I don't care. Welcome to today's episode of Fireball Friday.
Well, we've been up to plenty of things.
We've had TwitchCon, many things that we can talk about with our guests, actually. So lots of very exciting things going on. And we thought, it's been over a year since we started Fireball Friday. And one of our first official episodes is one of the people's favourites. So we thought we'd maybe run it back. But before we announce that...
Are those your roots? No. Are they?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it meant to be like that?
I just kind of don't care because I didn't think it looked that bad. But
I don't think it looks bad, but I've only just clocked you're not fully blonde.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was ombre.
Well, it's okay. Now I want to kill myself. That's fine.
I think it looks wicked. You took it as an insult. I think it blends well.
Well, it's okay because I'm going pink soon. So.
Are you?
Yo. Thank you to my viewers, man. And thank you, X, for the 5 gifted as well before stream.
Was that rude, what I said? I didn't mean for it to be rude.
As if you interrupted her to say that too. Actually crazy, yeah. Actually. Your roots are showing, Lexi, actually.
No, I didn't. It's not. It was a question.
Harry, have you fucking showered recently?
Yeah, 2 days ago.
You're like, it's soap on special occasions.
Yeah, on birthdays. And Christmas. Well, Christmas is a birthday. Jesus is.
Anyway, it's been a while since we've done a guest episode, so maybe we're a little bit rusty. You never know. But I think it might be time to introduce our guest.
Yes.
We thought we'd run it back to the people's favourite because we can never have too much of today's guest.
They get lesbians.
They get lesbians, and honestly, so do I.
I think everyone who'll be sitting on this bed gets lesbians.
Period. I know that's right. So I think it's time to get Twitch's favourite non-binary lesbian involved.
The golden them of Twitch.
Aimsey! I thought you were going to say that with
me.
Aimsey!
Hello.
Oh, we're running it back, baby.
Hello,
we're running
everyone.
it back.
Woo, lesbian!
Yay!
I honestly didn't know what you were going to say to bring me out, but I'm glad it was that. Crazy start, by the way. You guys are beefing with each other.
I didn't think what I said was
You're
rude.
so rude and
I didn't think that was a rude thing to say.
Well, now I want to cry, and I'm going to cry, and I'm going to be very sad about it.
Brilliant start to today's episode, everyone. Hello, how are you all doing?
I'm chill.
It's been a while. They're
It's been
still
a
so
minute.
short. Yeah, I have not grown since the last episode. Very sadly,
It's
I
been
know.
over a year.
I know.
Man.
Still not grown.
When
still
did you
not
stop growing?
When I was 14.
Ugh.
Yep.
That's long.
I know.
Do you know what I think would fix that? A drink.
Ayo.
So to be on brand for Amy, and we decided to have their favourite drink, and I decided to put it in a Doctor Who mug for them.
Oh my god, you know what really
did you know?
I knew you were going to say that.
Did you know Aimsey is canon in the Doctor Who universe?
Yes, it's true.
Isn't it Torchwood?
Torchwood is the spin-off.
Yeah, but it's
Anagram.
Anagram of Doctor
Doctor
Who.
Who.
Yeah, which Lexi Marie did
I
recently
didn't know
learn.
that. I
I
didn't
didn't
know
know
that, and I felt like fraud. So we're on Vodka Crans today. Also, I need you guys to understand the amount of aura recently. The amount of people that have been saying to me that they'd like to come on Fireball Friday is crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
All of the Yogscast want to come on.
All of the Oxcast want to come on.
They want us to host one at Yog Towers.
Yeah, Phil and Kristen
Yeah,
want to do one.
Phil and Kristen want to do it.
They want to do like a bar crawl around, like by them.
That's nuts.
Freya Nightingale wants to do it. Lauren Alexis wants to come on. Whoa, Meg, thank you for the 5 gifted.
Could get
Harry brings the aura.
We could get Bonnie Blue.
I think we should. I don't think there's anything.
What on earth are we going to talk to Bonnie?
Do you know
Blue
what?
about?
When
Did
she's
it
in
feel
the box,
good?
when she's in the
You could ask her that.
when she's in the glass box, we should just turn up and do a Fireball Friday stream.
When she's in the glass box.
Have you not heard? She's doing a thing
It's
where.
out of my fucking
Do you know
league.
who Bonnie Blue is?
No.
She's
Oh
the one
my
who
God.
clotted 1,000 men in one day. in it.
Can't say that's on my news radar. I
But
will be honest.
her next
sorry.
thing is that she's putting herself in a glass box and letting 2,000 men do whatever they want.
Yeah, no. Yeah, maybe we don't get her on, actually. Yeah.
It's horrible. But imagine, like we just walk in and we're like, hey man, can you do an IRL stream real quick?
Whatever we want, yeah, come on our podcast.
Just sit down with a microphone.
It was like when if I was going to Amsterdam, I was going to go to the red light district, find a prostitute who said they'll do anything for a certain amount of money and make her to be my cameraman. That'd be wicked. That would be so wicked.
Welcome to Fireball Friday, everyone. How are we all doing?
I feel like it would be a
It's been
change.
9 minutes and you've already said something that Twitter's going to hate, man.
I feel like that would be a change. I think she would like that.
Be the change you want to see in the world.
And that's beautiful.
True. Wisdom, man.
Welcome back to Fireball Friday, Amy.
I
Like
was
I
going to
said,
say, it is really funny that we started the first episode doing shots, and now I have a mug of vodka cranberry.
Well, the thing is,
we've really grown.
I didn't know if you wanted to do a shot of vodka. I don't think anybody
I
wants to do a
hate
shot
doing
of
shots.
vodka.
Yeah.
Can I have some rosé wine?
I don't think I've ever had rosé. I think I
Really?
skipped. I think I
So
skipped out. on it.
Rosé is wicked. Try sipping Pondat.
Fighting Predator Allegations Friday.
Oh
is
no, the
crazy.
smell of that. Absolutely not.
Oh, horrible stuff. Isn't it a nice glass though?
It is. Mateus. Shout out Mateus, man.
You know, Harry left a bottle of jam shed on my balcony, and it was there for nearly 2 years.
Okay, you don't clean.
No, it just looked very scenic. So anytime I'd clean it, I'd clean the bottle, then leave it back on the side.
Put fairy lights
Yeah. my mum does that.
in. Your mum puts fairy lights in jam shed bottles.
No, in like gin bottles and stuff.
That's unreal.
That's cute.
Yeah,
I think
you're really mean and nasty. You're mean and nasty. You're horrible and nasty.
guys, we
Your
can't.
mum puts fairy lights in Echo Falls bottles.
Stop fighting! Okay.
So what has changed in the last year, guys?
Whoa!
What? What?
We run the questions round
Yeah.
here, man.
You don't remember how it was my episode? I remember I was asking you guys so many questions.
That was
too.
like Elliot. Elliot just started like.
yeah.
Elliot was just curious.
We're gonna start today's episode once again with.
Someone said your bird orders Huel on draft.
That's so fucked. Fuck you, man. I hate it.
Your bird will Costa Coffee was a place in Spain. Anyway, questions. we
and
got-
we wonder why it's been a month since we last
Right.
did this, man. We thought we'd start today's episode with a
Oh.
game.
We haven't done games in a minute.
Yeah, we haven't done a fucking stream in a minute, so
Okay.
we thought if there's one thing that do you know what? I'm trying to remember what game we did for your first episode, and I'm scared we've done the same thing. But hey,
I will laugh if you have.
It was
I
over
think
a year
was.
ago, so
What
you
was
go.
it? What was?
I think it wasn't the game where there was like association.
Oh,
we're good.
don't worry, we're
We're
so
good.
good, we're so good.
I think it was.
And we thought we would go, hey, what's something that reminds us of Aimsey TV? And we
Okay.
went, you know what? SMPs.
You love an SMP.
You love an SMP, which
do.
stands for silly, messy people.
I'm so messy.
I'm so messy,
And
guys.
I'm too fucking clean.
We filmed the Reading content.
Guys,
today.
I got like a pre-drinking show before this. I hope you know. Like it wasn't a show. It was a performance.
They're not letting us into Reading this
No,
time.
There's no way they allow the videos we filmed.
No.
They'll allow the ones you film, probably not mine. I think we're gonna have to do a reshoot.
100%.
That's fine though. They didn't say it had to be good. They just said it had to be sent in.
Exactly.
Anyway, so we thought, hey, we're gonna make Aimsey TV
Mhm.
the goat of Twitch. Blind tier list some of the SMPs.
Oh,
open in.
easy. Okay.
1 through 5.
Okay, easy.
Yeah.
And what do I just rank them 1 through 5 without knowing
Yeah.
what comes next?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hence blind.
Oh,
The
I
blind,
know what's
that's
gonna
the
be.
blind aspect.
Okay, cool.
There's one you won't know.
There's
We've
one you
found.
know.
Can I give reasons?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Easy.
Alright.
I do this on my stream all the time.
You start.
Chat's not on screen, by the way.
Oh.
How long before they complained about that, eh?
I got you, chatters.
Yeah. They're there. There. Yeah.
Yup. Okay.
Alright, chat. Test
Harry-
the chat. Everyone spam.
Spam. Yo.
Yo.
Yo, chat, yo.
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 Yo, we got aura like that, yo.
Not
There we
even
go.
joking,
Yeah.
just got bare fake tan inside my eyeball.
How in God's
It's not a
name
feels
have
a
you done
stream.
that?
Let go with the trauma dump.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Holy shit.
That's not got the wrong stream.
Okay, go.
First SMP.
You don't have it off on your phone, do you?
Oh, I
How
thought
many
mine was
times? How
charging.
many times is Harry gonna hit you with the? I've got a question.
And then it's gonna, you know.
Dig his phone out of his ass, Craig.
The ASMP.
That's.
The Aimsey SMP.
I'm gonna give it second.
Mm-hmm.
because that was what I put my most love and energy into. It's a passion project of mine. And I really love how it came out. It's not number one for me, but I really loved that project. It was cool and it was fun to do.
Yay! And it
Why
just
was
started.
I never invited on it?
Because it was not actually an SMP. It was people I've role played with before, and then I had them every single day.
We've done a bit of role play, probably. We can do it now.
My
name is Meliodas. What's yours?
Lexie, save me. Lexie, help. Lexie, help.
My name is Paul Martin Atreides, Duke of Arrakis.
You guys should do in Fireball Friday with D&D.
We should start.
We should do LARPing Fireball Friday.
Wait. I think we should start our own SMP called Dune SMP. DSMP for short.
Yes. Can I be the sandworm?
You said that so sincerely. Can I be the sandworm?
I really want to be the sandworm.
That's epic.
That was crazy.
Okay.
Okay.
I agree, because when we last did Fireball Friday, ASMP was only just like...
Yeah, ASMP, yeah, you're right. ASMP was either just ending or was... It was somewhere. It was somewhere. No, yeah, it was
Is
good.
the audio okay, or do I need to move the microphone?
Oh yeah, if I'm
forward?
speaking too
Sorry,
quiet, let me know.
all three of us are like at weird angles, so don't worry, because soon we'll have a set.
Ayo.
Epic.
Boom, boom.
Okay, next Area Unknown.
Number one.
Aww.
Area Unknown is... Area Unknown will always be so prevalent in my heart. It's how I met some of my closest friends. It's the reason why me and Gucky became together, which is crazy. And yeah, it's very, very, very dear to my heart. It's a good SMP, a good fun SMP.
It's the only SMP I've ever been in.
And you were beautiful.
And I was in it for one stream
literally.
before it ended.
Yeah, babe. Yeah, babe.
When you and Gucky get married, can I come on the stag do? How does it? Do you have a stag do?
I would have a stag do, yeah.
Could I come? Me.
I'm afraid if you came, I would not make it to the wedding because I think we'd be on. We would.
You'd have to make the stag do like at least 2 months.
Yeah,
before the
you know what I
wedding.
mean. Like I feel like we'd just keep going.
No, it'd be a movie. Me, Ollie, Scott S. Major,
And you?
and yeah.
Yo, my
You
full
twice.
crew
You're not even there. we just go Benidorm.
It's just you every 3 minutes. Can I join MCC? Can I just join MCC?
No, I reckon Scott followed me finally. So I reckon I'm gonna.
You're like, Amy,
invited.
can
Maybe
you
we'll
get
get into
married?
Pride. Maybe we get into Pride MCC.
Yeah, wait.
True.
Me, you, Ollie, Scott's Major, Pride MCC.
Yes.
Tough.
Cinema. Okay, so that's number one.
Yeah.
One.
I'm waiting for it.
He's got a question.
Yeah, go on.
I've got a question. The realm.
Oh, I didn't think you guys would include the realm here. Oh shit.
Sensitive subject, guys. Because I didn't get fucking invited.
Yeah, we got. I found this out just now, guys.
Toby hates women.
Well, we do know that. I'd say the realm. It's difficult because it's not ended yet. So like, it could. My opinion could change.
To be fair, it's not. Oh no. No, nothing.
What were you about to say?
Nothing.
Bum bum.
I'm not gonna say anything. I realised that's not public information.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So I swear it was ending 3 months ago. So did we. So did we.
I think we all thought
all thought the realm was ending. I'd say I'm gonna put the realm at 3.
Okay.
I guess. Yeah, no specific reason. It's had its up and downs, so but it's been fun.
The next one is our personal favourite.
Yeah, okay. Big fan.
I'm a
Big
really
fan.
big fan. Arcadia Bay SMP.
You fucking dug deep for that. That was with me and Grog. That's nuts.
That was 5
By
years
the way,
ago.
Harry, I think that is the first time I've seen Harry do research. And
You
he was...
lit up over that.
I got it. I'm so excited.
No, not Grog.
Grog?
You fucking idiots. Grog. My
I
IRL.
think we should ask Grok
You
how they
fuck
would-
off, fuck
You and Grok 2.0.
Bro, I think that lasted for like 3 streams, and it was in 2020.
Yeah, I could tell you were really pulling at straws because you put out a tweet going, "Does anybody want to join?"
I was a baby. I was a baby.
But you know what I find so funny? I love researching for Fireball Friday. I think it was the first time Harry's ever researched something and he went, wait, generational pull.
Wait, of all fucking things that's generational pull, that is
Arcadia
the one.
Bay
That's
SMP.
nuts.
I think we should bring it back for a season 2.
I hate you. I
I'm
hate you.
excited
I
for
hate you
season
both.
two.
I'm really excited
That's
for
a
season 2.
5, motherfuckers. That's a 5.
That's 5.
Yeah, no reason for it. The fact that it just didn't end up being anything.
Okay.
And what's the last one?
Bear SMP.
It's not say or shut it, man.
It's not say it or shot it.
Wait, so what was the question?
Bear SMP.
I'm listening. I'm taking it in.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? What do you think about Bear
Oh
SMP?
man,
Where would you put it?
I loved Bear SMP. I loved the bit with.
I love that.
I loved the bit.
I like when Bill fell out of his chair. That's good.
It was good. I mean, I can only put it in 4. It was the big spring. I think it was my first proper SMP I was a part of. Didn't end that well, but
Did it not?
No, it did not. But
Because I'm too messy.
exactly. But no, that's fucking years ago now. 2021, wasn't it?
That was
2021 is years ago.
That was when I
crazy.
first met you.
Yeah, it was.
Nice.
That was in fact where you first met me.
In London.
It was.
In that nice ass Airbnb.
Yes, when you came to meet me, and that was sweet because that was when I was in the Misfits house, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In the Misfits Airbnb in London.
Amy saw you in the red light district and thought they'd hire you just to be their cameraman.
Shut the fuck up. But yeah, no, what's it? I'd say yeah, Bear SMP probably 4th. I guess it has to go there. But good question, guys.
Well, we have a confession actually.
Oh no.
There was actually a 6th one that automatically actually gets put into 1st place, which is a Bank Dream SMP, which is really crazy. You put that first.
Sorry. That's a crazy message, right?
That's not even a first time chat either.
That was a first.
Was it a first
you
time
saw
chat?
That, right?
Quite crazy after you mentioned Dream SMP.
I'm unbanning. Sophie, hold on. Hold on a second.
That's the life of the stream so far. That was crazy. Oh my god. So yeah, good start, guys.
So Dream SMP in first.
No.
It's really weird that you do that actually.
No.
I realised we actually
Oh, no.
we poorly did this where we were going, we'll put Dream SMP last as sequence, so it has to be in first, even though they were all already filled out, so it had to already be in last.
Hey, listen, the bit was that regardless,
It was gonna be fair. Yeah.
Cinema. Well,
Cinema.
Harry has a question for you.
Go on then, Harry.
Yeah, I've actually got loads of questions.
I'm excited to see how different these are gonna
We're
be.
bountiful in questions
Okay.
this time.
You locked in, chat?
Lots of changes since we last spoke to you.
Aye. What kind of changes?
Changes.
Reminds me of Shrek.
You obviously you had that weird segment where you got
Pause. Sorry.
Whoa. Okay.
You had that weird segment where for some reason you got really big on infinite craft.
I
The
did.
infinite craft sphere.
I got proper. Yeah, that's the problem.
That
with,
was weird.
It was big. Listen, when you have hyperfixations, it's always great when you can randomly drag them into content. And I was fixated on that. It's so weird to bring this up. I was playing it last night in BC. I love that game. I was so badly fixated on it. I would go to sleep thinking of what I could connect.
What's
That
the
must
maddest
be
thing
so
you've made?
good.
I've done so many first time discoveries. I was so addicted to that game. It was so bad. I would go to sleep thinking, like, I was so deep. When I was deep in my Minecraft phase, like back years ago, I would think in F5. Like, I would think being in a different perspective. And Infinite Craft, I was doing that going to bed, where I would think about what I need to do, but as I was connecting things. It was really bad.
But that must be really nice that, like,
Oh,
it's a
great.
game that also did really well
Oh
for
yeah,
you
it was
as well.
it was brilliant that I could do content out of it, and it was
And
maybe
it
blow
was
up.
really good
Yeah,
content.
I got like 500,000 subscribers on YouTube from it.
Mm.
It was nuts. It was absolutely nuts. It was a version of Midlife Crisis. No, babe, that was a midlife beauty time. Like, I was having a great time.
That was a second win.
That was. Literally, that was my second back into content. I was on a beautiful time.
Is it above or below Comemos Uma Masa?
Okay, alright.
What is that? Oh, the
Duolingo.
You support AI.
No, I
Oh,
don't! No, I don't!
What the fuck?
Okay.
You were at the Robbie Williams concert
Listen.
last night.
Yeah, he did do a bit of that.
Did he do AI?
He does this weird bit where he talks to the younger version, older version of himself, like AI generated versions, but purely to make jokes about how we still haven't won a World Cup.
Right, okay, that's crazy. No, the Duolingo era was really strange. For a couple of reasons, because obviously they would post about me so much.
They
And
love
obviously,
you, man.
there was obviously my side of it, which was like, this is funny, but then obviously being like, wait a minute, I maybe should be asking for like money from this. And then it just kept going and kept going. And I was like, okay, they're still posting about me. I should probably do something about this.
Yeah.
Did you ask them for money?
No, they wanted to do a brand deal with me, but then I ended up declining.
Oh,
Not
why?
Because I figured out the AI stuff.
Oh, when? Really? This was recent?
They generate AI and laying off coworkers has been a thing for the last 6 months. But it's only now became very, very obvious what they've been doing, especially the fact they laid off everyone. So I was like, I'm actually okay. It's why I stopped also doing all the content.
That one, the first
Sorry,
brands that gone
Duolingo!
full
Sorry.
AI,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it?
really.
Disgusting.
Yes, sir, yes,
Disgusting.
sir, yes, sir.
You know, you also did getting a lot more into photography.
Yes,
You've
I
been doing
love
that.
that.
You've been doing that for ages, but you did the
Yeah.
football. You did the football match
I
at
did do the
TwitchCon.
football match for yes. I do like photography.
Are there any new ventures you are currently working on? Content ventures.
Weirdly enough, I had like a 3-hour conversation with Jojo Solos
Mm.
today. Trying to just figure out, what I want to do in life. I feel like a lot of people are in a weird place, especially after conventions. I don't know if you both feel this, but it's like you have to like keep being on the go, otherwise you're gonna fall.
I get so inspired by TwitchCon because it feels like so good, and then you come home and I'm like, oh,
I get it.
Really?
yeah.
It's a weird one. It's like you get back from TwitchCon and then it's as if you need to keep going, and
But you're so tired.
yes, but you're just so fucking exhausted. I mean, you've got VidCon coming up. Are you ready for it or no?
There's like the thing is at conventions, and we'll get onto this
Yeah.
again. You have panels. You have all of this. No one. Twitch don't like me enough,
Yeah.
and I kind of can't be trusted.
Good point.
I kind of can't. So I enjoy conventions a lot because I'm at the level of popularity where I get invited to all the parties with free bars.
Yeah.
And then during the day, I can just walk around and feed my own ego. People ask me.
So you
for
just have
photos.
the typical, like, the beauty of it, an experience,
It's
really.
it's basically Rotterdam was wake up, smoke a zoot,
Yeah.
walk around, go. Of course, I'll take a picture with you, and then
Mate.
then drink, go to bed.
No, of course I'll take a picture with you.
Yeah, that's it. That's crazy.
Yeah, I've never actually. So like VidCon I don't get invited to. I'm always just a +1.
Yeah.
Pricks.
What does it take to get invited to VidCon? Because like that's the whole internet.
To be fair, you know what? I'll say it. VidCon is sound for if you're a creator. It must be absolutely. There's nothing to do with VidCon.
No, there's
and there's nothing to do with TwitchCon.
No, they used to be. VidCon used to be really good for people that are also not like just going to meet people. But now, I remember it was last year. It was in Baltimore. Sorry, VidCon, please invite me again.
Good morning,
Okay.
Baltimore.
If there's anyone in chat that went to VidCon Baltimore, you will vouch for me. I felt so bad for anyone that went.
I thought they cancelled it.
No, it was the first one. They cancelled the second one. That was this last year. It was fucking dead.
Why would they do it in Baltimore?
What?
There is a good reason. It's because it is the three-way. It's between 3 of the big states. New York. There's another. I can't remember the other 2. It's in a really good spot for people from 3 different states or 4 different states in East Coast. Was that the one with the ball
East
pit?
Coast?
Shut up, pal. No, I don't think it was.
One
the
bit
one
was
with the ball pit.
TwitchCon and A, wasn't it?
Yeah, the one someone got injured in the ball pit.
No, it's the foam pit. Someone broke their back.
That's it. Oh, fucking nuts.
Someone broke their back in a foam.
Nuts.
It's
By
like
the way.
Dashcon.
Don't now. Fucking don't even joke, lad. No, yeah, that was Baltimore. Yeah, conventions are interesting. I feel like this TwitchCon there's a lot to do. Just for I didn't get to walk around, so I actually don't know.
There's just so many.
I only went to Artist Alley but to film a sponsor.
That's the thing. My other issue with VidCon is because there's so little to really do there.
Yeah.
99% of people walking the floor are looking for people.
Yeah.
So I think I could only walk the floor twice.
Yeah.
To be fair, I felt like I had motion. But I would walk around if more than 5 people approach you, security go, yeah, you can't. You need to move because you're a risk.
And you'd be like, yeah, I am. Yeah.
He was begging Dan Clancy for like
Purple accent. Yeah, I lied to Dan Clancy. First of all, you know what? Like, I won't talk bad on him.
What were you gonna say?
Dan Clancy's our goat.
Dan Clancy, I'll go. And he's a sound guy, but I turned around to him because I had purple access last year.
Yeah.
I had purple access this year, and I'm like, sometimes I actually just want to relax. Can I have purple access? He goes, I don't pull strings anymore. So then I lied. I was like, yeah, badge pickup, I got mobbed. And he was like, I don't pull strings anymore. And I turned around and I'm like, to be fair, I was like 8 beers deep at this point.
No, guys, the Twitch partner party this year was people going, Harry's really drunk. He said he's looking for Dan Clancy. And me running through the partner party trying to find Harry because he was like 2 beers. Like,
no,
Dan!
because in the Netherlands they don't do pints, they only do half pints.
Yeah.
So when I'd go, let me have a Heineken, and he gave me a half pint,
Yeah.
I go, let me have 2. So you need to constantly be double parked.
No, that partner party was just wine and beer.
An experience of all time.
I was done. I was
Mimosa
like,
hack. Mimosa hack.
Yeah, no. I was just having white wine and Sprite. And I was so done. I was so done. All I wanted was to get drunk, and I was so done. I wanted to just go home.
But when Dan said no to him getting purple access, Harry said, well, if I get mobbed and they kill me,
No,
it's on you.
I said, if I get mauled to death, blood is on your hands. And he went, I guess it is.
And you're like, well, fuck it. Got nothing else I can say.
I was kind of hoping I was going to get mauled to death, just to prove him wrong.
He then threatened to go to kick, and Dan, and then Dan went, I think that'll work for you, man.
Hey, man, you can be the change. It's okay, man.
I'm going to spearhead change from the inside.
Spearhead change on the inside.
Yeah, you are, man.
And it's the way Dan was just like, I think that would do really good for you, man.
Oh, mate, that's fucking nuts. Can I have another drink, by the way?
Oh my god, no, go crazy. I have been out like the past 2 nights, guys, and I've gotten unfathomably drunk, so.
Yeah, I know.
Have you had a kick offer?
Well, okay. Yes, of course I
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
Really?
I
Can you
got
say how much
one.
they offered you, or did you not have the conversation?
I can check the email.
They offered me.
A bit more than that. Come on now, lad.
This is my first drink since being back.
Yeah.
They offered me, I think it was $2
I'm getting fucked, chat.
per average viewer per hour,
Well, he only gave
and
one
a
cranberry juice.
10 grand.
Wait,
signing
oh my
bonus.
god, we're gonna go through this like nothing,
I
man.
know. I think I have some. We might have to run and get some other mixes. Harry and XQC collab. Can I tell the story about?
I was gonna say,
the
you guys tell
Zoil
the
and
story.
XQC?
I'm gonna
Which
check.
one?
Wait,
this
mute the
offer.
mic real quick.
I don't think you can. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oopsies. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. I could have gotten married to XQC, guys.
Would you think less of Would you think less of anyone who took a kick offer?
Yes.
Even really?
No, see, here's the thing. Harry has
I'm
a
different.
theory. I think it like before Harry says his, for me, it is entirely down to what their motives are. I think if Harry did what he's going to say that he would do, I'd be like, okay. If somebody was
yeah.
genuinely like, I'm going to cross
I
paths
say
with
that
him.
as if I don't know them personally and they couldn't
Yeah.
tell me what's going on. If it was somebody that I thought I was good friends with and they did it, I'd be like, are you fucking joking?
Okay, Gucky comes in one day and goes, I've been offered bag by a kick, I'm moving over.
She doesn't even stream.
Mm.
So I'd be like, girl, you're coming back?
Gucky!
Gucky! Carry on, I'm gonna try and find this.
My thing is, if I got a kick number of a kick offer of an unfathomable amount of money, like one which would basically mean I could retire early.
Facebook Gaming used to offer
Facebook
fucking
gaming used to be
bag.
crazy.
They offered me like a crazy amount.
Like, if they don't-
What's the kick? It's just kick live. I'm trying
Yeah. Like if they turned around to me and went, "Calm, 1 year contract. You need to stream 10 hours a week. That'll be like 20 hours a week. No, yeah, 20. So like 4-hour streams.
Yeah.
Use
We'll
like
give-
an alt account.
We'll give you $1 million. I'd go. Sure, stream the worst. I would literally just stream no face cam me playing Fortnite.
Yeah,
For-
League.
I'm gonna have to
for-
find this later.
I'd stream League and I'd just post on YouTube.
I feel like
Do you remember roughly where it was?
it's on. It would
No,
have.
is it like roughly
Oh,
what number?
it was a stupid amount. It wasn't like a stupid amount in regards. It was a monthly contract.
Stupid amount slash pause or stupid amount slash...
Stupid amount. It was like, I think it was. I'm gonna be honest. I think it was like $5,000 per month. But I was paid per month. I wasn't paid for minutes or anything like that.
Do you know the world we live in that we say $5,000 a month?
No.
and we're like,
I
"Ugh."
mean like
$5,000 a month from Kick is nothing.
Yeah.
I mean that in the nothing thing of
Yeah.
the fact that they weren't offering me minutes or
No,
subs.
but no, that is.
Yeah, but they
that
were
is
like,
nothing.
we want you on a contract, and I just
Yeah.
remember, I think my response or like my manager's response was just kind of like,
No.
are you like, look at me. It's like very obvious you don't know what I stream if you think that out of all people I'm gonna be like, yes,
In it.
fuck yeah,
I'm
love
like,
it.
if I got to the point where it was a crazy amount of money, I would literally no face cam, no mic.
Yeah.
Stream minimum amount of hours, PUBG Mobile.
Yeah.
Like,
It'd be something really fucking stupid.
just the
yeah.
worst shit ever.
Yeah, no, I'd be playing Candy Crush.
It's such an interesting, like, what's the word? It's such an interesting thing when it comes to, because obviously the same argument for kick deals goes for then when does that stop in regards to like a sponsor? A real, like, okay, let's say a gambling sponsor reaches out to you, Harry, or like something way worse than gambling, right?
What's worse?
You could be the next train wrecks, man.
I'm trying to think of something that like people would get mad at you for even trying to promote. Even fucking, let's say vaping, right?
I've been given vape sponsors when I
Me
used to
too.
vape on stream.
I've been fucking offered. No, I've been offered a healthy alternative to vaping. Yeah, and also crypto as well.
I've been offered crypto. You know what was mad? I got offered crypto. I got offered a crypto sponsor and an AI sponsor. And it was not. They offered an AI.
Yeah.
Right. It was an AI crypto sponsor for a 3-hour stream. You'd think, oh, okay, AI and crypto. This is gonna be bang.
Yeah.
Because I'm selling my soul.
Yeah.
$600. $600 US dollars.
No.
Like 400 quid.
It's such an interesting thing about like how far people are willing to go depending on how much money is worth it. Because for me, for the last like 3 years, I've been given the most craziest offers for the most craziest things.
I can imagine.
And
What's the craziest one that you can share?
100% crypto. There's been some.
How much was it, Aimsey TV?
I think it was five. One of them was 5 figures that in 2022.
I think it's like
10 grand, like ish.
Okay.
But the one thing I remember is being asked. Oh yeah, this is a big one. In 2022 or 2023, it was voice. They wanted to generate my voice to be used on an NSFW site. And it was like something to do with like, oh yeah, no, so men that want me could have my voice, so they could have me in a way that wasn't actually me needing to be there, so that it would give them an outlet.
Do you know what the craziest thing
That
about
was
that is?
crazy.
That you don't even have like one of those really like type
No.
voices.
Yeah.
You have the
I
most
have,
like
Yeah, well,
upbeat,
I'm like, all right, pet, what you doing? like, brave. You're like, all right, good boy. Like, it's just, who the fuck is generating that shit? Nobody. Like, absolutely not.
yeah, that's crazy.
And I just remember seeing
to
that.
offer that to you as well is.
You know what I'm shocked by though?
Yeah.
Is the fact they asked.
That's the thing. It still happened.
Really? It's like, yeah, that's mad.
It still happened, and it's. I mean, the people online are always gonna be fucking weird. I mean, Lexi's probably had her fair share with weird.
Yeah, I've seen
and even
everything.
you've had your fucking fair
I've seen
share.
everything.
Oh, have you guys had the? I got
The
one.
forum?
I got one in this about. No, not even the forum. 3 days ago, I got an offer from a sex toy company to get a custom dildo made of my penis, and I could sell it to my viewers.
Mine's too big, so they haven't asked me yet. But I think
They
will.
knew my shit was small as hell.
That's fucking disgusting, by the way.
I'm sure it is.
We've gone such a turn, but I'm enjoying this. Chat, I hope you're enjoying this.
Wait, Five
Or-
on Friday merch. We both do that shit. We love.
Guys, we're doing a fucking bang contest.
Dude,
That's fucking nuts.
we both sell them.
I didn't even realise that was like a. He wanted to keep production costs down, so he needed the least material possible.
Such an arsehole.
That's fucking disgusting.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
That is, like,
World's most disappointing dildo as well. Like, actually.
it's crazy as well when it's like these kind of offers that come to like us as well as like our friends. I'm always thinking in my head where I'm like, what fucking intern is reaching out to us and being
Right?
like, these are the ones that like have the
Like,
audience to
there
pull
is
at.
no, but there are probably some streamers out there that maybe don't even do inherently sexual content, but like the AI voice thing, something about their content will allude to wanting that.
Yeah.
Not a single part of your brand, your character, or your content alludes at all to wanting an AI NSFW
Yeah.
Aimsey voice.
It's because it's during an age where it's like a lot of people, like, I guess brands and more so. I mean, I've had my fair share of fucking freaks on the internet.
Yeah.
Being openly lesbian on the internet, it does warrant a lot of different people being fucking disgusting. It's how it is. And I think a lot of the time what these companies see or what these companies look at is something that will open up to money and what will give money, and it's obviously something that is so unattainable is that, and it is there was a demand, and it's like
It's a weird sex sales thing.
exactly, and it's not it doesn't even mean it's exactly because of me. It's maybe just because of the fact they know, but like they have the criteria in their head. They're like, oh yeah.
It's a weird it's weird
fucking
grim
off.
fetishized content
Yeah.
as well, where people see like minorities or like groups of people, and they're like, oh, I find that really attractive, even though I'm a straight man.
It's just weird. It's very, very strange, but.
Well, we have a question that low-key kind of like moves back in on that. But to finish on actually what we started on, because we got a little bit distracted there.
Oh wait, I have one more. Do you guys ever get the sponsorships come through?
Guys, I haven't gotten a sponsorship in like 2 years, guys.
Hey, Johnny, thank you for the raid.
Thanks for the raid, Johnny.
What's up, Johnny viewers?
We're talking about AI NSFW.
And Harry making
Our
it. I
favourite.
can't even repeat what Harry said as well. I'm such a joke.
And it's do you guys ever get? And I don't understand how they even get my email. These sponsorships entirely in Chinese.
Oh,
They must be from like Chinese manufacturing companies. They're like, so one of them offered me 50 quid about a month ago to promote their shower rail they're selling. And I'm like,
You're a
who?
team.
It's like the AliExpress.
It's like AliExpress, but it's just like the factory
Yeah,
themselves. It's
yeah.
like, we're trying to get.
I'm just like, where the fuck have you found me? Like, I really.
How have you found me? And why are you giving me 50 quid to tweet about your shower rack?
No, we found out really sad news about Fragpunk.
No. Fragpunk, is that the game that you were talking about? Amy loves this, and I
I don't love it anymore.
What is
Okay,
Fragpunk?
well, there was a game that I joined the Discord call with Amy and Jojo and everybody. They're playing this game called Fragpunk, which is literally like Valorant and like Apex mixed together.
Is it the anime one?
No. It's beautiful.
It's very
Well, it
arcane
was.
style.
It was beautiful.
Is it AI?
We just found out today that a lot of the art in it is just AI generated. And we didn't know, and it's been my fucking new fixation.
They were obsessed.
I think I have 20 hours on it, and I only played it for 2 weeks. So
I was in the middle of downloading Rust, so we could all play Rust together, and Amy went, "Oh, Fragpunk!"
Yeah, I've been and if anyone in my chat, you guys have seen how much I fucking love this game. Pickles Mercer rings me, and he goes, "Amy, I've got some news for you," and I go, "What is it?" And then
When it comes to AI,
I could tell, bro, that game's so ugly. Okay, so you're getting timed out for 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, can we get time out?
Yeah, time out, please.
Oh, what?
JK.
You think AI generated art is beautiful?
No, I
Hold
mean,
on.
I know, but he's saying that
Whoa.
he's calling me stupid. He's
Ah.
calling me stupid. He's saying,
Oh.
you stupid idiot that you didn't know.
Okay, I have a question. Is there any degree with AI where
I had this
okay,
conversation
that's
earlier.
okay? Because here's the thing, my phone, I think it was in my pocket. My pocket. No, Spotify AI DJ came on,
Oh,
and I was kind of like, and as I was listening to it, I was like, is this harmless?
Well, no, okay,
like
so-
it might not be. It's like,
Gen AI is the problem.
Yeah,
AI,
it's generative AI is the
AI in
issue.
general, artificial intelligence is used for. It's been used for years. It's
Yeah.
it's the way that Spotify is able to
Yeah.
make a mixtape based on everything that is listening.
like Robbie
listening to.
Williams doing AI.
That's
episodes.
crazy.
No one's lost a job from that.
That's
you know?
crazy. Like obviously AI, Spotify, fucking nuts. Like AI has existed for ages, and obviously the idea of Spotify making you a playlist based on like AI
Yeah.
DJ, that's more so obviously using the data of what you listen to and then putting it all together. The same way they can do like on repeat.
Yeah.
I don't really know much about Spotify DJ, but I do know majority of Spotify is just artificial intelligence,
I
putting
just-
things into playlists.
I just
all that.
don't do it. Like I realized I was watching a video and this girl was just like talking about shit, and she went, "Oh, I don't really use Google anymore because I just use ChatGPT." I've never used ChatGPT for anything.
You know what the worst one is?
What?
Google AI. It's never right.
Oh no, AI
Good-
overview. Oh my god.
AI overview. It's like killing the planet and not even working.
No, it's
Oh my
not
God.
even worth it.
When
like,
I had a kidney infection,
Yeah.
I was googling stuff and it was being like cancer, and then I'd scroll to like the first article and it'd be like no.
exhaustion.
Yeah.
Like no,
yeah.
yeah. So I was in when we were in TwitchCon. When I went to Amsterdam, and this was the first time I've heard this in real life. These girls walked in and they were just talking, and they started talking about the menu. And one of them talks about cream cheese, and this one of the girls go, "Oh, I'm just gonna chat GPT what's in it." And I sit
Just
there,
Google it.
and I sit there, and that's the first time I've heard that phrase be
I'm
like the
gonna
idea of
chat
chat GPTing.
Like
I was dumbfounded. I remember looking behind me as if I didn't hear that, and then like 5 seconds later she
They
goes,
were ChatGPTing what's
cream
in
cheese, and then 5 minutes later goes, "Oh yeah, ChatGPT just said," and I'm like, they're humanizing AI,
like using it
prompt.
like Google.
They're using it like Google, and it really fucked me off. I was like,
ChatGPT is a verb.
No, literally the thing like, oh, I'm just gonna chat GPT it.
Like the only thing.
It's like how people say Google is now.
No, that's what I mean.
There are some things that I understand. Like I have a friend who's a chef, and I think every now and then he'll like throw ingredients into ChatGPT, and it will like generate it into like something else. And I'm like, okay, I guess if you're saving yourself time, but I just don't understand. Like, I just do it yourself.
I feel like a big thing.
I understand students use it a lot, and like
that's you know you know what's crazy? I'm very against it, but I know if my lazy ass self,
bro, if you had ChatGPT
in year 9, I would not. Truthfully, I'm not doing history homework. I'm asking ChatGPT to write me a fucking essay. Like,
yeah, I feel.
Which is like.
I feel like it's a nerd because I can't even agree with that.
No,
I'm such
love
a
that
fucking
shit,
nerd.
yeah.
I just hated homework.
But did you see the Pokimane TikTok where she was like, how can I check to see if, like, because she was applying for, like, I don't know if it was a personal assistant or something. And she would give them, like, fake scenarios and they'd respond with what they do in that scenario. And she was like, I'm having to test these for AI.
Yeah.
And so many of them are testing positive. But there are some AI checks that can show everything through as AI.
So I was talking to a friend earlier, I'm not going to say who it is, but, what's the word? So they obviously applying to jobs nowadays. Obviously, we luckily enough have.
I'm sorry, someone put AI and it autocorrected to Aimsey, and that's really making
Fuck
me
you, man. Fuck
sorry.
you. One of my friends was talking about how applying to jobs these days, especially in the creative field, is so fucking difficult because all it is basically one test. You're talking with an AI about your entire thing. 2, an AI then goes over your entire like submitting of things.
It's Wall-E.
3, and it's like.
Oh yeah, before I got my job at Argos, I applied for Iceland.
Yeah.
I had to talk with an AI for my interview. It wasn't a real person.
Really?
Yeah, and that's really prevalent now.
When I got a job at Domino's, I just turned up and went, yo, can I have a job, please? And they went, yes, sick.
It is very different to what it is like for us now. Like it's fucking nuts. It is genuinely crazy, and it's fucking terrifying as well.
It's scary how quickly it develops as well. Like the video, the
Google,
AI streamers.
the Google VO or whatever it's called. That's what making the Minecraft, the Fortnite streamers and shit like that. It's terrifying.
Oh, you know what? I'll be honest. I fucking fell for one of them.
I
you know,
did too.
The kangaroo trying to get on the plane.
Okay, I didn't fall for that one. Okay, we were in BC. Ollie goes, guys, did you see that one kangaroo video on the plane?
Okay, Ollie fell for it as well. Okay.
And then I went, what did you just say? He goes,
I
it was
know what you're
AI.
on about.
And I went, yeah, no shit. It's a kangaroo on a plane. Oh yeah, Quabblequop.
Yeah.
I
don't even know what you're talking about.
Quabblequop.
Wait, can you say the thing? The botanical gardens.
As I briskly move from the botanical gardens. Have you not seen the Quabblequop?
Oh, it's so
He doesn't
fun.
make real videos anymore. They're
I
all
watched them on
AI.
stream.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
But
one more thing, and I think voices is generative AI, right? Because this is one, and I don't know if it's the only way I've got where I don't think it's that bad. So a friend of mine, Roaring Iron, John,
actual like goat though.
yeah, he actually go. He runs a service called Monster TTS, which do my TTS through, and he was like, it's voices, and there's an option where you put your own voice in there.
That's terrifying.
But it's not run by a big company. He runs off a hard drive in his apartment.
That's crazy.
And it's my own voice. And I'm like, I completely consented to it all. It's not crazy energy usage because it's all made by himself. It's his electricity bill.
I'm gonna say,
And I
I
guess-
feel like that's person for person.
Yeah.
It's so
Because I
case by
wouldn't
case.
agree with that. I not agree with that. I personally wouldn't do
Yeah.
that. But obviously, it's person by person, case by case. Like
It's
you
not even
said.
morality. It's also like the
Safety.
the environmental aspect
Yeah,
of it as
I
well.
agree.
Oh, yeah.
Like the people that are just googling what's in cream cheese into ChatGPT,
That-
and that's doing more damage
That
to
was
the environment.
yeah.
than
That was
Googling
the
it.
first time I witnessed somebody. Because obviously the nature of our jobs, and also I don't go outside a lot. So that was the first time I heard somebody that wasn't on the internet say about ChatGPT and bringing that up in just a genuine conversation. And here's somebody so normally just going, "I'm gonna ChatGPT this question." It genuinely it was
Crazy.
such a moment where I was like, "That was not real. That person's not real." Fucking
Also,
nuts.
there are so many stories that I've seen of people commissioning work and then the work being used with generative AI.
Yes.
Which is so.
Oh my god, yes. Didn't that happen to Adam McIntyre?
Yeah.
It was the
And Jeremy.
Yeah, I know that's happened to a couple of people, and it's like, well, that sucks.
Yeah. And my favourite thing is how ChatGPT is getting inbred.
I have seen ChatGPT.
Whenever
You're so chronically
Whenever you
online.
generate an image with ChatGPT now, it has a cartoon image. It has a yellow tinge to it because there was so many Studio Ghibli images created that now it's feeding off their own images they've put out, and everything's becoming piss coloured. It's becoming AI. It's feeding off of other AI generated stuff.
That's good. That
so
you hope
much
that
of
that causes its demise.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna end up like Wally, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we spent nearly an hour on the first question.
I'm so sorry.
Wally Bear.
Like Wally Bear.
Wally, like Wally the
Oh,
Pixar.
Wall.
Wally.
I feel.
Yeah. Hi.
I thought you were joking.
Babe.
Hi.
Babe. How many? We're not even an hour in, babe.
So just to quickly conclude on that point we made.
Go
So are there any new content ventures you're working on?
Bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna generate all of my streams from moving on.
Guys, Aimsey AI
Aimsey
is
AI
incoming.
coming in. That's why I put the AI in Aimsey.
Yo.
Yeah, no, nothing new. I'm working on getting back into YouTube. That's the plan. I was in a giant call today. I got very overstimulated in Amy fashion because you know when you're talking to a lot of people and everyone, when you're trying to execute something or you're trying to figure out something, and there's so many people that are talking, and then you're just sat there like, I'm stupid, I can't figure this out, I'm stupid.
Yeah.
I just go mute, and so I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do in the next few months with YouTube. I just
What
don't
do you
know.
want to do?
That's the thing. I want to, like, Minecraft has been my passion for years, and I love playing Minecraft on stream. I'm a streamer through and through. You should chat GPT.
ChatGPT, what can I do on YouTube?
Thank you so much for them. No, I wanna get back into doing Minecraft content on YouTube. I wanna execute storytelling through YouTube and using Minecraft as a medium because it's what I do think I excel in. I think
So you're passionate about.
it's what I'm really passionate about because I've been doing that since I was 13 years old, making stupid worlds and using my little phone as a recorder, going, "Hi everyone, Herobrine's here!" Like all this shit. Like that's how I used to make. Okay, shut the fuck up. That's how I used to do, wanting to do videos, and so it's like, I don't know. I want to execute in a way that I can use Minecraft and storytelling on YouTube, but I just don't know. I don't know how yet. I don't know when. In a proper Welsh accent too. Yeah, you know.
When do you guys think the next Minecraft boom will be? Because it's usually every 4 to 5 years.
That is true.
But I think it's gonna be something different because for ages it was SMPs and it was Minecraft, but
I'm gonna be so honest with you, and I think I've been talking with a lot of people recently who think Minecraft's in a slump. I agree, but I also feel like it's already picking back up. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm gonna use the Realm as an example. The Realm was not meant to be as big as it was, and I think you know this, right?
Yeah.
And
I wouldn't.
Oh, babe. The Realm was not meant to be as big as it was, and it ended up blowing out so many expectations, right? And because of that, it's solid proof that something that is just meant to be like a month-long thing with Minecraft can literally go fucking skyrocket.
Also, the new update I think is like.
I'm so
I'm
fucking
excited for
the
the
new
update. I don't even fucking
with
play the game.
The flying
really.
art. I know, obviously.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I know you both don't obviously do Minecraft content these days, but sadly, you know, you got me here who's a big nerd about this.
I enjoy it though.
I'm very excited for the update. I'm very excited for building shaders. I'm very excited for Minecraft in general.
Do you not think Minecraft's in a slump right now?
I think Minecraft will always go into these limbos.
Yeah,
I think,
that's the thing. It goes into the
dead
limbos,
limbo, and then
it goes into the booms.
I don't think it's dying. I think it's in a limbo right now, and I think it is going to come back in the summer. The reason for that is because as soon as the actual update comes out and all these, like, I know of projects behind the scenes that I'm not exactly a part of, but I know other projects that are happening that I know are going to bring Minecraft back. I know.
I'd love to get into it.
I've heard a lot of my friends talk about things, and I'm like, okay, people are gonna be very excited for this shit.
I think it's so.
Bring it
fucking
back,
fun.
because the way I see it, Minecraft has slump every couple of years. It blows up. So you had the original where it was like, vaguely Canadians go to Minecraft,
Oh, the one.
and then it slowly went down, and then PewDiePie did his Minecraft series. That Minecraft was really big again. Then it died down, and then Dream, Tom, Toby,
And then they
everyone,
brought it
Dream
back,
SMP, huge
But
boom.
it'll never die. I
And
feel
it'll never die, but it
COVID,
slumps down and goes up in
since
popularity.
COVID, I feel like the idea of Minecraft slumping is just not. Whereas back in the day, like pre-PewDiePie stuff, it would just kind of disappear into oblivion and then come back again. Ever since lockdown, I don't think it'll ever die because SMPs are evergreen.
Yeah.
I feel like you know, I mean, like half of like our friends who do Minecraft content.
We do SMPs.
Well, forever.
I mean, I want to ask you guys a question as well as chat. When you think of the word just SMP, I'd be completely honest, what comes to your head first?
Dream SMP.
Dream SMP.
and I want to wait for chat to say whatever they're gonna say here, and don't be like, oh
No,
my
but
god.
here's the thing.
I'm
Like,
just curious.
people will always shit on, like, obviously Dream SMP now has like a weird tinge to it, but at the time, so I wasn't into content.
Yeah.
But it paved the way, like, for
Yeah,
me.
I think the interesting thing about SMPs is obviously this is the interesting thing. Obviously, me asking chat about what comes to their mind. Obviously, a lot of people do say Dream SMP.
Hermitcraft is like OG.
Yeah, I think of, obviously, I don't know if either of you or anyone in chat would know this, but for anyone who remembers Maya Night, okay? Maya Night was a SMP with a bunch of creators. It was Tom Syndicate, Captain Sparkles.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck Tom Syndicate. That man stole my Dragon Lore AWP when I was 14 on his gambling site, and I've hated him ever since. That evil man with his CSGO gambling site. I actually don't care. I want my Dragon Lore all back. I'm so serious.
Game on Fireball Friday.
Tom Syndicate, if you're watching this stream, you owe me CSGO skins. You robbed me when I was 14 on your illegal gambling site you ran.
You need to clip that and make that into a fucking short. That was fucking crazy.
No, I've actually got a vendetta against that man.
Anyway, apart from Harry's
I got
side-
an edit of him the other day on my TikTok with 0 likes. What?
Okay, wait. You know something crazier?
The algorithm knows what you like.
So I got a message from my friend like 2 years ago, going, "Did you ever watch Syndicate?" And I go, "Yeah." Just text back. This is IRL now. I've known him since I was like 8. Goes, "I just delivered his baby."
Cool. What?
I go, "What?"
And
she
the
goes,
maddest thing is she works for Amazon. So it's like, so how does that even work? Sorry.
Shut the fuck up. And I
Works
go,
for Wayfair.
and obviously she is a midwife.
Yeah.
And I just text back and I go, "What the he was pregnant?" No, not his. Okay, no. Oh, you know what? Fuck all of you. You know what I mean? Never mind. Anyway, about SMPs is obviously there's a really interesting era. There was an interesting era in the last 2 years. Sorry, I'm gonna get nerdy real quick.
No.
And it was the fact that anybody who then tried to make an SMP would have the allegations of you're just trying to copy the Dream SMP.
Yeah.
Even though SMPs as a whole has been a thing.
And Hermitcraft just sat there like...
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
And obviously it's because, the main reason is because the SMP, or the shortened hyphen during lockdown, it was easy to say, it became this kind of thing, just whatever. It then became a thing of anybody that was trying to create that unique content with it, just was not able to do so without being in the shadow of this thing.
I thought everybody...
And even now!
Yeah.
Even now, it's even on the realm,
SMP.
anyone does any kind of storyline, anyone speaks about things, it gets compared to what was very big during the time, during COVID.
And that's purely down to COVID. I think Dream
so as
SMP
well.
wouldn't be as big as it is now
Oh, yeah,
if it wasn't for COVID. And then also it sparked this entirely new family tree of just SMP culture that all just stems back to that, because you look at the realm and people go, okay, Toby
Tubbo, yeah.
Toby Tubbo.
Well, that was, no one actually put SMP in the title of SMP until SMP Alive.
Yeah.
Really?
Because
Really? Call Me Carson's the villain here.
They've been saying
I feel like Call Me Carson's a bit
I heard
the
the
villain
streets
for
have
a
been saying
while.
that.
The streets have been saying that. No, but yeah, it's interesting. Manga content is interesting.
I think it's just so... I always get extremely jealous, and I don't know if you feel the same way, Harry, because we're both like variety streamers. But I am so jealous of my friends who, you know, are Minecraft content creators, Valorant content creators, where you can sit and you can lock into a game for like 8 to 10 hours. Whereas I stream for 2 hours and I'm like, woo!
You know who I'm jealous
That's so cool,
of?
my brain.
Foolish Gamers.
Oh, that motherfucker!
That
That's
man, imagine, okay, the reason I'm jealous of him is because, and this is such a random thing, imagine just being able to go live for like 12 hours a day and just be good at just game.
I remember
friends.
when I met him, I was like, when we were all like getting to know each other, it was like, so what's your lifestyle like? And he's like, I stream for 12 hours, then I watch anime for 4, and then I go to bed and wake up and do it again.
At what point do you go to the gym? Because I feel
No, but he's
ripped as
beautiful.
fuck.
I hate
Wait, guys, Lexie didn't you win as a host?
Yeah, you
yes,
did.
I did.
He's ripped as fuck.
The thing is, he's so fucking beautiful. And like, I'm a lesbian, and he's gorgeous. He's a gorgeous man. And it's like, that man is everything that like, I'm just so jealous of in streamer.
Yeah. And he's harvested
We kind
such...
of look the same.
Do you want to,
He's also harvested such a nice community that are really, really kind. Because I said this during your first one. When I did level host, I remember being scared because I was like, I knew Foolish through mutuals. Yeah. And I was like, I'm scared to do a level host for a Minecraft content creator. Yeah. Hello?
Oh, speech
Obviously,
impediment.
Minecraft. Yeah, imagine having one of those. Minecraft content creator.
Yeah.
And his community were so fucking kind.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, the doozers.
Doozers are fucking.
I'm pretty sure I spoke about Foolish last level host, but the doozers.
Last level host. Aimsey level hosts canon.
Never. Last to Five Friday, they're very, very lovely.
Genuinely.
Yeah, they're very sweet, and so many communities are. And like you said about, imagine just being able to go live for like 11 hours
and
straight.
you just love. Everyone
Just
just
love
loves
what
what he
you're
does.
playing as well.
Fuck
It's,
that
like,
guy,
fucking
man.
nuts.
Fuck that guy.
It's crazy.
Well, anyway, on from the first question.
Go ahead.
So another thing that happened recently, MCC where
Hey, did happen.
Neck your drink,
Mate,
celebration.
You want to see how
Celebrating.
strong this is? By the way, there's no more
Yeah. Let's get.
Right, no, you guys need to fill a new drink.
Yeah,
if I'm
I'll
down
fill
with this.
mine.
Yes!
I'm gonna fill mine.
Phil Mitchell.
Okay, Phil Mitchell. Wait, you filling it with fucking... Babe, you've made me put this much vodka in mine. You
No,
can
I'm just kidding.
Babe, there's a Tell her off.
Cause I'm so Aimsey.
Okay, never
And
mind,
then
happy
I'm
now.
Lexie
Marie,
Marie.
wait!
8.
Guys, can I show you guys a clip of like the content we were filming for Reading right before this?
Chills.
Yeah, it's gonna be really blurry and I'm not gonna show it properly.
I will be. Oh wait, no, yeah,
If
no, it's
Reading-
on my phone.
No, I have a video
Yeah,
of what
we
we were filming.
recorded it as well.
This was so Reading have invited us to Reading.
Shout out Reading.
And I
Not
had
even for
to.
the festival, just the town.
We're
We're just gonna
just
get
president
Reading.
of Reading. And I managed to get Harry.
World's worst
They originally were going to invite Harry as my +1, but I begged them to let me invite Harry as a separate person. And the deal was we both have to post like a short. This is behind the scenes of one of the shorts.
But I got the song right. It was blind karaoke.
Like a proud man.
It was blind karaoke, and I got it right. So.
I want to say that was my pre-performance before this, and I was completely sober and
That
thought I
was
was going through
definitely
psychosis. I was like, what is fucking going
Wait,
on?
let me show him a bit of mine.
Oh my god, guys, no. Do the cake. I'm going to take it. Wait, come on.
I had to film that.
Do you know? Oh, I can't even say what yours is. You'll have to wait and see. You have to hype those shorts up when you see them, otherwise they're not letting us in.
Is it on TikTok? Is it Instagram Reels?
I think it's
Both.
possibly both.
Oh, my mates from school are gonna see it.
But then you're going to have Warwick, so you're getting invited to Reading.
Yeah, Reading, the GCSE results party.
Right, I have questions for you two.
Wait, no, we have a question!
I've got questions.
Do you want to choke
Oh,
your
you
drink?
brought your own.
Yeah.
Oh.
What? Okay, can we check our drinks first?
Did
Yeah.
the
I feel like
start of mine saying being homophobic?
No, no. But it's talking about being banned.
Okay, drink, chug.
Oh yeah.
You already said, okay, Andrew. Wait, can we finish the MCC things we started?
Finish that. It's so strong, babe.
Mortal Kombat
My
reference.
hair's in its whole love. Alright, finish that now, babe. You got my DNA
You
as
know
well.
what? You got to... I was so drunk last night.
It's gonna be me and Harry.
Banty DM went bald.
That is true.
Why did my thing just went... My
Audio
keyboard
recognition.
picked up audio recognition, went, I was so drunk last night, and Harry. Heart.
Alright, go. MCC.
MCC, okay, let's do that, and then you can feel
Yeah, I mean...
okay. Sorry, can we... Let me ask a question.
Go on, babe. Go on, babe.
1v4!
Cinema.
And
Who
you...
was it you were against?
The
German
Germans.
team.
Oh, we didn't forget what you did. All right. So this is. I think this is maybe revenge. I think this is revenge. I think this is revenge.
Took that. Nope. Turn
I
it
think-
off. Turn it
I
off.
think it's revenge.
Nope.
They did some bad
I don't
shit.
like that. I
And
don't like
now
that.
Aimsey's killed
I
them all
don't
in a
like that.
1v4.
I don't like that. I don't like that. You're reverting that immediately.
I take back what I said. I take back what I said.
My favourite part of it all was that obviously I had Shadoon on the team, who was absolutely amazing. And there was one guy that I was talking to all weekend, like in the partner lounge, all weekend, like backstage of MCC. And I was like, this guy's sick, who is he? Then he turns around, it's Etoile. Etoile.
I love Etoile.
He's the
Etoile.
French
Etoile,
one.
the goat. But it's the way that he's like, Etoile is not scared of flaming them because he's like, Foxy German team, because they obviously all know each other. So he's in the lobby as MCC starts going, alert, shit gamer in front of me, alert, shit gamer in front of me, anytime he's in front of the German team. And we had like a little alliance because we had Shadoon.
Etoile is an absolute sweetheart.
Genuinely, it's so funny.
I'm pretty sure, like, Etoile was lovely. The actual MCC was, Etoile kept coming up to me. I just kept going, look, like, Etoile would not stop coming up to me going, LeBron James! And I'd go, hi, and go, I'm calling you LeBron James.
You guys do
that.
look very similar.
And I was like, That's what I thought, you know what I mean? I was like, me and LeBron, very much the same. But Etoile just kept saying that to me, and I was like, yeah, man, that's me. I am LeBron. But no, it was a crazy...
The LeBron of MCC.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
obviously you've won MCCs in the past.
Yes, I have.
But this was your first
With
one,
rivals.
not only IRL, but
Yeah.
also, is it a first one with Gucky?
No, so me and Cookie have...
Fuck! I got such wrong.
Me and Cookie have teamed a couple of times. The last time we were in Twitch Rivals, we got to dodgeball, but we didn't win.
Oh, so I was right.
yeah.
So you haven't won with Gucky?
I've not
before?
won. No, I haven't. Wait, Gucky, fact check. VAR. Have I won with you? I haven't won with you, have I?
Let me know.
I've won 3 times, I think.
Okay, flex it on.
I know, man.
You won 3 times.
Yeah.
Do
Guys,
they still
guys,
give you the coin?
No, they're like, fuck's sake.
Okay, Gucky,
No,
thank
they do,
you.
yeah.
Thank you. I knew I'd
Okay,
research
yeah.
right.
First time winning with my girlfriend. That
Which
was
is
pretty
also
cool.
gorgeous. First day of Pride Month as well. I felt really bad for the German team, first of all, because the French teams were beefing them so bad.
Wait,
also,
really?
no, I think it was a joke, but they were kind of being like, no. Like, and it was definitely like a joke, but it was like, but also everyone was going in dodgeball. You guys couldn't see the chat very well, maybe from the stream perspective, but I know people in the crowd
You were
couldn't.
making me cry during dodgeball because her fucking messages were like, "I've seen the scriptures. I've seen the scriptures."
I was like, I've seen this before
I
already!
was crying.
Lizan Al Gaib, bro. It's June.
But
I really thought that one was land.
But everyone in the
I've
chat
not
was
been on the
like,
best streak with my jokes, have I?
It's okay.
Next one will be
but
good.
everyone in chat was like, it's the first day of Pride Month, come on, you gotta allow it. And I feel so bad for this German team because obviously there are people on their side, but you guys are a crowd favourite. You know when you step out to Twitch Rivals,
It's because
it's a crowd favourite.
The problem is because we're the underdogs, and everyone loves an underdog, and that was the problem immediately. Was that obviously walking into it, even if we didn't win, we had that buff of like they're the underdogs anyway.
I
They're
think it's
4,000 points under. Who cares?
I also think it's because
Smells like
you.
underdog in here.
What's up?
What's up, dog?
What's underdog? I don't know, probably the floor. I'm back! Yes!
But I also think it's because you guys are, we're all Minecraft content creators, are all like iconic in your own right, but not through competitive means.
Yeah.
So you're fan favourites, but that's why it makes it even better when
Gucky
you
saying
win.
Keck W.
You don't even have it enabled.
Yeah, Gucky should
You
have been
timed
him.
out, you didn't press tab.
She was just like, this will make him laugh. This will make my
This will make him feel better. This will make him feel better.
No, yeah, no.
Thanks.
It was crazy.
So yeah, so you won alongside Gucky. It was your first, like, you know, with IRL, and you got that 1v4
This
clutch.
time
So
with Pangy as well,
Do
that
you
was really
do you
nice.
hate Germans?
No, the German team are so lovely, and it broke my heart because
It's second year running as well, because it
Yes.
happened last year as
yeah.
well.
So basically, last year when it happened, I went up to them and I was like, "You guys did fucking amazing." Because they did fucking brilliant. And that's what was really sad. Because I know Hugo, and it was just really. There was a part of me that, like, the minute that we won, I was so happy, but then it settled because I looked over and we got on stage. I looked over at them, and it was all of them just hugging, and that really
They
hurt.
wanted to win so
And
bad,
that
and that's why they're mental
And that's
trouble.
the thing, because obviously I've rewatched both of our POVs now. I did it on stream, and the fun thing about it was obviously watching my POV where you could see me fucking log in. But then I watched their POV, and they're chill.
Because they're like, it's a full.
They were literally like they're laughing. The minute that I get 2 of them, they start to panic. The minute I get both of them, they're like
It changed the whole game.
It changed their whole game where they were literally, and that was the problem. Then if you watch their POV in the last one where Sandwich Lord got them, we won. You see them. They took 2 minutes. Like they did not shoot for so long because they were so fucking worried that they weren't gonna land it. And I feel like if they had just gone into it and immediately shot.
Yeah, because you were panicking as well, but you had time to kind of lock in.
But we had time because they gave us that time to lock in. Because we also weren't expecting to win, so they gave us the time that they needed.
Yeah.
And that made it really sad for them.
It's like, have you ever watched the movie Dodgeball?
No.
Okay.
Explain it to me, please.
So it's they.
Have you guys ever seen Marley and Me?
It's
like Marley and Me, but the dog dies at the end.
Has anyone here seen Dodgeball? Dodgeball's an underdog story.
I've seen Marley. The dog.
The dog does die at the end. Is the dog Marley? Or is the
Yeah,
dog
but
his
you know
wife?
what's crazy?
No, the dog's not his wife. Hold on. I didn't mean to say that.
But you know
Is
what's
Marley
crazy?
his wife, or is Marley
When
the
that
dog?
movie came out, I was on holiday.
Or is the dog me? That's the dog's name.
It's me. Yeah. When Marley and Me came out, I was at Disneyland Paris, and it was Marley et moi.
Come on.
cinema.
That's not
It was
real.
like when,
That's just
when
not real.
Zootopia came out here, it's called Zootropolis.
The Zootropolis, yeah.
Stupid.
Why the fuck? I don't know.
Sorry, dodgeball.
No, yeah, it's like an underdog story. But I, similar to you,
Yeah.
had an experience with Germans at TwitchCon. So it was the Red Bull party, and I was on mushrooms. And
No,
Crazy to get.
Harry wasn't just on mushrooms. This man
I
was
was
so
geeked.
fucking high. Guys, I've never seen a man so high. I got bored of trip sitting. I sat him outside and I went, look at the train, Harry.
you weren't. No, to be fair, you were like the person who was actually trip sitting me the entire time was actually the worst possible
Wait,
person
who?
to trip
Was it
sit me.
Steph?
It was Yogscast Harry.
Yeah, because I
And
got
he-
bored of you and I
And
said to Harry.
Yogscast Harry turned around to me. With by the way, chat, I was on truffles, which are fully legal in Amsterdam, so nothing I'm saying is against Twitch TOS.
I want to say before
The-
he says this story, Harry and I were outside with Harry. Yorkshire Harry and I were outside with Harry, and at first it was really funny. And as we're talking, Harry's going, Harry, it's going. The sky is staring at me funny. The walls are breathing. The floor's staring at me.
Mushrooms.
And me and Yorkshire Harry going, ha ha ha. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. And we're geeking him out, and he's like, but then it gets to a point where this man he goes inside to dance. Oh, I need to go outside for some air. Goes outside. Guys, the floor's staring at me. Like
I would
it got to the point where I turned around to Harry and I went,
let me.
oh no, okay, Steph has also said that she was on edibles. I didn't want to say that as well. Steph's also geeking the fuck out.
Me and Steph nearly had a falling out.
Harry hasn't.
Yeah, I have.
Me-
You guys kept side-eyeing each other.
No, that was the thing. Where I thought I was being completely normal. I didn't realise I was only actually looking one direction, looking everyone else with my eyes.
What direction?
So I went, yeah, I'm going to look at Steph. Let's say you're Steph. I just keep going.
Yeah, because Harry wouldn't.
And Steph
Harry wouldn't
is
look
getting
normally.
really scared and like hiding. And I'm turning around, I'm like, someone have a word with Steph, she's upsetting me. Every time I look at her, she hides.
You weren't looking normally though. Harry wouldn't go like he'd be like.
I thought,
I walked
of course I was smiling. I was on mushrooms, Steph.
I walked into the Red Bull party and I saw Corryway, Fulham, and Wolfie, and I went, guys, I just got subbed into MCC, and they're all like, what? And then I turn around and Harry's just sat there like.
But I was, as soon as I'm not in the incredibly hot room with the CO2 cannons, I was having a great time. But I was sat out front, and me and Salmon Boy took them together. So I'm there, and we just sat there talking, and all of a sudden, we don't even know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
We hear. You were putting your flash in my face. Of course I didn't like that.
That's nuts. That's fucking crazy.
And we're sat there, and all of a sudden, we hear a group of probably 10 people counting down from 20 really loud in German. And I'm going, what? Do we run? Do we, I was so. It turns out, hit midnight, they're singing Happy Birthday.
Okay.
Why would you start from 20?
No, also.
What a stupid number to start from. 20, 30,
makes- okay.
30, half a minute, I get.
Now I understand you're upset. Okay, carry on.
Yeah.
No, another thing is me, Harry, and Salmon Boy got a photo together. It's on my wall, and Fulham was there, and because he just took a photo with his
Oh,
friend.
the
and
charming
Harry
phone.
turns around, and Fulham's just looking at his phone, and Harry leans over and goes, "Fulham, why the fuck is your phone on Chinese?" And no. Oh, wait.
Is it in
And
Chinese?
Fulham goes, "What the fuck?" And
He
Harry
shows it to you,
Harry
it's not in
goes, "Your
Chinese."
phone's in Chinese. Your phone's in Chinese." He turns it around. It was the bit.ly link for the photo.
No, it wasn't. No, he didn't. He showed me a Safari page. When I saw it, it was
No,
an entire.
it was the bit.ly link.
It was an
I
entire.
was there.
No, it was the Safari page, but all the text, everything was in Mandarin. And I turn around to him and I go, because some people put their phone in like black and white, so they don't use it as much. And I go, why is your text in Chinese? And I was so serious.
Harry, have you told
And
Aimsey about the number on the ceiling? What the fuck does that mean?
Okay, that's not.
What the fuck happened to you
But-
during this
But
night?
I go, why is your phone in Chinese? And he shows it to me and he goes, and I go, oh my god, it isn't. And then Prince Zam, I had to get Max to text.
Zam.
I had to get Max to text Prince Zam to stop
Oh.
sending me emojis because I didn't like the emojis.
What truffles were these? Where from?
They were from the Smart Shop.
Also, by the way, he had like 3/4 of a fucking pack of
Oh,
it.
well, no fucking shit, man.
It was about
That's
about
how it feels to be dyslexic.
it was about 1.8 grams I had, which is not an insane.
Have you done
amount.
truffle? You've done truffle before?
Yeah.
I'm assuming, yeah. Nuts. Mate.
So I'm like,
To be fair, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think the worst trip would be at a Red Bull party with a bunch of creators. Well, I don't know. You're insane.
The worst was when Roaring Iron, the guy who did Monster TTS,
right?
he got, because it was an open bar.
He was lit.
He was smashed. He comes up to me, gives me a huge hug, goes, "I fucking love you, dude." Then waits about a second and goes, "I fucking love you, dude." Gives me a hug. Does it like 7 times. I turn to Koji and go, "He is doing it this many amount of times, right?" And I'm not like going insane.
But me and Coach at that point are like, oh, he's just going high. So we're like, no.
Oh my god, the Jenga. The
Jenga.
They had spinning Jenga. They had spinning Jenga, and everyone was convincing me it wasn't spinning, and it was spinning.
Was this what you were doing during the realm dinner?
No, I was at the was this on Saturday?
You were on video.
Yeah.
I was at the video thing.
Oh, makes sense. Wait, when was Red Bull?
Red Bull was afterwards.
You're right. Okay. Yeah, you know what I was doing? I was getting drunk on Pangy's stream and then going to bed because I had a panel at 10 in the fucking morning.
Guys, Pangy and Lukey are doing a duo Fireball Friday. They've already.
Yeah, they've agreed to come
on. Anyway.
Luke's moving here.
Wait, during June?
Oh.
So 1v4 clutch. How did that feel? Sorry, Harry made it all about him for a second there, guys. What the hell?
It was crazy. It was crazy. I don't know.
Why are we touching me? What happened?
Guys, he's just done shrooms.
I'm actually geeked right now.
He said he's moving to Brighton, fine.
Okay.
No, I knew he had. That's why I was.
Okay. Why are we touching me? Sorry. Dodgeball.
We're not.
What's happening? I don't stop. I didn't like it.
You're the worst trip sitter ever. You're terrifying.
But because at first I was like, haha, funny, nightmare.
And then you were like,
and then I was like, okay, let me actually trip sit. And I was like, fuck this, I want to go dance.
That's the thing.
I turned around the Valorant stream.
I turned around to you. I went, I feel bad. Why are you with me? And you were like, I just want to be out here. And I was like, I don't need to be.
No, because I didn't want you to be like, oh, Lexi's trip sitting me. So I was like, oh, it's just so nice out here away.
But I literally turned around to you. I was like, go back in.
You and Salmon Boy, they were staring at the train because there was a train on a tunnel that was like in the air.
Sometimes you guys name people and I'm like, that's not real.
Oh, Salmon Boy
is wicked. He is unreal.
That's my goat right there. And there was like a bridge, and it looked like the train was floating. But if 2 came at the same time, these guys would lose their fucking minds. And they'd be like, they were like, whoa! And I just knew they had each other.
Alright,
we had each other, yeah.
So
and then John and Max were there. Too.
Yeah, I left so fast. Anyway, so
okay. What other questions do you have?
So we have so many. It's only the second question.
We actually
we yap like fuck. This is the same thing that. How long was our first episode?
Oh, maybe.
Can anyone fact check?
Would you guys be angry for going to add a wee?
Probably.
I'd be so mad.
Okay, well.
I'm gonna pee off.
Read it and weep.
But how was
okay, our first one was 3 hours.
Yeah, no, they've always been long.
Okay, carry on.
So MCC. Whilst Harry's away, we can just
MCC was good. It was fun.
Come forward as well. The way we're all laid out, because the bed is really not that big. Amy always takes a seat back, and I feel like I should sit back.
Have you seen Thunderbolts? The Marvel film?
No, and you and Scott.
There'll be about 3 people that.
Bro, why are there so many fucking weirdos?
Can you stop being weird?
We've never manifested so many weirdos in a chat before.
Oh, it's the AI generated NSFW people. They want my voice.
AI Aimsey voice.
I'm not gonna call you a good boy. I'm not doing it.
When you did the 1v4, what was the first thing that went through your brain?
Talk me
through the whole process from first of all being in the 1v4 to then the 1v3, the 1v2, the 1v1 to winning.
It was so the minute that the dodgeball happened and I got the 1v4, it was I didn't even have time to think because I got up and I've told the story in stream. So basically, what happened was before in the first round that we won, I fell off the map. I fell off the map. And
the way that I thought that if whilst I was watching it, I acted like it didn't happen. Yeah, it wouldn't have happened. Like everybody in our call just went, oh.
Yeah, I fell off the map, and so Scott's Major was actually on the floor with me because he saw. I got out of my chair and I sat on the floor because I was so distraught. So Scott runs over to me and grabs my hand without even me looking and just goes, "You're serving cunt. You're serving cunt. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine.
I know that's
babe,
right.
Lock in." And I go, "I'm gonna lock in."
I was so jealous I wasn't near you guys because I saw Scott run over to you and I was like.
So I then after that I go, "I've got this." So I sit back in my chair. The round begins. I get the 1v4. So immediately all I do is obviously...
The universe has handed this to you now.
So I look over at Scott, who's already running to me, and just picks me up and just spins me around because I fell off, I was already in a bad mood. So obviously Scott was like, babe, you've got this. So the minute that I hit the shot, all I could do was look at Scott, who was already right in front of me, and he just picks me up and spins me. And I was like...
That was you'd won?
No, that was just... That was only... We didn't even win at
the
this point.
fucking Germans are like, yeah, easy.
Yeah, no, we didn't even fucking win. We were about to get into the next round. Scott had to remind us to get back on our PC.
Oh my god, I remember hearing, like, sit down!
We weren't ready, so we all get back in and then we win. And that was really cool. It was really strange.
But like, actual breakdown. So, okay,
Go on.
frame by frame, if I say, okay, you sat down, you're in the 1v4. What was your
Yeah.
first thought when you realised it was just you?
I was like, yeah, we're not winning this. You can hear me in my chat or in my VC going, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I just keep repeating, I'm so sorry, I can't do this, I'm so sorry.
everything you say, I'll say what I know every other player was thinking. It was 1v4, and I went, Amy's really stressed. I was like, Amy fell
Because
off.
also the fucking, the audience, they were screaming my name.
I think I said, if not, I thought very strongly. I think
Yeah.
I said, I'd hate to be Amy right
Yeah.
now. Because not only did you fall off, which is...
So-
guys, if I was in dodgeball, God bless me, having told Shadoon we're not getting to dodgeball, because
Yeah.
even if we did, we'd be fucked.
Yeah.
If, falling off, first of all, it's so much easier than it
Yeah.
seems, but also then
It
to
was
be in a
such
1v4.
small arena, yeah.
Yeah, to then be in a 1v4, like, but then to have everyone cheering for you.
Like, the cheering was beautiful.
It's amazing,
Yeah.
but then in the moment, you're like, fuck, I wish I could not, like, almost like...
I had to clock
zone
out.
for
I
a
had to
second.
literally pretend like I wasn't there.
So the second that you hit the 1v4, I went... I was Doctor Strange.
I've seen the scriptures.
I typed into the chat, I've seen the scriptures, because I was like, I've seen a universe where this happens.
And that was the thing where it was like, in that moment, I was like, I didn't even look at chat. I was like...
You couldn't.
I was like, and the thing is, what's so funny about the entire thing when it happened, obviously I got the first two, and bless my fucking
Okay,
team.
wait, so the first one.
Yeah.
So when you got the first
so,
one, let's
no,
break it
because
down.
what happened was, so it was me and Pangy, I think, or Sandwich. So one of them got shot. It was just me. They then...
Panky got shot first, like, 3 rounds
Then
in a row.
Gucky got shot. Then it was me and Sandwich. Sandwich gets shot, and they missed the arrow on me. So then the 2 arrows go to me. I'm getting the arrows, and I'm like, there's no way. But then I've got Panky and Sandwich and Gucky being very supportive and just being like, breathe. And I see Hannah in chat going, Amy, breathe. And then I'm like, Hannah Rose told me to breathe, I'm gonna breathe.
Zen fucking...
So then obviously I just pick up the 2 arrows, and I breathe for a sec, I shoot, I get 2 of them. Weirdly enough,
Crazy.
I wasn't expecting it.
So now I know what, so the one, so...
Yeah,
what,
now it's
1v3.
2v1.
So when you did the 1v3, so if we break it down, so you've done the 1v4, the 1v3 to the 1v2 happened very quickly.
Yes.
Was it kind of just like you did the 1v4, you got 1.
I
and then
thought
you
I was
were
gonna
like,
die then.
And then you were like, fuck it, I'm just gonna send the other.
Basically, yeah, so then obviously then the 2 arrows go to them. They've got the 2 arrows, I'm jumping around, and then the 2 people that are left, they start to panic, and they try and get me, somehow dodge me, and I am alive, and I get the 2 last arrows.
They deeped your movement so much. You
Yeah.
could tell they thought you were going to jump back. And
Yeah,
they just
yeah, so
missed.
then they pick up the 2 arrows. Oh, I pick up the 2 arrows, I look at them, I hear, the last thing I hear is everyone screaming, and then I just shoot. And then I won. It was crazy. Welcome back, babe.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I mean, I know that I've
I've
shared my
Your
POV.
POV is so funny because I see you going, and then you just stand up, and everyone's POV is them just standing
I
up.
was wearing a skirt as well.
And you're
so-
holding it down.
And guys, don't worry, guys, didn't want to be seen anyway.
Sorry.
And I remember like screaming, and then it was just like, I remember jumping and being like, "Fuck! I'm wearing a skirt. My jacket."
It was so.
But
crazy.
everyone stood up. Like this, I've never screamed.
Watching your guys' reaction was better than watching mine.
Do you know what it
seeing
was?
everyone's reactions to it was so cute.
It was you guys getting your crown.
Yeah.
And Stream couldn't see it from my perspective, but Owen and I turned to look at each other. We both had tears in our eyes. And we were both just like...
Because I remember looking over at all the teams after when I stood up, and I look at all you, I look at Owen, I look at Becky, I look at Cal, Phil, Fit, and I'm just crying. And I look at you all, and I just go, I don't know.
We were next to Fit and Phil. Like my line was me, Javik Jack, and then Phil and Fit.
Yeah.
And we were all just looking at each other like crying. I remember the cameraman turning up, and I was like, he's crying. I'm crying, and he's taking photos of me. That's crazy. But it was because you know what it was? We had our friend Minnie Muka. I think Niran came to watch as well. My friend Harry came to watch. Koji came to watch.
Everyone said
none of them knew about Minecraft.
Yeah.
And they turned up and they left and they went single-handedly. That made me want to get into Minecraft.
That's
it was
the thing.
actual cinema.
Obviously, you know what got...
Come in, by
you
the
need to
way.
go wee, by the way? I thought you needed
Yeah.
to piss.
I wanted to hear about it though.
That's fine. I'll hold...
I'll I can listen.
Go on. The weirdest thing was obviously, so for the first time, the Mojang team were there. Mojang, sorry. Anthony from the Mojang team was actually in the audience, and that was a surreal moment, seeing him tweet about it.
Because they announced something.
Yeah, no, they talked about the update coming with the shaders inbuilt and stuff like that. And it was such a weird thing, obviously, seeing them tweet about it after, being like, that was, and it was actually the words of, that was the most insane event ever, like, amazing, couldn't have predicted anything better, well done, Pink Parrots. And that was the moment where I was like, that's really cool. And obviously my team afterwards it being like, we would not have won that without me. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, there is a world, but obviously because if they had shot me once, they would have won the whole event. Because we were 2-1 at that point. It's like rock, paper, scissors, first to three.
What, do people have 2 lives?
No, so basically what happens is, so you have it's like best of 3. No, first to 3, sorry. First to 3. So we only won one of the rounds. They won 2.
It's 3 rounds of dodgeball.
Yes, but it can go up to 5, obviously, because of the fact that... So what happened is they won the first round, we won the round, then they won the second round, and this was the third round now. So if they had shot me once, we would have lost the entire event.
I just realised why you said Tanky and Lukey during June.
Yeah, that
just hit me as I was peeing.
Yep. But yeah, no, it was crazy. It was a crazy event, and it was fun. Anyone in the chat? Did you guys watch it by any chance?
How does it feel? I have a question though, because so as somebody who doesn't really do MCC, turning up to an MCC audience, I feel so lucky that people even cheer for me. And sometimes when I come, because what you don't realise as well, people that are watching, is that when you're playing, there's such a delay. Where sometimes you turn around, you see it's you on the screen. Oh yeah. But it's so delayed, and then no one cheers, and then people cheer because it's delayed.
That was really jarring, and I felt really bad because one of my favourite clips is, so Owen got a clip of Scott running to me, and you can see Ollie in the background already cheering because he's
during dodgeball.
Yeah, and he's obviously seen me get up and cheer, so he knows the outcome, and he turns around to watch everyone else's reaction. Yeah, and he's waiting for everyone else. And there's like
a 2 seconds you were like...
And it's like, then everyone starts screaming.
But for me, like, again, I don't do Minecraft content. I know that I'm known within the community, but I don't get, like, the reaction of, like, a Minecraft content creator. When you walk out, especially, like, your Pink Parrots team, the cheers were crazy. I was almost like, well, fuck the rest of us.
We were the underdogs.
But it was the same as last year. But it's not even that. It's, like, the same last year, because your team last year was what, you Fit...
Me, Fit, Toby, and Sandwich again.
That was a fucking... You guys are so iconic within the community.
I think it's because of the fact that...
But how does that feel, is my question.
It's weird because obviously MCC in general, that was my first MCC in 9 months. Was this Twitch Rivals. I left MCC. I stopped playing because...
Came back when they started paying.
That's right.
Yes,
hey, I'll do the same. I'll do the same.
Actually, genuinely, that is one of the reasons why I was like, fuck, if I'm getting paid. But the second one is because, this is going to be stupid, but I physically couldn't hack it anymore. I was getting so stressed that my heart was giving out.
And you don't have people in real life, you can't look to all your friends and be like, hey,
and
I think I'll be the same.
And if anyone here watched my POV, you guys will see during, I think it was Parkour Warrior, at the end, my heart got so fast that I had to deafen, and I sat there like this, and I was like, I think I need to leave. And but then we realised we got into dodgeball. I ran and asked if I could go to the bathroom. They said no. But we didn't know we were in dodgeball yet, and that's when I realised.
Piss buff, that's why you won.
And I was like, oh my god. And then so I sat back down, and I was listening to my heartbeat, and I was like, oh no. I was like, oh fucking no, am I about to have a
They said you can't have a pit, like you're
no,
in school with
it's the reason, literally, it was the reason I knew we were in dodgeball, because we didn't know.
Yeah.
We had no fucking clue, and then I ran up to go ask, and the guy went, and I went, oh fuck.
The staff is so kind at MCC as well. God bless the man that was helping me. I was like, how do I log in?
Yeah,
and every Twitch Rivals.
Yeah, every Twitch Rivals.
So bad. But so obviously MCC, gorgeous, beautiful, brings tears to my eyes thinking about it. But you also, we were laughing about, you actually work TwitchCon, so we don't get invited to panels.
Yeah,
I work TwitchCon like it's my bitch. Like.
I just have one more thing I'd like to say about MCC. I didn't make it to it. Because because my backpack fucking broke.
Oh yes,
my backpack's still broken. And it was like either go MCC or go to the backpack people try and get it fixed. Yeah. And I'm like, it cost me $3 grand.
Yeah.
I need to get this fixed.
You're like, I think MCC's paying me $3 grand.
And then but obviously I go to see everyone afterwards when everyone's leaving the arena, and everyone's like, I'm just like, oh my, oh, hey, how was it? How's everyone? Like, what was what we doing after
on,
this?
yeah.
And everyone's just going. Nobody was telling me like what we're doing after this.
Yeah.
Nothing. They were going. Aimsey did the fucking craziest thing ever. I had people before they even.
That's so nice.
People who were like recognized me, wanted a photo or something. Before they even say, "Can I get a photo?" They go, "Do you see what Aimsey did?" And I'm like, "No."
That's
I
like
didn't."
I went to the
I had
after,
to see a clip on Twitter.
I went to the after party after, and
Must have
like
been nice.
Must have been nice.
Bless your heart.
Harry and I were trying to figure out Fireball Friday.
Yeah, bless your fucking heart. But I was like,
And I didn't get invited. No, that's the thing. I didn't get invited, but they were like, "You can."
yeah,
rock
no,
up.
it was anyone that could go. It was like it wasn't even a private thing. But what was really nice was if Lucky's still here, you can attest. But like, I was not able to move more than 3 people like in a space without somebody coming up to me and going, "Amy."
Cinema.
Yeah, and like I had even the fucking Knox crew coming up to me and being like, "Knox crew," literally telling me, being like, that was single-handedly the most insane. And I think it does come down to 2 things. One, the fact it was live. We had the entire audience that screamed.
Atmosphere.
2, and it's I'm not trying to downplay my own achievement, but it is very unlikely for someone that I get average 30 place. Like,
Yeah.
thanks my love, thanks my love, thanks my love.
Guys, I got 35th.
Yeah, like I think I got like 28th.
Actually, guys, I was first after the first
Yeah,
game. Did you hear about that?
Were you?
I was first overall player after the first game.
What was the first game?
Road Rush. Yeah. They did
And do you know
really
why?
good.
Do you know why I was first overall? Because they didn't trust me to do anything, so they just went, "Lexie, just go mine
Same.
coins."
Literally same. But yeah, no, it was TwitchCon for me is always just so busy. I feel like did either of you run into me during TwitchCon? And did you see me stressed?
I
as
don't
fuck?
think I did. I
Yeah,
see you.
nobody ever sees me because
I saw you at the No Dive on stage at No Dive.
I have to limit myself to 1 drink every day during TwitchCon because of the fact that's how much I do.
After
I have
MCC,
to wake up at
guys,
7 a.m.
we were at the hotel and
Oh my God,
Ducky
yeah.
and Amy were there, and both.
I didn't even see Ollie.
Yeah, Ollie was also going crazy. With
I
us.
didn't see anyone.
You know, the best thing actually was that after MCC, we all headed back to the lounge, and we were all in the lift, and the lift broke.
Right, okay, POV, you're me. The adrenaline, I've not ate all day. I'm running on 3 Red Bulls, shout out.
Actual shout
I
out.
just won MCC. I'm carrying so much. We go into this massive lift. My biggest fear is getting stuck in a lift. The lift stops working.
That's your biggest.
I know.
fear.
I have 2
And
videos back to back
comes
to
from
work
a
this.
long trauma, but yeah,
So
no,
this is Amy winning MCC. You can hear me like cry laughing.
can't believe it still.
And then so that was at 5:42. At 6:10, this happened. By the way, nightmare blunt rotation of people to get stuck in a lift with.
That's a big ass lift.
It's where you do like the hotel stuff
Oh.
goes up and down from it. You can literally hear me.
How long were you in the lift for?
3
It
minutes.
was like maybe not
was not even that, it was like a second.
It was like it felt so long, but I don't think it was that long. But it felt real. There was enough time for Fit to get his phone out and go.
Yeah, he was so excited.
I had when I was in Romania.
Yeah.
I was in Romania before the Netherlands, and we were staying in this Airbnb. It was a nice Airbnb in the right centre.
Yeah.
But obviously Romania used to be Soviet. It was a huge Soviet building. I don't know how old this lift is. And we were on the 2nd floor, but every night I'll go, I'm just going to get the lift. And there were 4 times where I'm in it.
4
And-
times.
Yeah, 4 times where I'm in it, and I go, and it takes off so fast where your stomach
Yeah.
drops when you take off. And I'm like, okay. And then the door's open, I have a photo of it. And there were 4 separate times where it would just open in between floors. And it would open to just a concrete wall.
Tower of Terror.
It was
Yeah, no,
so
Tower of Terror.
And I'll be stuck in there for like 2 minutes, but I thought it was the funny. Truthfully, I was actually debating stream stories because I was hoping I'd get permanently stuck there and I could tell a story.
Like a
Crazy.
cave diving video.
Yeah, I was hoping I'd get permanently stuck in that lift.
Would you ever
just
do
so I
cave
could-
diving?
It's like look
Look at me.
What's
you
the-
think
he's
I
not
could fit in a cave?
Curious.
Wait, who's the guy with the hiding place? What's the
Sudamasan.
hiding- You in a Romanian lift is a
Sudamasan,
Sudamasan, the
yeah,
hiding
literally
place.
is.
Oh,
The fucking space.
what did you call him?
Sudamasan, no?
Saddam Hussein.
What is his name?
Hassan?
That's not his name.
Hassan?
Hussein.
It's not Saddam Hussein. I don't. It's not
Hussein? Is it Hussein?
Saddam Hussein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were we not close?
Yeah.
Saddam
sorry.
Hussein. That sounds
But,
like a
sorry,
Sesame
anyway.
Street character.
Oh yeah, you know fucking shit about that, wouldn't you?
Grizzly.
But
was on
Amy,
that.
how does it feel to work TwitchCon for those of us who don't get invited to panels?
It is both the most amazing experience and also the most
Who's blaring tunes?
I was about to ask because no, it's difficult. I'm always very run down. I don't get to see as many people as I would like to because I'm fucking working. TwitchCon for me is not. It's
not a holiday.
It's not a holiday, and that's the thing that I had to drill into some.
Fucking lazy ass.
Shut the fuck up. But no, it's not a holiday for me as much as I would. And that's the thing, I always forget that it isn't for everyone. I know that's really stupid, but then I speak to people like, how exhausted are you after TwitchCon? And they're like, I've done nothing, man. Like, I've been chilling.
I still haven't recovered.
And I'm exhausted. But obviously, I was up, I had to be at the convention center every day by 9:30.
I remember after day one, we were like...
Who? Is anyone even at the convention
Yeah.
centre?
Me.
No, but any, like,
no, yeah, there are. There's
Phil was the same. Phil was the same because we were like, Phil, come out with us, And he was like, I have to be up early.
Yeah,
the only time I went to go out with Phil was the last night.
I had to limit myself for one drink every single night, and it was really sad because like everyone was staying out, and I was like, I really need to get back.
Yeah.
I won't wake up. Like,
and by the last night, you were exhausted.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like the last night after I won, I was so fucking excited to go out, and all of the plans just kept breaking, and I was so.
Look at his fucking toes on my shelf.
Let me see.
I've
Nice.
just got.
He's like grips in like this on my shelves.
But it was like that was the thing where it's like I wanted one good night, but all the plans just started breaking because there was too many of us, and so it ended with
That's
me.
when it comes to me.
No, me and JoJo Solos drinking soju. In the partner floor just by ourselves, and
You
it was
told me.
it was amazing.
They let you bring.
No, that was when I ran into you and you went, Amy, you're gonna hate where we're going. It was the
we were going to
Yeah.
après-ski.
Yeah,
and you know
And
Amy
would I-
would
would
hate
I-
that.
would I have hated it?
But we were
It's
outside
the
drinking.
way you describe it.
So I messaged Gucky because we were outside
Yeah.
drinking and it was so chill. I messaged Gucky being like, you'd love it, come down. And Gucky
Yeah.
was like, we'll do something in Brighton soon.
The
Yeah.
thing is, après-ski is the Netherlands version of Be At One.
Yeah.
It's like Be At One, but instead of playing Macklemore and everyone gets up and dances, they're playing like hardcore techno.
And
Yeah,
Afro
good.
beats versions of My Heart Will Go On.
You know, I remember running into Lexi. Lexi explained where she was going. I said, "What's
They were
that?"
playing Afrobeat My Heart.
That's crazy, by the way. And Lexi was like, "Amy, you would hate this," and I was like, "Yeah, fair enough."
Amy, look at this video.
Am I gonna have a heart attack?
Was it is it the Dan Clancy one? You know the drama that caused?
Guys,
what?
there's a video of Dan Clancy that
Is
I
it the one you
last
posted?
year. It was last year.
Was that with
So
the
last year's a video of Dan Clancy that I didn't think I'd shared online. I think I put it in a dump. And it's a video of him dancing. I can't tell the story actually.
Toby made it an emo. And then
Toby made it
apparently-
an emo.
Then apparently Twitch weren't the happiest with it. And
Apparently Twitch had to talk to Dan and be like,
You can't do that.
that.
To be fair,
How do we know this?
Because
Huh?
we got told.
By Dan.
no. I got told by an anonymous source.
Are you allowed to
Yeah,
say on
I'm
stream
not
then?
sure. I don't know.
What's Dan gonna do? I'm moving to Kick.
This was the clubby rap, by the way.
I would have a heart
I was
attack.
so drunk.
Has this face came from Des on TikTok?
What
You keep
face?
doing this. As
I
it came
realised
from,
who's that?
It's this one TikToker that does wears fedoras, and you keep reminding me of her. She's fucking brilliant.
I
Hold
just
on.
realised I could do it, and I went. And
These. Hold on.
and I was just like, oh yeah, average Harry egg yo.
Hold on.
Wait,
This
so-
person. Oi.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love her. It hasn't even come from her.
You keep
You know,
doing it.
you
and
know
I'm
who,
like,
you know who
this-
actually came from?
Who?
My friend,
Jonathan Galindo.
my friend Flo, who works at
I love
Bootlegger.
Flo.
Okay, fair.
Because Flo came on a night out with us because she's from the Netherlands.
No way.
So she like timed up her trip back to her family with while we were at TwitchCon,
Yeah.
so we all went out. And her face is like plasticine. I don't understand some of the face you can do. She's so good at
It's
it's
so
unreal.
It's so scary.
Yeah.
So, Amy, I think the big question that we have
Okay.
now is actually, you're very educated in the TwitchCon
I am very sadly
category.
yes.
So,
I love it.
next year,
Yes, sir.
Fireball Friday panel.
Listen, guys. I didn't want to be the one to break it to you.
But we're getting one.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Okay, what if we named it
Mm-hmm.
Progressing Podcast in the Twitch live streaming space?
You know what? No, but you know what was actually not on? How Dan Clancy likes us so much he planned on crashing Fireball Friday on the first night. He was going to show up to our hotel room with a bunch of alcohol, but he won't let us have a panel. Dan Clancy was like, what hotel are you guys in? I want to crash Fireball Friday tonight. We wouldn't drink on the panel. We'd talk about How about this?
Okay, you know what Cody just said?
We wouldn't be drinking.
No, look at
on
me,
the
look at
panel,
me.
though.
If you both want to do Fireball Friday next Rotterdam, I can make you do it. We just have to market it. You know how I'd market it?
That's what I'm
This
saying.
is what we market it. You ready? Having a podcast, having a female-led podcast on the Twitch community with her sidekick Harry.
Are you good to do it without Harry?
Well, no, with her sidekick.
Is that not what I just said, though, guys?
Yeah,
This is
exactly.
not what I did.
Exactly.
No, I
No,
think.
I'm backing you up.
Girlfriend!
Oh
Bro,
my
how
God.
are you feeling? Aimsey and Lexie and Aimsey fly
I'm
off
I'm
Friday
picturing
with
us
Harry.
three. It's us three.
I can just storm the
Maybe
stage.
Toby to just complain.
No, I was gonna say, if you had 3 people that you know are going to Rotterdam next year, with then you 2, and then maybe even 4 guests, 2 of you, oh no, 5, it'll be 5, so 2 of you, and then 3 other guests that you were notable members that have been on, and then what it would be you guys discussing stories that us as creators didn't want to tell, but are now willing to in front of a public audience.
And developing a podcast in the streaming space.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and how
Insane,
that goes, like the live streaming podcast versus just doing it offline. I thought the axolotl was a penis. So Rose, LOL.
You got it out right now.
Yeah, so Rose, LOL. I
You
know.
just backed out on
Yeah,
stream.
my dick is massive, Rose. I do appreciate you thinking that.
Guys.
However, what the fuck?
Well, that's why you're taking that. The
I'm
custom
so
dildo.
sorry.
Yeah, see, you know it.
Guys, I just need to say, throughout this episode,
Yeah.
clearly I've been accidentally pressing the
you've done it again.
automated text to voice, because next question says, possibly, but then you're going to Reading, the GCSE results being homophone, Pride Month.
What the fuck? Hell yeah, man.
What?
Fuck yeah.
Anyway, that's
Ooh.
enough about TwitchCon.
Go on.
First of all, I know we said we weren't going to talk about it, but I actually think our viewers are a bit thick. Nobody has mentioned the poster behind us. And I know we weren't going to talk about it, but I think at least one of you would go, wow, what's that custom Fireball Friday poster you have behind you? And not a single person has said it, and it's actually upset me a little bit, because I'm actually starting to think you guys are stupid. Nobody has said a single thing, and it's upset me. I'll say it. And I know we were like...
To be fair, who gaff? Okay, time out.
First time chat.
30 seconds. Yeah, you're cooked. Yeah, you're done. Dabbing. Oh!
I did see it, but I didn't care.
Fuck!
I thought it was AI. What the fuck is going on?
This is why we
It's
should
Gen
do
AI.
this,
It's generative
That's what
AI.
ChatGPT.
we're talking about it to get him off. Oh my god.
This guy stinks!
That's so fucking funny. I'm sorry. You know, maybe if it was over there, they would have noticed it.
Yeah, guys, I had it over there in that corner, and Harry was like, "No, it needs to be more obvious."
I was like,
but
make
clearly
it,
not enough.
make it more
Maybe-
obvious so people notice
Yeah,
it.
maybe I need it on my fucking
No.
forehead next time.
We can hardly see it. You can see it. You guys have watched a year of these streams. I would think you'd know what it looks like.
Should we just show the poster,
Go on.
guys?
Show the hoodie as well.
Can I say?
No.
Oh, they know
No.
it's
Oh,
hoodies.
they
I
know.
said.
Thank god.
Guys, if everything goes
But
to
there's
plan.
another one. Don't pull that one off. You may as well get the other.
Oh, true, yeah, but it's okay.
And you know what? Chat, we're selling these. They're signed. We're doing signed ones.
We're
And we're
doing
doing a stream when we sign them.
There's a chance that next week might be a very big merch announcement stream.
Oh.
Look how sick that is.
Unreal. Shout out Tyden. Shout out
Tied in the
Tyden.
fucking goat for
So
real,
fucking
man.
Unreal stuff.
On everyone's soul, I'm getting one. I know that's right.
Oh yeah. Wicked. So wicked. There
So
you go. That's your first Fireball Friday merch reveal.
So if all goes well, because I've been very open about like timelines for the merch. If all goes well, guys, we might have a launch merch stream early as next week.
Early as next week. I thought it was a Fireball bottle with loads of hearts. That's why I didn't
To
say
be fair, I'm
anything.
not sure. People may have thought it was just something someone gave you guys.
Yeah, it could have been a merch.
From
Like
the
a
start.
fan.
True.
How much is it? TBA.
Oh, we have the number. I can't remember.
I can't remember. That's what that means.
£1 million, guys.
I heard it's 50 gifted.
50 gifted right now. Do people still use the hashtag, by the way, during streams?
No. I
Yeah,
don't
we
think
haven't
I don't-
pushed that since your episode.
I
Guys!
don't think it's been used since your episode.
Am I the only one who pushed it?
Yeah, but,
Am I a
but
good
also
guest?
we have like 6 more questions.
Goodbye. Wait, am I a good guest when you guys...
You're a great guest.
Oh, because yapping it.
Some people we asked for a question and it was like a 2-word answer.
Oh, yeah, no, I
It's like-
fully yap.
Bro, my favourite episode ever, Johnny and Scott episode, where I went, Scott, so how'd you get into what you're doing right now? And he went,
Just did it.
yeah, just did it. Giving Scott, literally, no,
Wait,
literally.
no, guys, please put some questions on here for all of us so we can go through it later.
Yup.
Alright,
Okay.
go on.
So it's Pride Month.
It
Go on,
is,
Harry.
it is.
Harry,
Yeah.
I've got a question for you. Why are you double zinned up on a fucking
One of them's
Saturday
empty.
night, bro?
One of them's empty.
That's nuts, man.
Does that mean that it's got your
Why are they
empty
drinking out of mugs?
cruddy
Listen,
zins?
it's been a year, we're going crazy, okay?
Pride Month. Speak about. You spoke about this last episode.
Okay.
Shout out. Were you on last Pride Month?
Was I
No.
it was before.
No, but last time the last Aimsey episode is actually
It was
like
the
a bit.
first one,
It's a
wasn't
fan favorite because it's one of the
It is a
first.
fan favourite.
It's one of the first.
It was the one that made everyone cry, right?
And we spoke a lot about identity and
Yeah.
sexuality and
Not
stuff.
shocking.
Mm.
A lot, yeah, no, not much has changed.
Amy
You-
talking about being a lesbian.
What can
You-
I say, baby?
You hosted the Pride panel at Twitch.
I did.
You were the moderator, MC. You were
I
the
was the
MC.
Wait, come
host.
forward. I feel like you're so
Hoster, not
yeah,
MC.
I was the host.
It was
Um,
June 4th.
no, the reason I sit so far back is because I can't fucking stay still.
No, I'm not saying I shuffle.
Literally. Yeah, no, so what that happened was, wait, the last MCC episode made me realize I had a label for myself. Is oh, that's so fucking cute. What the hell? Yeah, no. So what happened was, obviously every TwitchCon I put forward a panel. The Twitch stuff usually like, Amy, do you want to do one? I'm like, fuck yeah.
You're with two bisexuals, by the way. You've never asked either of us to be on the panel.
Babes, do you know what time rehearsal was? 9:30 a.m.
You think
I
I can't be
would've
up at
been
9:30? I could have come straight from Après Ski, man.
Yeah, I would have just had a long.
You guys would have still been drunk and been like, hey guys.
This
You know
is
what?
by Erasure, thank you.
Are you guys going to San Diego?
I'll probably be there.
I have never been to a TwitchCon in X. It's so expensive.
I don't even know if I'm going, by the way. Okay, TwitchCon Rotterdam next year. Don't worry about it. It all ends at Après Ski. I'm so glad I didn't go. What was I saying? So
Crow gets it.
they obviously asked me, do I want to do a gay panel? I'm like, fuck yeah. I usually ask the reason I do panels and specifically queer ones is because I just like to uplift my close friends as well as also just have a fun time. But they loved the idea so much. They were like, hey, we want to put you on the glitch stage. We want the main stage of TwitchCon.
Is that glitch there?
Yeah, it was the main
stage, yeah.
the main stage on the first day of June. And wait, we don't judge. Aimsey was my gay awakening. What, like you realise what being gay was, or like?
No, I think it's you made
No, but the
them
problem
gay.
is it doesn't.
I think that's what people
What if
say.
they're a guy and they're like, yeah, I looked at Amy and then I realised I was gay.
Look, I just thought they were a minger, so I was just like, yeah, I've got to go gay.
They're like, fucking what a fuck. No, dude, I'm a girl. Okay, thank you, Grace, my knee. I appreciate that. You never know. I don't know why I'm so Welshy. It's because I spoke to my mum earlier.
It's because you've also been drinking.
Yeah,
You're
but-
like
oh, like-
Eleanor. When Eleanor gets drunk, she gets so northern.
Oh my god, wait, do I get
I used to get-
Welshy when I get drunk?
Yeah. I used to get northern when I was drunk because I used to only drink with Jack Manifold.
Oh, you guys make me
And
realise.
he would get northern.
Oh my god, I do get Welshy when I get drunk.
You get so well.
It's like the same as when Ellie and Jack get drunk together and they talk to each other and they get as they
Oh,
say
they
a
get more
sentence to each other,
northern.
they get more northern.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, so they were like, hey, we want you to host the panel. And I was like, yeah. And it's always very nice. It's very nice to be able to speak with people that are also queer and just discuss what it's like being in all over the parts of the community and all these different spectrums and highlighting the fact that we're all over the place. It was just very, very nice. It's very, very sweet. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was a nice panel.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, man.
And then sorry.
You're like, oh yeah, we get it.
Yeah,
Good
okay.
job, good job.
All right.
Yes, Crowban.
Yeah, I think let's do a straight panel next
Yes,
year, guys.
dude.
Straight panel. It's just John A. It's John A trying.
Me and Johnny up there.
It's John A trying to do stand up. But he only has like 5 minutes of material. Anyway, how does it feel, one, to be a representative of the community?
Yeah.
And do you feel a bit of a weight because of it? Because Twitch,
God.
also in terms of, do you find a weight how Twitch fucking want you on everything? Twitch
We're
love
merging questions here a little
No,
bit.
it's fine. I'm waiting.
you. Oh, yeah, it was a separate question.
Fireball Friday's over.
We'll sell that one.
Guys, we're ending the stream.
We're in a Let's go by. For the first question, with it being,
That's help.
what did you just look at? What the fuck is that?
Can we get help, spam?
What the fuck is help?
Help.
It's obviously very nice being looked up to. At the same time,
Which is new for you.
it is.
It's really new for you.
Was that a short joke? You just make a short joke.
No, look at the chat, Ree.
I was saying how.
How dare you,
It's literally saying
Lexie
help.
Marie? How fucking dare you? I can't even do a bit. I'm too busy looking at help.
It looks like Jack Manifold.
It does. Yeah, no, it's fun. It's also very scary sometimes. I feel like being openly queer, it opens up to a lot more criticism as well as the more you speak about yourself online, there's about 100 people it's gonna help, and about 50 people that are gonna hate you for it. And that's always scary. But at the same time, you know, you get used to it. Some days I think I'm used to it, and then other days I'll see one really nasty comment about it, and I'll be like, never mind, I was never used to it, I was just putting it down. But that's what it's like being a content creator. It comes with everything. And doing everything with Twitch is always very fun. I really enjoy it. I enjoy being busy. Because I've noticed one thing about me is during TwitchCon, when there's any idle moment, I think this comes with being, like, having ADHD, but during the idle moments, the calm moments, I go stir crazy. Like, I'm like, I need to be doing something, or I'm gonna
go be editing 6 different things.
Yeah, like, I need to be doing something, so I don't really mind it. But I always have so many regrets when a convention ends, where I'm like, I could have been seeing so many people. And that's my only one thing, because I'm always so fucking busy during TwitchCon and conventions, where I do wish sometime I let myself breathe for, like, at least 3 hours a day, trying to see people. I hate having to pass people that I've known for years and be like, I need to go. Because that's really sad. I like to be able to sit down with people, but it's okay.
Aww.
It comes with its harms, but it's okay.
You're the goat.
Wow. I enjoy.
How do you feel about the JoJo Siwa thing?
Good question. With Chris Hughes, I think.
Yeah.
I saw the
Not
picture.
in a mouth like cash.
I saw the picture of them in bed together.
Okay. I'm gonna.
How old is this man?
Okay, this is. I don't know. Okay, anyone in chat? Do you guys know about the JoJo Siwa stuff before I get into this? Okay, I have interesting. I've not looked into it much. For the sole purpose of identity is fluid. Sexuality is fluid. You can identify as something and then realize you weren't anything that you thought you were.
Yeah.
And now I'm saying this with genuine truth. I don't know anything she said. Main reason is I don't really personally like to look at what JoJo Siwa was up to.
Yeah,
just in general, like, I don't care.
Do not care.
However, I'm always gonna find it weird, and you can kill me for this. Having a 10-year age gap with someone who identified as a lesbian previously, I don't think there should be any highlight on JoJo herself. I think there should be more highlight on Chris.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't know much about JoJo. All I know, someone said she said fuck the L. What does that mean?
Allegedly, there was like talking about being in the LGBTQIA+.
Yeah.
And she was like, I don't think I'm a lesbian. Fuck the L.
She said that. Oh, never mind. Fuck you, JoJo.
But she also said she doesn't remember saying that, apparently. And it's
oh, yeah, wait. Wasn't she with her girlfriend?
Yeah, I think my...
That situation is so nuanced.
It does.
My big issue with it is, first of all, sexuality is fluid. You can, especially when you've been under the chains that I'm sure JoJo Siwa has her entire life, being famous her entire life. Okay, deciding that you maybe might be bi or pan, that doesn't matter. What is an issue here is...
How much vodka did you pour in this, you fucking... Holy shit!
Wait, can I have a sip? My mouth
is that
is
it's so nuanced. And the thing that scares me is that I've seen a lot of people who are, you know, because we're only bi, so I can't ever fully empathise for...
Mother and newborn baby.
It's a photo of them in bed together. I don't want to...
Oh yeah, because it looks...
Wait, really? What the
fuck?
Have
you not seen the photo? It looks like when people announce, like, the mother and the newborn baby's like...
Oh my fucking god.
My issue with it is that I've seen a lot of lesbians say, like, it feels almost like a step back for the lesbian community, because at the beginning of Celebrity Big Brother, there's a guy called Mickey Rourke who found out she was a lesbian and said, I'll make you straight by the end of this, like, let me in a room with you, I'll make you straight. And she was like, no, I'll very much still be with my girlfriend. And by the end of it now, down to her own fluidity, which is absolutely fine, she's now with a man. But I feel like all of those straight men who don't believe lesbians are a real thing, they just haven't met the right man yet, are feeding into that.
Okay, as a lesbian, it's a very difficult topic. The reason being is because, like we've already discussed many times before, identity can change, fluidity can change. However, if that happened at the start where a man was already preying on her in terms of, I can do this to you, there is a big question, and I don't really know too much about the situation. I want to actually learn more now you've brought it up.
Wait, so are people saying, didn't she ignore her partner? Yeah. She was locked in a house.
No.
She can't ignore her partner.
Yeah, but my favourite thing was when she did all of that, and then, you know, there's like one episode where they get to talk to people from home, they get a letter sent, and she didn't get sent a letter from a partner. I'm like, if my girlfriend went on Big Brother and cheated on me, I wouldn't send her a fucking letter.
No, that makes sense. Do you know what it is? I think I think there's a lot of criticism that can be made that isn't exactly talking about how there's been step back now for people who are lesbian. Because, like I said, lesbians can, the same way that bisexual people can figure out they're lesbian or gay, it's the same way that people that are gay and lesbian can figure out they're bisexual. And it's been happening a lot recently. But the problem here is everything that you guys have already mentioned in regards to the stuff with the partner, doing the whole fuck the L thing. That is directly feeding into the stigma where you can turn lesbians
straight.
and turn
Like,
people straight.
There are things where it's like...
I think she's...
She dumped her partner as soon as she got back. That, to me, isn't really an issue, because surely you'd rather someone dumped you immediately, coming up, realising they might be bisexual. I don't think that's an issue. I think the way she treated her girlfriend during it is an issue. But I think what you're saying is, like, the biggest issue, as well as the age gap.
Like, that's just... It's such a difficult thing, because it's like... You would sit there and be like, even though it is valid to change your identity or your sexuality, doing, cheating on your partner or saying fuck the L, as well as then willingly, it's as if... Feeding into a heterosexual relationship. Exactly. It's like, it's this, I think there's a lot of weirdness, and like, you know, as a lesbian, I'm kind of like, man, don't worry about me, guys. I'm never, you know, I'm good. Like, I'm always gonna be here. I'm always on the team women, okay? It's fine. Just fuck the L, what on earth? There was another person. Okay, wait, actually, okay. I don't know if anyone here will know this, but I remember there was a lot of criticism back in like 2017, 2018, because a lot of the term lesbian used to be such a term used derogatorily. Like the way people use it, or even people that did identify as lesbian, wouldn't use the term. They thought it was a dirty word.
Same saying gay. Like,
yes.
It's giving Hillary Duff.
Yeah, well, gay. It's gay. Yeah.
How about using Elise Kerr as a title?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like...
Was that Hillary Duff?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Who was the one? No, you're not. Let's tell him you're not.
Oh, that's Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh.
And that's autism.
Yeah.
Oh. Close.
That's crazy. Like, the term, specifically lesbian, was obviously used, because very sexualized, very derogatory. People wouldn't... Even people that were lesbian would only call themselves gay. They didn't like to use lesbian. And even now, we have constant debates about what being a lesbian is, what kind of qualifies you.
And it being different to being gay.
Yes.
Because so many people use gay as an umbrella, carpet, like
towards the end, says fuck the L, I'm going Q. As in,
do you want to watch it?
Yeah, I'm curious. Sorry, chat, we're deep diving real quick.
Wait, I won't share it on the screen, so I'll have to move stuff around.
That's
but
fine.
just to...
Yeah, that's...
And it's like, I get what she... And again, like, I've always played devil's advocate, and I always try to empathise. I understand you're on camera 24 hours a day, and I understand...
That's
crazy.
That is crazy.
I understand that she's not saying, fuck being, like, gay at all. I'm saying I'm queer instead of lesbian. But the concept of saying, fuck the L, in itself, so problematic. Even if what followed it is saying, like...
I'm happy.
I'm going to the queue, like, I'm not gay anymore, I'm queer. The concept of going from lesbian to queer, that label change, completely fine. Saying fuck the L is in itself so problematic and damaging to who her audience is. Being the CEO of gay pop, making yourself, and whether that's her that did that or her, like, company
label,
or whatever, her
So
label
she's
making
not
it.
the CEO of gay pop, let's make that very clear.
I think it's
Tried to be.
arbitrary.
Oh my god.
That goes to Troy Sivan.
Okay, pal. My happy little pill.
Yeah. Take me away, dry my eyes.
Have you guys heard Troy, not Troy Sivan, Joseph Siwa's new song though?
No.
Which one is it? The what's it called?
I don't like making fun because I'm like anyone.
Is it the one that's Safira Jaka?
I've not heard it. Did you say Farah Jaka?
Yeah.
How
Bulletproof.
Is that what it's called?
Movie ice cream.
Wait, I've not heard this.
It is.
Good Beam eye cream is crazy. We were having such a serious conversation. Okay, now we're getting copyrighted for the VOD. Sick.
No, we'll cut this part out.
Oh, 56. Bulletproof, bulletproof. It's like
I
there's
just-
just
it.
Games,
I don't like
it's just
games
so-
gone left.
like
I don't like it.
it's just like if you could do a step-by-step worst way to come to realization to your sexuality, it would be JoJo. And it's
Yeah.
like the reason why it's so nuanced is because again, realizing you're going from lesbian to queer, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Going from being with a woman to a man, nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that. Saying fuck the L, feeding into straight like feeding into the almost essentially fetish of turning a lesbian straight is so problematic. Treating also the surface level of treating your girlfriend like that on TV.
That's the thing. I think that's what I'm more mad about. And it's like, it's just, it's such a difficult thing because I feel like if it was, I hate to use this, but if it was a man doing this, like, you know, let's say there was a gay man that did this and they went, you know, decided to go, you know, fuck the G, I'm queer instead, and now I'm falling for a woman. I feel like a lot more people, I mean, do you guys think a lot more people would be mad at that? Do you guys think people would be like, oh, yay?
Yeah.
Like, I physically don't know. But I feel like a lot of issue with it, like you've said, is the fact that all these things lining up to it, of it figuring out its identity, is the issue. And then her doing the fuck the L, it's like, man, like, we already get so much fucking issues with us anyway. I don't know.
If you could have done a roadmap of the worst way
Yeah.
to go about it,
She failed
she's done
every
it.
quick
Yeah,
time
literally
event.
every quick time event.
Literally.
She's playing like Life is Strange, doing the worst dialogue options.
She's playing Life is Strange.
I was gonna say The Walking
Li-
Dead, but I
Life
was
is
like, I
Strange,
prefer
but
if I
she's
said
playing
Life is
as-
Strange.
Thank you, man. Thank you,
I
man.
can't remember to go on the roof.
Thank you, man. Just Kate.
Arcadia Bay
Just Kate.
SMP.
So anyway,
Go on.
sorry, I hate to draw a line onto that question.
Go on.
Harry's got a question for you.
I've got a question. What's your favourite colour? No. You joined, and I'm good. Truthfully, and I hope you don't take any offence to this, I was a little bit confused.
Go on. About Red Bull?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Red Bull
don't,
player.
don't predict
but
the
not
questions,
because
man.
you didn't join Red Bull as a content creator. You
A
joined
player.
as a player,
Jojo
which
picked
is
me
like,
over, babe. Crazy.
which is I was.
Take your
Sorry, love.
limelight.
Sorry, love.
Which I was a bit confused about because
Yeah.
I thought you joined Red Bull as a player if it's like for esports.
So, Johnny.
What
Yeah.
what does that mean?
It basically means that obviously the Red Bull team saw something in me, and like Ludwig
Yeah.
also joined as a player.
Oh, did
It's-
he?
Yes.
Is that like every time when we were in the gaming sphere, they kept showing us pictures of Angry Ginger and Ludwig, and I was like, "What's the deal?"
I think
man?
Angry
That's
Ginger's
why.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, what I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm a player because I'm gonna be doing really cool things with them this year, and the Red Bull team are so cool. And obviously, you guys know the Red Bull team; they are amazing, and they just want to help me do cool things this year. Random things that I want to do. They've had their eye on me for a very long time. And it's the funniest thing because it's basically just because they think that I'm the embodiment of everything their brand is. The thing with Red Bull is that you don't catch their eye by trying to live up to kind of like, oh my god, look at me, hee hee. It's because I love the brand. I've been drinking Red Bull
You
for how
actually
many?
you have been.
Yeah,
saying
I
that.
like how many? You guys know me for how long? I've been drinking Red Bull for like what? Since I was like what, 13.
I offered Amy a Red Bull when they walked in, and they were like, "I've already had two."
Yeah, like I've been I drink Red Bull. I love the brand. I love everything it stands for. And the team really like that too, and they want to help me do really cool things this year. And that's the main thing. So I am going to be doing really cool things this year. I can't talk about much.
Can you not? Is there any hint you can
Is
give?
that any?
No, sadly. I wish I could. I really do wish I could, but it's still getting into works of what we actually want to do. But there's going to be fun things, and I'm very excited for. But yeah, very cool things. Very, very cool things.
As in ballpark, what cool things? Are you like
Stuff that...
like is it events or is it like you're going to be breaking the world
Events.
record for the highest skydive?
No, events.
Okay.
Well,
Because Red Bull
luckily,
do a lot.
nicely that gives us like one nice short like
Go on.
answer, which is nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a question. It's a bit of a serious question. What the fuck were you just looking at?
My cousins just bumped into Tom
Oh, I was about to say where, but
at the Joe gig.
Yeah.
okay. This question is a bit of a serious one. So, we always ask people like before they come on to Fireball Friday,
Yeah.
is there anything they don't want to talk about?
Get some oohs in chat. Here we go.
Oohs.
Here we go.
So there was a time. Wait, why are people saying Lexi?
People are saying I'm too drunk, Lexi.
Sophie's really drunk.
Oh,
right
okay.
now.
Wait, Amy hasn't had enough alcohol. Even when I'm lost, I sadly am really good at keeping secrets.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, guys.
God damn.
I'm willing to tell anything though, but go ahead.
So this is quite a serious question. It's something I've always wanted to ask you because when it comes to Fireball Friday, there are some questions that I want to ask from the perspective of I want chat to see the side of you rather than me wanting to know the answer.
Yeah, go ahead.
So there were points where there were situations over the past year, maybe year and a half, where, you know, situations have come to light and you were very vocal on them.
Yes.
And I fear you faced a lot of backlash for having been vocal about them.
Yes.
Which was quite horrible.
Daunting. Yeah.
Obviously, we're not going to go into detail about what those situations were. I know a lot of people in chat, let alone people here,
Everyone
find
knows
that
what it
traumatizing.
is, yeah.
Everyone knows what we mean. But do you ever... How does it feel to be not only publicly perceived during those kinds of situations, but to also have people feel like you are speaking out of turn over things that are directly involved in your life?
It's horrifying. It's always going to be horrifying when you speak about something for your audience or for those who need to hear it, and then it ends up getting out of hand. You can never expect something to. And the issue is when you're speaking about something that you think is important, or somebody has even asked you, like, let's say a situation has happened and somebody says to you, Amy, if I end up talking about this, or if this thing goes out of hand, like, and I'm there, like, I'm going to have your back. I will be there on the front line. I will have your back. And I am. And it's not something I feel like I need to do. It's something that somebody goes, it's the words of, I'm scared nobody's going to be there for me. And I'm like, I promise I will do everything I can. And obviously there was a time last year where it was very scary, because it kind of sifted into my own life where the more I was on the front lines, the more it was seeping into my personal life, and that I was getting threats privately from obviously the fans of certain individuals that were getting the awful individuals. That was really scary. And I think there was a moment where I should have probably stopped. But at the same time, I was like, fuck these people anyway.
No, but I also want to interject on that because even when it reached a point where you were like, I need to take a step away from everything that was going on. Because I know that when some of my situations became public, I remember you, and it also happened to Max, so I hope he doesn't mind me saying, you guys were like, you both texted me personally being like, we really wish we could text privately, but we mentally cannot cope with that, but I need you to know that, like, I have you. Yeah. Even when you reached capacity when it came to how your opinions are perceived online, you were still in the front lines offline.
I think it's, like I said, it's a weird capacity to have where it was the one thing that got me. I think the thing, a lot of things don't shake me. I mean, I've got too many things going on that a lot of things don't manage to shake me these days, but the worst was people that thought they knew the situations. And so they were getting to me. They were tweeting about me going, I can't believe this person's involving themselves. And I just remember looking at these kind of comments and I'm being like, God, you will go to insane lengths. Like, these people go to crazy lengths to defend the people that are bad people.
And you don't know them. Like, they don't know them.
And that was the issue. It's like, how can you genuinely sit there, look at somebody who is having to use a voice to speak about these awful situations because these people aren't even listening to the main source, and then going, I'm still going to double down and go, now this person shouldn't be speaking about it. Because they just, and you know what it always was? It was the people with the profile picture of the same people that were getting outed as awful, terrible people. And it's like, they aren't going to listen to me anyway. They're just finding they're finding reasons to nitpick. And it's just ridiculous. It genuinely is ridiculous, and it breaks my heart that people are that fucking stupid.
It's just a weird level of like parasocial.
No, it genuinely is.
We were recently supposed to have a guest on, and when we did our IRL stream in Rotterdam, there were people, and I was having to time out comments because people were coming into the chat going, maybe you shouldn't ask them about this, and they were bringing up things that would have clearly been very traumatizing to the guest, as if this guest having been one of our very good friends, that we'd sit down and start going, Hey, so let's talk about the most traumatizing moment
Let's
of your
talk
life.
about, let's talk about the worst moment of
Yeah,
your
let's-
life.
let's-
Like,
Like,
as if we're gonna
welcome to
fucking
Final
do that.
Friday.
Yeah,
We're
you know what
going
I
to
mean?
fucking
It's
traumatize
like,
you.
it's so,
Yeah.
it's almost borderline fucking insulting.
No, it is,
And
genuinely.
it makes me, like, I rarely get to a point where, when it comes to people, I want to go, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever really reached a point where I've been like that. But in that moment, I was like, who the fuck do you think you are? And I'm sure you have the highest tolerance I've ever met.
You think?
No, genuinely, when it comes to, like, publicly, like, saying stuff like that. But to have people turn around and be like, maybe you shouldn't say this to your, like, very good friend. Like, what the fuck
Yeah,
do you know?
the amount of... You know what's weird? I've heard that a lot in the last week. Where people just keep saying to me that I've got a really high tolerance. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, do I?
No, you hold yourself very well.
Yeah.
Despite what you feel in real life, I think the way you
you
hold
guys
yourself
know me off
online...
stream versus on stream. I wouldn't say I'm that different. It's just I'm very... What do you say the word is? I'm put together.
Do you know what it is? I
PR
think...
train.
PR trained.
PR trained. Hella
Honestly,
PR trained.
I
Red
PR
Bull
trained.
have you,
No,
like, locked
not
in,
even that. I
man.
think I PR trained myself years ago, and now I'm just really fucking steamrolling. Like I
No, it
do
is,
my
because
what I can.
when shit hit the fan, I had a few situations where people in my real life that were like, I don't want anything to do with her because of how she handled situations. And to this day, I understand sometimes in hindsight, when stuff hit the fan, maybe I didn't deal with things the best, but it's because when you are going through something and then all of a sudden the entire internet has an opinion and you feel like no one has your back, you're going to lash out and feel a certain way. And do you know what all those people would say? Amy's dealt with it very well. And I went, do you know why Amy's dealt with it very well though? Because Amy has been through so much shit in their life.
Yeah.
Whereas now they are able to talk so eloquently and well because they've experienced so much that they've had the time to process it and now can be like, guys, this is what I have to say and it's how I feel and it's very
It's really
well
sad when you put it like that, where it's like I always think about this where I was actually speaking with a couple of people, and there's a certain God, I've got enough drink in me now. There's a certain situation that happened to me about a year ago, and I'm not even kidding.
Didn't only say as much as you want.
Yeah, I fully forgot about everything that happened with this person until a friend of mine reminded me, and I was sitting with a bunch of people, and this friend of mine reminded me of something that happened with this person, and I fully shut down, where I was like, oh my god, I've blacked out with this situation that's happened with this person. And I realized that a lot of the times when people come to me about these things that have happened, and it's fucking heartbreaking, the amount of people that come to me where they're like, I've tried to talk to people about the situation, but nobody will listen. And I'm like, I genuinely don't understand the space we're in, where people aren't like, I don't know.
You've always been such an adjudicator as well, where I feel like you are the kind of person that people go to get their thoughts out.
I think it's, people call me well-spoken. And I think a lot of it isn't me just being well-spoken, it's just me, I just want people to figure out their thoughts with me. Like, it's easier
and you're
that
like,
way.
you're like, throw it at me.
Throw it at me and we'll stick it at a wall and see what words are sticking here. But no, I don't think anyone deserves to feel lost. Especially when they're going through something as fucking heartbreaking as a lot of people as well as you have gone through. And it's, I don't know, it fucking sucks. People on the internet just fucking suck.
Yeah, I just feel like it's crazy because you in particular, there are some of, like, you know, last year there were a lot of us that were in the firing line that, like, came out of things. When you're the person coming out with something, you're so aware that you might get shot down. Yeah. I think a lot of us were prepared to kind of have people be like, shut the fuck up, like, we don't believe you. I know that we had a Discord of girls that were like feeling that way. Whereas I felt like it felt like you were like Justin Bieber, CSI, taking the bullets. Where it was like you were simply just sticking up for your friends and taking all of those bullets. So.
Oh yeah, I was willing to get the multiple fucking YouTube videos
but
made
it
about
doesn't
me.
stop you.
Yeah, I mean.
So what's your process behind it? If you don't mind asking.
Because you're the goat.
Yeah,
no.
Besides being the fucking goat, what is it that brings you...
Because the majority of the people that are complaining are fucking right-wing. They're gonna hate me anyway.
They're like, I love it.
Yeah, and it's like, exactly. And also, the other thing is that the majority of the people that are already attacking me for these things don't like me anyway. And also don't like women or us anyway.
That's an issue in this community that I found. And my perfect example will always be, and if you don't mind me saying this, is G Nelly. Ever since, I remember so vividly, there was one thing that people pointed her out for, that people loved to dig on her for. And then when the bowling party happened, it was like, now we have an excuse to not like you.
Yeah.
Same happened with Scott.
Yeah.
And you know what? If Sash, when we have Scott on the show, because Scott would love to come on the show. Well, he would like to come on the show. Would love might be a bit of a push.
I think he would love.
I'd love to ask him would like to
These
ask him
questions,
how
yeah.
do you feel about that, because Scott would make one or two. You good there, by the way? Sorry,
He's stimming.
I need something to play with.
Scott may have made one or two mistakes that maybe he didn't directly make, but he was a representative of that.
Yeah.
And people will not let it go.
Yeah.
And it follows you forever. And I think in this community more than most, we have a lot of friends that are in different communities. And yesterday I was with the London lot, and I remember them being like, half the stuff we do, you can't. And I'm like, I've never really been in a situation where I've been like, God, I wish I could do that, because I feel like I'm quite, I'd like to think I'm quite unproblematic, and there's something that I really want to do that would get me in trouble. But it's true, like, you can get cancelled in this side of the internet, on our side of the internet, and it will follow you forever.
Yeah. I think it's also more light on those who... There's always going to be more light in our specific community, because a lot of the people that look up to us are from marginalised communities, also queer, and also as well as we are. And I feel like, but then the other side of it, a lot of people who attack us and then push us down are people who just don't like women or don't like gay.
And they're yelling into your bits that you're never going to change your mind.
And it's, at the same time, it's like, yes, people can be held accountable, but it's like, the way that people treated a lot of people last year was fucking insane. It was actually so scary. But what do you think, Al?
I think what's crazy in a community which is so female dominated, that so many people hate women.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
it's nuts.
What's the thought process behind this?
Genuinely. Have you seen a development in your viewership basis how you feel you're perceived by your viewers since coming out of COVID, post-Dream SMP, into recent history? Have you felt like a development or a change? Do you feel like, I know a lot of people, at least how I perceive it, because I can't directly empathize for you. Okay, I always use this example. When the bowling party happened, a lot of the people that were there that are Minecraft YouTubers, not to their fault directly, low-key threw G under the bus. They all went home and they went, I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have done it. Instead of being like, listen, it was a legal party.
Everything was in guidelines.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people who got angry at that weren't from England.
But then, which I understand, and I entirely empathise
Well,
with
from England,
that. It was
and didn't
realise
realise what the situation was at the time. The situation in America, because it fluctuated. It would spike at different times. Everything was legal guidelines.
But a lot of content creators, and particularly, I don't want to sound like I'm pointing the gun at everyone. Hi, Roz. Were kind of like, we're sorry, it never should have happened. But in reality, they should have gone, hey, listen, it was fine. Have you faced that? Have you also faced that stage where you were scared of your viewers, but now you feel like a lot more like empowered and able to?
I remember last Fireball Friday, there was something I said, and it still gets brought up to this day.
Really?
It was me discussing, and there may be a few lurkers here who are going to probably who are going to clip this and post about this immediately after. So I remember I spoke to you guys about how there was a creator who, and it's similar to what happened, not similar to what happened, but obviously when stuff happened with G, instead of any of these big male creators speaking out and going, can we all shut up, stop hating on G, we're also at fault, they just went live and tried to make it a joke, and then poor G got pushed under the bus. In a different way, last Fireball Friday, I remember I spoke about the fact that I remember when I was really upset about something, like one of my friends asked me a question, and I explained that I was getting a lot of death threats, and I was really, really sad about it, and I was crying, and this person just looked me in the eyes and was like, we all get death threats. And then everyone went silent, as if to be like, cool. And I remember in that moment, I then asked the same person, I asked another person who was in this circle. It was a different person a few months after, because this person's community was being really vile to me. Just really nasty. There was a group of people who looked up to this person and was being really mean. And I remember sitting this person down and going, would it be okay if you tell the people who watch you to be nice to me?
Such a bare minimum ask.
I remember just genuinely, I was so sad. And I was like, would it be okay if you tell the people who watch you to just talk about me a bit nicer? And I remember they looked at me and went, that's not going to help. So I'm not going to do it. And my heart broke because I was like, there's other people I've asked the same question who are also big who have done it. And I'm going to name drop someone who, in a positive way, bless Toby, because I remember there was a time where I also spoke to Toby about something similar, where I was crying one night, and he would message, and he was speaking to me, and he was like, are you okay, boss man? In the same Toby fashion. And I was like, no, I'm really upset. And I explained, because basically some people in his community were just being dickheads, right? You can't control the community.
Yeah.
Bro, he went on an alt stream 40 minutes later, and he was like, anyone being mean to any of my friends, fuck off. Like, I just did a whole stream to being like, you're all dickheads and all this shit. And I would think about that, and I'm like...
He's a guy.
Yes. And I just think about that moment, and I'm like, God, that was in 2021. And I was like, it's crazy how in that time, he was the biggest
when everyone had like 200 live
he
viewers.
was the biggest he was in that moment, and he still was like, be right back. And he didn't even tell me he was going to do that, by the way. He was just comforting me in Toby fashion, and I didn't even know he went live until I saw people being like, oh, by the way, guys, Toby's told his community. And I was like,
Toby's
oh my
so
God.
good for that as well.
He didn't even fucking, like, he didn't make
It doesn't make you feel, it doesn't make you feel like a victim.
No,
but he adjusted so well to the situation he got put in.
Yeah, and it's like, it was such a weird time then when I then like would speak to other... I always felt less than with a bunch of people that I was friends with at this time.
Why do you think that is? If you don't mind saying,
okay, we're gonna go fucking throwback. I've had enough drink now, I'm drunk. Obviously, there was a certain crew that I was a part of back in 2021.
Oh, yeah.
I was the only non-guy. You're all getting your fucking clips now, baby. There we go. Bible Friday's about to go platinum. I've never spoken about this.
I'm like, the monetization's going to go crazy.
Yeah, at least tag us. You can stop so...
Fuck, let's start edit farming.
I was going to say, yeah, I've never talked about this since it fucking ended. I even know every time you joke about this,
I wince. Think it's breaking, I feel like...
It's a stigma.
We got the YouTube title, let's go!
Yeah! Amy talked about
Amy talks stream SMP.
Yeah, literally. No, there's certain people I was a part of back in 2021. I wasn't the guy. I wasn't a guy. I was there. I was just really friendly with Toby. And so when and obviously I was really friendly with Bill, and it was really nice. But we ended up doing so much together, this entire crew of people. And it was really fun. But it was also a really difficult time for me because, and I've said this, it's going to be really weird the way I'm going to word this, and there is no hate to anyone involved in this, by the way. But it was really weird because the audience, I don't think, was used to seeing an actual queer person.
Yeah.
I mean that was
They were used to seeing straight people they'd imagine to be queer.
Exactly. I don't think the audience at the time was used to seeing actual queer people versus people who may have been queer but weren't out. And so I would say anything. Or Bill even, well, I don't know, Bill got fucking idolized at this point, and then I got scrutinized. And obviously a lot of it is to be, maybe people just found me annoying, which is fine, it's fair, it happens. But God, do you know how annoying it is to be hated on for the same things they're hoping exactly. And I just remember just during that time just hating myself. Because I was just like, fuck, how are these people so happy projecting these things onto their favorite people, but then I will do the same things and they're just so mean to me. And that is what spurred me then asking that in the future, in like 2022, 2023, just being like, do you think you could ask your audience to stop these things? And just being told, oh no, it's not going to work. And so people would never try.
It's that feeling of, I couldn't imagine ever not feeling like I had a say over my audience. I'd like to, not even in like a really controlling way, but I'd like to think that I would go on a stream, and if I went, guys, cut that out, that they would.
Yeah.
I think the ability of being like, that's not going to work, the feeling of you not having control over your audience is in itself a problem.
Yeah.
If you feel like you can't say, guys, stop giving my mate hate, and they stop, if you feel like you can't do that, That's inherently a problem.
That's your problem.
And it just, I don't know. I think that was one of the things that it just makes me sad because this isn't even a way of always like, oh, woe is me, like pitying me. But it's like if my friend told me, can you say this? I put myself on the line for any of my friends, even if they don't want me to, because I know what it's like to feel invisible.
Yeah. If I had a friend, if you turned around to me and went,
can you do
Amy,
this?
can you just...
Yeah.
I would first of all feel so horrified that you even felt like you had to tell me that I didn't notice myself. Because here's the thing. I don't know a single streamer... I feel like I'm about to say one of those things that might incriminate people. I don't know a single person that isn't aware of what their community is saying.
Yep.
I feel like if my community were sat there shitting on, like, say, Harry, I would know and I'd be like, cut that the fuck out. Because every person that makes content is aware of what their audience is saying about them. And if luckily, I feel like we are for the most part all blessed with audiences. But can I use the example of like the Tubbar?
Go on.
Tubbar shared chat. Harry's chat and Toby's chat.
Oh,
fucking hates each other.
Yeah, wait,
that was fucking rough.
Wait, I did see a tweet about this, but I didn't know what happened, so I just didn't ask.
I don't even know what. All I know.
Okay, if anyone here knows what happened,
all I know, there's some people shared chat once through. Me and Lexi shared chat. Me and Max shared chat.
I've shared chat with like Toby and Ross before.
I feel like, but I feel like you, Toby, and Ross, I probably couldn't share chat with.
No.
And it's but it's
I
not.
don't think you could share chat with me.
Yeah, no. But it's not. But it's not because.
Bro, remember fucking Stream Battle? My chat and your chat would have killed themselves.
Do you know about the tweet about me from Stream Battle? I've never had so much anxiety about this.
And it was during live.
It was while it was going on. You know when I kept doing the bit where I was like, Aimsey, your mum just called me, you need to end stream. And I was because I reached a point of tiredness where I was just
shitting on people.
I wasn't I found everything funny. And then
I remember there was a part where my chat would not do it. Can I be 100% honest?
Yeah.
There was a part that my chat were getting really mad at you. And I just turned you down. It's because you kept just bringing up cancelled fucking content creators.
I kept bringing up
and then kept going, yeah, this person's just wrong. And I literally had to be like, my chat were like, can you please tell him to stop? And I was
we were in separate calls being like, guys.
No, I remember me and Lexi.
Voice over P, I kept bringing up.
And also just random fucking creators. And I was like, I remember in my head going, am I going to have to fucking text Harry and tell him to fucking stop?
Do you know what? You did bits to me because I had people coming from your chat into mine going, Harry's too loud, I'm coming to you. I think that's where I got most of my
no, mate, me too. Me and Lexi had a great time that event because we were the underdogs. People
your dragon was called P!
I genuinely, it was because I was delirious.
I know
but I kept doing the, there was one, I know the one which really pushed you over the edge, was like, Aimsey, your GP just called me, you need to end stream.
Yeah.
And he turned around to me and you were like, if you're going to carry,
I'm going to mute you.
If you're going to carry on being a dick, I'm going to mute you. And then a tweet happened and it was, thank God Aimsey shut his misogynistic ass up. And then all the period. and then but it banged like 5k likes.
God, people hate you.
And everyone in the comments was like, have you got the clip of him being misogynistic? And there was a clip of me being a cunt. But,
you know what's
but
so
I was
funny?
being a cunt to
that's
everyone.
What was so funny. No,
but I'm then like, I've been awake for 27 hours. I had people in my chat going, they're cancelling you on Twitter. And I'm like, it was horrible.
Because obviously everyone hit this delirious stage. I don't know if anyone watched my POV stream battle. I was the exact same from the beginning until I ended. Like, there was no...
you had your fucking
because
meds,
I got Ritalin, man. Like, I'm on ADHD meds.
Ritalin in the veins.
Yeah, if you watch my POV of stream battle, I was the exact same. From the beginning to the end, I was chilling.
I'd cried within 5 hours.
Yeah, but I was messaging you, I remember.
The fucking Johnny thing made me cry.
Me and Ross were like this during stream battle because I was there like, guys, Ross is trying to fucking speak. Like, guys, can we all chill? And I remember I was having a good time. So obviously when everyone else hit their silly mode, it got to a point for me where I was like, can we all be fucking normal?
Yeah.
And
it was, but
I remember me and you.
But it was people calling Harry misogynistic and they'd tag a clip and it would be me crying because I was really stressed out after the Johnny thing. And I'd be like, bro, it was really not that deep.
My best mate.
Like, you know, I was like, that's literally my best friend. Like,
I'm like, if the tweet was, thank God Aimsey shut Harry up, he's a huge prick, I'd go, you know what?
Period.
I was being a huge prick.
Yeah.
But throwing the misogynistic word in there, and everyone's going, have you got the clip? And they're like, oh, I can't
Honestly,
find it, but it happened. I'm like, that stressed me out.
To talk about not even that clip, but I want to use Twitter as an example. Not exactly what that was.
Yeah.
But one thing I had to actually shut down recently, which I actually don't mind. Sorry, I'm boring you. I'm so sorry.
No, you could never.
What's the word? Is the fact that people on Twitter started using my identity as a gotcha, where anyone would tweet anything, and somebody would feel the fucking need to quote it and go, "Did you say it's actually X, Liam?
True.
Get timed out for 5 minutes."
It's actually the internet's house.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. No, people on Twitter. I'm not meaning to be mean because a lot of the people were actually in my community, but even. No, I'm kidding. They weren't. They were actually in adjacent communities and felt.
Lol, JK pranked.
Yeah, lol, JK pranked. Lol, I lied. People would even now were using my identity as a gotcha because they wanted to go against certain individuals and wanted to just be like, you remember this one time this person used these pronouns on Amy? And I'm like, do you even fucking watch me enough to be able to use this? No, you don't, because shut the fuck up. I don't care. Okay, I'm gonna set the record straight. Fuck anyone. No offense. Maybe a little bit of offense.
That's it.
Yeah,
Fuck anyone.
Fuck everyone.
It really upsets me when people think... Nice one, Nolan. It really upsets me when people think that certain people correcting others about my pronouns is inherently saying, only use they, them on me. Sometimes someone reminding somebody else that I'm non-binary is not exactly going, hey, don't use she, her, only use they, them, fuck you. Sometimes it's just a reminder to then use all the pronouns.
Yeah.
And I've told my closest friends these things because, and it's not in a way that I've drilled it into them, but being non-binary as well as just kind of using any pronouns, sometimes friends will remind other people, whether it's, especially in a large space where I'm trying to really dance around this, but where there's there's 50,000 people watching.
Oh.
And they will remind somebody about pronouns, not in a way to go, how dare you, you evil person.
But just say,
hey, remember this person's non-binary.
I do it where if someone says oh, Amy, she or he, I'll always go, they have recently,
and it's not even a thing where you're saying, it's not even a thing sometimes where somebody's reminding somebody else. Yeah, it's just in a way of just going, this person's non-binary, in a way of going, here's a reminder, you can use any pronouns.
You can give some variation.
Yeah, you can give variation.
You can throw some zizams.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to just stick to exactly one single thing. And it really fucking upset me, because I not to make this about me, but why does everyone correct people who call me him to being like, no, Chloe uses they, them, when it's the only pronoun I don't use? Exactly, and it's one of those things where it really upset me because it was definitely people who don't watch me that were then using me as a queer gotcha to just kind of be like, oh my god, I can't believe this evil person is using these pronouns on Amy. And I'm like, you don't watch me. Yeah, why are you trying to get me into shit? Because all it fucking does is bring people to me to spam my Twitch chat going, you're always going to be a woman.
Yeah.
And it's like, look what you've fucking done. I don't say... I've never once gone on stream and gone, if you use nothing but they, them on me, you're getting killed.
On the record, though, so how do you feel about your pronouns?
Gender identity for me, very similarly to last year. I don't know if anyone here will get this.
So when people go, where's the clip?
Yeah, no, exactly. Here's the fucking clip. Hey, I don't care. Ironically enough, there was a part during the panel that I did where I almost slightly said something, but I was like, hold on. But I think where I am, and it's the first time you're saying it, I think I'm more gender fluid. I think I go through gender... I think the best way to term it is I'm very fluid with it.
And I've loved watching you progress.
That's the gender fluid. That's what you've been
What?
I remember,
is that what you...
Yeah, you fucking drink some, man.
Coming out, question mark, Aimsey TV comes out live.
I've loved watching your development in understanding your, sexuality and your gender.
Yeah.
It's been so inspirational to watch.
I'm very fluid with who I am. Look at me. I don't think I'm very feminine. I also don't think I'm very masculine. I think I'm very in between, and I don't really care. Aimsey TV isn't cishet. Now nobody was questioning that.
You're very...
What? Amy isn't a straight...
No!
Sweet
Oh, this is true.
What's the word?
Androgynous?
Yeah, you look like if a... Wait, I didn't have a drink. You look like if a man and a woman
Had a
child
baby.
Had a baby.
I do
That's
look.
crazy.
It's true. It's
no,
true.
wait, now that you've said that,
No,
that's
it's
so
true. It's true. Like I would say gender fluidity is the main thing for me.
You're such a cunt.
What?
You're such a
Do you
cunt.
sound that?
There was like one sip left.
Oh,
You're
now
such
you're gonna do a
cunt.
shot. I'm sorry,
You're
babe.
such a cunt.
Have a shot of vodka if you're
Do you know what's
bad.
crazy
Don't feel
is
bad.
that the C word gets actually gets us demonetized, but you
Can't.
smoked a blunt on our last VOD, so this is my favourite.
You actually.
Yeah, you can.
He went,
It's not
it's
against
not against
two
TOS, but
Yeah,
it
why
is
would-
on Twitter. It is
Oh,
on
I
YouTube.
wonder why Twitch won't let me on
Oh
a
my
panel.
god, no. Someone in chat goes 5k like tweet incoming. There's gonna be a tweet about me saying that I'm gender fluid going, I'm so proud of Aimsey.
Hey, that's not just somebody in chat. That's Nolan Booty
Like-
Lips 23.
No.
Booty Lips 23.
Nolan is not you.
Yeah, he used to. Oh,
Used to be
I
Nolan
dead
Booty
named
Lips.
him technically with
That's,
his old
that's
username.
fucked. Talking about identity and your dead naming, that's fucked.
Booty Lips 23.
Oh, there's no cranberry juice left.
I can wee in it.
Okay, you know that
Do you want
misogyny
me-
tweet?
I'm
Can we
gonna
please
see-
bring that
I'm
back?
gonna
Can we-
see if there's any
Can we please bring
Wait,
the
I
misogyny
might.
back?
To be fair,
Yeah, go on.
when the tweet popped off,
Yeah.
I gained a lot of views from people coming and telling me being cancelled. Why? I'm just gonna start being
Guys, I had
misogynistic.
7-Up.
Ayo,
Let's move
ayo.
What
on
is
from
that from the
that.
Netherlands
Let's move
again?
on from that.
Wait, what hour are we at now? 2 hours and 30. Hell yeah, guys.
Oh, who?
It's still like the first. Holy shit.
Fuck you, Elmer. No, I always get very curious because
I need to retweet my own tweet about this. Hold on.
do you ever get a feeling of like you're feeling like people are speaking for? We've been on this point for so long, but it's just so important.
I feel like they do get a feeling that people speak for them all the time.
Do you?
Yeah.
Too. I
Did
was,
you, did you just speak? That was good. I like that.
So
That was really good.
actually, they
Oh,
feel like
banter!
No, Harry, actually, no.
The
Actually,
Bantosaurus Rex!
actually, no. I think they don't. No, I actually think that they don't like how you feel.
What was that? What the fuck was that? I did not like that. I did not.
Guys, now it's time to announce Fireball Friday is actually going to kick.
Yeah, I didn't like this. I did not like this.
People don't like the Bantosaurus Rex. I'll put that back in
Guys,
the
I don't
vault.
like it when they drink alcohol. I'm scared.
No, but I feel like it's that thing where, again, like you say, it's like a gotcha moment. Sometimes there are times where, like, I'm about to say it's crow. I'm about to say I used to do this thing where if I wasn't sure of somebody's pronouns, I would use they them. I once referred to crow as they.
Yeah.
And crow went, "Did you just they them me?" And the way she called me out, and the way she was like, yeah, stay with me for life, and I've never
Yeah.
done it again. Whereas, like, because that was my friend directly saying to me,
Yeah.
you've done wrong, and it's not that serious, but like,
It's silly. It's silly.
you've done it wrong. Whereas having people who do not know who crow, genuinely the way that stay with me for life, but
People,
you
yeah.
have people who do not know you.
It's because people love fucking using. There'll be one single person that will like say the wrong pronoun for me, and suddenly, okay, I'm gonna use an example. Let's say you, for example, right? Let's say you.
Okay, Soldier Boy, you.
Can I have some vodka, please? Oh,
Can I have some
I
lemonade,
didn't
please?
realise that's what you're asking.
Look at these fuckers.
Please, sir, can I have some more?
More,
More.
Could you?
babe. We've spilt so much.
No, yeah, my this is my fresh duvet, by the way. That after TwitchCon I went, I'm gonna come home to a clean duvet.
That's nuts.
How often are you meant to clean them?
Once a week.
Yeah, once a week, babe.
Fuck off.
If you don't clean them once a week,
Yeah,
especially
you're like
if they're
bi-monthly,
you get acne.
bruv.
I haven't even got acne, so I'm cushed.
Right,
So I'm
RD,
actually
Leon,
right.
underrated
Because
message.
truthfully, no, I don't want to say it.
Okay, anyway, you were saying.
Let's say I'm gonna do a scenario. We're gonna role play real quick.
Oh, I love roleplay!
Exactly. Let's say
I'm gonna start LARPing.
Can I be Meliodas?
I'm gonna be so honest, Lex. I did just tip this everywhere. You did do it real high up. I'm so
No,
sorry.
you're
Lex.
so fine.
It's on me.
mostly over you. So if
Yeah,
you
it's
want
fine.
something...
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Did I put vodka in this?
I did.
Do
How
a
much?
shot just in case.
Who put the muffins in the freezer?
Jack!
I did.
Mm.
What you gonna do about it?
Jack!
Nothing. Boom, boom, boom. I did.
Yeah. Someone called her Wells Fargo.
I'm like, who's Margot? You know what I mean?
Excuse me. Her name is Margot.
Go.
Not Margot, now Margot. Yes, someone said Wells Fargo. Her name is Margot.
Tits.
Yes.
I'm so upset with everything that just happened.
Wait, no, we're doing roleplay.
Pass me the vodka, please.
There was so much in there already. You a fucking little sicko. You're screeching. He's like,
Do a shot. You want? Wait, have
Wait, do you want to do a shot,
have
Harry?
you got a nice shot glass for it?
Oh
Do you have
yeah.
a nice shot
Let's have a
glass?
look. Yeah, have you got a shot glass?
Do you have a nice shot glass?
I've been trying to set this up for the last hour, by the way.
But no one wants to shot vodka, you
Yeah,
sicko.
no, yeah.
I hope you can't see this on stream.
Ross,
by
have
the
we
way.
talk? Is there any questions about the realm? Ross is asking.
We've done that.
Oh, Ross, we done that. We can make some. Right, guys, use hashtag
Oh,
Fireball
guys, I
Friday.
think I fucked up.
Swear
I don't
Harry
know
had the
what
same
it
bed sheets behind him in the stream since he moved to Brighton. You're not meant to buy new ones every week. You're just meant
No,
to
you're
wash
meant to
them.
clean it.
And I've washed them twice.
Guys, use hashtag Fireball Friday to put any questions, deep or not, and I will answer them right now.
Guys,
I'm
it's
a-
not a bad time to say. I don't know where it is.
All right, well we need them for the photo shoot on Monday.
Whoa, spoilers.
Shout out.
Someone
to...
keeps asking me about the fucking I said VOD. Stop it. Akavi. Stop it now.
What was that?
Opposite ping.
Akavi.
Akavi.
Like Aki. Like ew.
Aki.
Like Aki.
Aki and salt
Wait,
fish.
do you guys not say Aki? Like,
Like purple Aki.
no, if something's like yuck, like something's
Did
gross.
purple Aki ever go Wales?
No. If something's yucky. Wait, hold on. Did non-Welsh people know the Aki?
And we go
Oh my god, fuck. I've used that so many times. Aki.
Do you know purple Aki?
No.
You don't know purple Aki?
You don't know Purple Aki?
Oh, he's the legend of where was he? Liverpool. Yeah, he was.
So.
He was just this Scouse lad who was really buff. He's like this legend.
Yeah.
Anyone in Liverpool has a connection to him somehow, where like either parents or grandparents have met him. He just go around and he just go, give us a squeeze in your muscles, lad, and he just squeeze everyone's
I
muscles.
don't like that.
And he's had like multiple court orders to stop him from squeezing
Have you found
people's
it, love?
muscles.
No.
You had it out.
Right?
Liverpool went up the Reds. Fuck off, up the Toffees.
Yeah, you're awake. Oh,
Wait,
it's
who did
here!
Everton.
Guys, it was on the side.
Oh yeah, of course you do. Of course you do.
Get out to my bird.
Harry, you're doing a shot of vodka.
Yeah.
Harry, you're
Oh.
doing a shot of vodka.
Oh.
Most nonchalant vodka shot ever.
That's not autofocus.
That's not. Yeah.
It doesn't autofocus.
I'd love to do a shot of vodka in this new shot glass.
Would you like to do a shot of vodka?
I'd love to do a shot. I wish they came in a 4-pack or 3.
Wouldn't it be crazy if they came in a 4-pack?
Is it 4? A 4.
Who put the...
Who in
You,
the...
Lexi needs a new lens. Have you heard of a lens not having autofocus on, dickheads?
Chat, I bought the DJI Pocket Odds my free.
Yeah, we're going to the hashtag later. Oh, there you go. Tough.
Tough.
Wait,
TS so tough.
Alright, to be fair, a shot of vodka is for...
Grim.
Fucking grim.
Yeah, that's
I can't do shots anymore.
That's for wronging, so I'm going to do half vodka, half Sprite. If you think about it, I'm shotting a vodka Sprite.
Crazy.
Is this a double? We should know, we're selling
It's a
them.
single. So we actually got asked if we wanted to do a double or a single, and I went, if our viewership did a double and tried to drink along with us, they'd die, so we made it a single.
Yeah.
And I would
Wait,
know
that's
because
a
I made that
single?
decision, and Harry was drunk during the time.
Do you think this is like us promoting alcohol, it's like promoting gambling?
100%.
Oh, it's like that one motherfucker on
100%.
Twitter that goes, Lex and Harry promote drinking to underage kids.
Yeah, and it's me.
Die.
Like, yes, we do.
That does not look like a single. I'm gonna be so
No,
honest.
it is a single. I think it's wider, but it's smaller. It is a single. It's the same. If I grab the shot...
Crow, I'm glad you're on the same wavelength as me.
I'll grab the shot glasses we usually use.
Okay.
That really... Let's find out. My mouth can tell. Oh, that was gay.
A bit gay, pal.
That was actually really gay.
I love what Ollie, by the way, has been here for the entire thing. Ollie's my number one supporter.
So here I have the shot glasses that we have infamously used for the whole of...
Did it do the fucking Hunchback of Notre Dame? That was crazy. Wait,
Here, so
let me
these
go piss, let me
these
go
are the
piss.
shot.
Hold
Okay.
on.
We'll do this merch plug whilst you
Thank
do
you
that,
so
King.
much.
These are the shot glasses that we have used infamously for the
And
whole
they're-
of Fireball Friday,
they're
guys.
doubles.
As you guys know, no, these are singles. So we have the old. These are the OG, the ones that got smashed. We had a 4-pack of these, and they got smashed.
I thought the whole thing was we got smashed because they were doubles and we didn't know.
No, because look. I think the thing was when we had the plastic cups, they were just like halves. But these are like a single is a lot. Like like when you're shotting non-stop singles, it is a lot. I think it's a thicker glass so it looks wider,
I'm
but
in
it's
the
a single.
thicker glass.
I'm in the thick of it. Everybody knows. This is the one. These are the
I'm
ones
in
we
the
smashed.
thicker glass and I'm playing with my ass. Little remix. What? What? Because of the Democrats, I can't remix anymore. All right, chat.
You're running the chat, man.
How are you all doing? They've gone off to do some stuff.
Who said we were doing drugs?
Huh?
Who said we were doing drugs?
I said they're going to do some stuff. Apparently the woke left have banned comedy. So, Keir Starmer and his stormtroopers are saying I can't promote drinking
I heard
to an
Salmon Boy's doing Paddy Power streams.
Were you there on my stream? Salmon Boy accidentally screenshot the wrong time, pulled up at his gambling website. To be fair, he won 100 quid on roulette and gifted me subs from it.
Do you know the worst thing G Nelly ever said to me? G has ridiculous. Before he comes back, G Nelly has the best gambling like I've ever seen, and I've never gambled. G used to put 100 quid into slots and walk out with 500. And she once said to me, "Listen, phone spin wheels, what they called, slots.
Yeah.
Easy money. I put 100 quid into one because I was in London. That was nothing to me. Lost it.
You know,
it's the fastest I've ever lost 100
You know
quid.
who has the best luck on slots?
Mitch.
When I went out,
Mitch and G used to go to slots at the Hippodrome.
Ollie in chat and you go to see Mitch's luck.
Yeah,
It's
no,
crazy.
Mitch and G used to go to slots separately or together, and they'd go 100 quid. I'm gonna spin until I lose it, basically, because it was like just there, like free money, and they'd walk out with a grand. Mitch has done that so many
Mitch
times.
hit the jackpot in front of me after we lost the Euro finals. The night we lost the Euro finals, I think I lost about £300 because I went at the start of the match. I went, you know what? I really think we're going to win the Euros. I'm going to put a tenner on, and then because we were watching it in a casino, drinks are dirt cheap there. So I went, yeah, I'm going to put another tenner on. Because I was so certain we were going to win. I think I lost £100 to that. Then I went, I've used up all my bad luck. I'm going to play some slots.
You're
No, I didn't
sick.
play slots. I played blackjack.
Oh, mate.
Because Fulham was convinced.
I've never gambled properly.
Fulham's convinced he has like a sixth sense. The only time I actually gamble, if I'm at the pub, it's the end of the night. Someone turns around to me and goes, Harry, it's your round.
This is not promoting it, by the way.
No,
But
it's
Twitter
not.
goes crazy.
Someone turns around to me and goes, Harry, it's your round. I open up Paddy Power. Because a round costs about 20 quid, there's 4 of us. I open up Paddy Power, put a tenner on, and I double it. So I get my... Because I'm blackjack, I'm good at. Blackjack.
It's winnable.
I can almost card
yeah.
count. I spent like a week where I took a course.
Freddie Badaluni turning up and making us watch card counting vlogs.
Blackjack is the only one where you can actually have an upper hand. Truthfully, the only one which is skill based is poker.
Well,
because you're not playing against
I once went out with Pinely, and I hope he won't mind. Or Seamus, we went bowling, and afterwards, as we were walking past, Or had his cowboy hat on, and he went, "I'm gonna put a tenner in the." I don't even think we were drunk. He went, "I'm gonna put a tenner in the casino, then we're leaving." Did a tenner on the casino, won, made 20, and he went, "I'm gonna put 20 in the casino," and then he kept going until he lost it all. Then he went, "We're leaving."
But to be fair, I'm not. If I put 50 quid into the casino, go up 500 quid.
Even you saying this is stressing me out.
No. To be fair, I've never done anything like that. Because luckily, after the Euros, I didn't have my actual bank card. All I had was my travel card, which had 20 euros.
I've got such an addictive personality. If I started gambling, I wouldn't stop.
What if you're Ritalin, you'd be minted.
Mate, bro.
I've taken Ritalin
No,
in my
It would
time.
be like,
I
what's
was
that really
geeked.
shit fan fiction movie? The one with Cole Sprouse in it when she's a professional gambler?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's 'cause, no, the problem with me is that I can't count either. I'd be playing blackjack, I'd be fucking cheering, and I'd realise it's only like a 16, and I'd be fucked. Like,
yes, 16, but they've got a 15. Odds on, they'll probably pull a...
a 9.
You know what, guys? 99% of gamblers
They go
actually
bust,
quit
you win.
before they win big. So...
I am wicked at blackjack.
Are you
I
actually?
didn't... Okay, let's...
You know what I'm angry about?
Go on.
And this is going to sound morally wrong, but there's for one reason only. When I was 14, I turned around to my chat, and I remember this so vividly, because there are people who are still watching now in my chat, and I said, on my 18th birthday, I'm going to do a drinking gambling stream. And then, when I was 17, a couple months before my birthday, they banned gambling on Twitch.
That's crazy.
And all I wanted for my 18th
saw you
birthday
They saw
is
you
to
coming,
get
mate.
bladdered and to play a bunch of blackjack on stream and lose it all. So I think we should allow gambling back on Twitch. Let me know, guys.
Okay, so is there anything more you want to say on public perception quickly? Also, I feel like sorry.
No,
I don't want the clips to be like, Lexie and Harry pushed Aimsey.
No. Okay, wait. Disclaimer: I'm okay with sitting in the back because I keep moving my legs up and down, and it's going to be annoying otherwise.
Like a butterfly.
I am like a butterfly. I'm like a moth.
Wait, guys.
Wait. Butterflies.
What's it called? Smoke like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
I
You know
think
me,
wait,
I'm
I
Muhammad
think
Ali.
like-
Oh wait, freestyle! I'm Muhammad Ali, and I'm here to say I do boxing every day. Wait, why is that actually? Why did I just drop a 16 bar on you guys? That was actually tough as fuck. Did I kill the vibe?
So is there anything more you want to say on
Gender
public
identity?
perception? No, public perception, gender identity, all those things we were just talking about.
That was good. That was hard. That was hard.
Oh, no, it was a nursery rhyme.
I thought it sounded like an anti-bullying poster. Like it was good.
Guys, I'm gonna go on Daily Duppy.
You are.
I keep watching Daily Duppy clips at the moment. Man.
What
That
is
shit goes
Daily
so hard.
Duppy?
You know Daily Duppy by Cleo M. Daily.
You're just saying words.
Oh, right.
It's like top 5. Like I keep watching clips that's like top 5 best serves. Okay, wait. Sorry. Anyway, Amy. Is there anything more you want to say on the gender identity, public perception?
I think wait, Harry's been doing attempted murder on the vibe.
Oh wait, remix. It's a murder on the vibe, but you better not kill the groove, DJ. Let me know.
I want a compilation of every time you've done something like that, and me and Lexie have gone to silent.
Every time you've deaded the vibe. Now, but the thing is, imagine now if every time he said a dead joke, it got picked up, and now you've got a John A episode.
Wait, so you guys talk about this John A episode like it's...
The
guys.
John A episode was about the John A Scott episode.
Guys, I
Was
say,
it bad?
okay, guys, I want to preface with saying I love Johnny, I love Scott. The Johnny and Scott episode was the worst experience of my life.
What happened?
It was horrid.
Harry,
And
can you
again,
speak
I
on
love
this?
them both.
But-
It was horrible.
Well, it just was.
No, there wasn't even a compilation. Axel underscore worst in chat.
Yeah,
Does
no, it
our,
was. Somebody
does
said-
the clip. They couldn't even do a clip compilation because all it was.
Oh, is that the clip compilation person?
Yeah.
Wait, are they here now?
Yes.
Wait, do you have any clips from this episode? I can't remember anything.
And it will all be Harry killing the vibe.
Axel, before you post it, run the clip through me again, alright? Because they were cooking me on Twitter from your compilation last
Wait,
time.
what
so
one?
let-
What happened?
Do you know
No,
Adam
let's not talk
McIntyre?
about it.
Adam
Let's
McIntyre
not-
uses
let's
an
not-
Axel clip
let's not talk
compilation
about
on
it.
stream, by the
Let's-
way.
Wait,
hold on.
Wait, mute Mac a minute.
La 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 la.
So I'm gonna show you the clip compilation for the
Not my
Johnny
best work
episode.
at all.
Chat, you're not really gonna be able to see it, but you guys can go see it. It's on Axel's. Feel free to link Axel's TikTok, by the way. Every other, you've seen another clip compilation,
Yeah,
right?
I love
Where's
that
actual
one.
clips? Look at my face, get more and more dead inside.
It was when I was really into the Kevin Gates meme.
Axel's gonna do a counter every time we do it.
Came with a fellas.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Oh,
No, we don't get
Axel.
in the spine that came with a fellas.
Somebody smells like shit is the most unfunny thing I've ever heard in my life. Genuinely, even now, no. I'll set off the rape alarm.
What? Okay. You need to give the context of the story before you threaten to set off the rape alarm on me.
Guys,
hold on.
That was crazy.
That
That
is
was crazy. Top 10
Oh
crazy
my god!
things.
Oh my god!
Are you gonna let me?
That is-
Are you gonna let me see the context or what?
No.
Lay down, lay down, lay
Are you
down.
gonna let me? Are you gonna let me see the context or what?
I,
Are you gonna see the context? Recently, in like 2020,
I'm not the villain here, right?
You're not the villain. You're not the villain.
Can we tell the story?
You can
You just threatened to set off a rape alarm on me.
Are you gonna let me tell the context or what? Are you gonna keep making yourself look like a weirdo?
Go ahead.
They all laughed at me.
They just looked at me and laughed.
Basically, there was my stream know the context as well. Maybe if everyone stopped saying what and being weird, I could say the context and it wouldn't be so deep, huh? Let's talk about that for a second. Recently,
Let's talk about that for a second.
let's talk about that for a second. Recently, I was walking to a Discord call and I set off an alarm that basically G in like 2021 bought everybody like self-defense kits. The criminal identifier that we use on Zoil, and it was like a personal alarm is what we call it over here. And recently I accidentally stepped on it and it went off, and the pin for it flew across the room. Couldn't figure out how to turn it off. Should I play it on stream real quick?
Show
so you
them
guys
what it
don't...
sounds like.
Oh wait, I
guys.
need to close my ears. Hold that.
Yeah. I think it's...
Your ears gone close. Oh, they can.
Oh.
Oh!
Alright,
so
Jack,
this is what it
trigger
was.
warning, epilepsy.
Okay,
Trigger
wait,
warning for loud sound.
Epilepsy.
Epilepsy
So,
trigger warning.
It was this.
By pre-warning, I hate the sound, okay?
Maybe
I
epilepsy.
accidentally stepped on it, so I was going to a Discord call, trying to turn it off, couldn't figure out how to. This is
Only
how loud
look
it is.
away.
Guys, genuinely cover your ears if you're bad with loud sounds.
Wait, no, that's actually a banging tune. Let me spit a 16 bar over that.
So that went off at 2
You're
a.m.
crazy. Let me hold the fucking
And he
remote.
wonders why Twitter hates him. That went off at 2 a.m. I couldn't figure out how to turn it off. So now when everybody says something annoying, I normally say personal alarm. I'm not gonna lie, I did slip up there by saying rape alarm. Because I normally say personal alarm, because that's what we call it over here. So that was a bit crazy. But how long did it take to get it to stop? Too long. I shit you not. Maybe 2 straight minutes of that sound at 2 a.m. Me trying to figure it out.
Blood clot,
Yeah.
evil and dark.
But yeah, sorry, my bad actually. It's a personal alarm. But
Stream does a 16 bar over a personal alarm. Thank you for calling it a personal
what the fuck
alarm.
is this screenshot, by the way?
Oh, it's cute. That's cute.
Anyway, so Amy, is there...
Anyone been getting into any new yaoi recently?
Why the fuck would you say this to me?
Bill Ford. How are we feeling about Bill Ford?
Okay, are you just trying to say buzzwords
I
for
just
me
want
right
to
now?
get a kebab.
I have a.
What?
Oh, can we get kebabs?
What do you man know about Weird Mageddon?
Beautiful.
There's the best kebab place around here.
Okay, so I've not had a kebab since I lived in Wales.
No, we'll hook you up with the best
Because
kebab
I'm
places
too
around here.
I'm too afraid of food poisoning.
Oh no, the best kebab...
Carry on. No, I was just wondering, do you think my snus will bounce like the Captain America shield if I dash it at the wall and it'll come back to me?
Harry, do you want to see the...
Oh, I opened the snus on the floor! Fuck! When's the last time you cleaned your floor? Because that's going in my mouth later.
I'm getting the fly swatter, bro. You're getting swatted. Go
Can
pick
you
it
pick?
up.
Can you
Go.
pick? No, can you do it?
Don't ask me to pick up
You're
your
the one-
spitty, shitty slush!
You're the one who asked me to dash my snus across the room.
Stop fighting!
I did not. No, Harry, we're bringing back the fucking fighting bit because you did not just ask me to do that. You did not just dash your spitty, shitty little slush on the floor.
You're saying those words because you know I can't pronounce them.
Stop it!
You didn't even do that. You didn't even go
No,
back
I'm
to the
immune.
fake punch.
So we're merging all the bits at once.
Yeah. Fuck off!
You can't.
Oh.
That's not.
Oh, I was hoping you'd do it as well. That would up the clip.
I'm immune.
That would really up
Wait,
the
hold
clip.
this.
Go away. Oh, cut this part out of the clip. Fuck off!
This is like area unknown, but it's like being Senagaki, man.
This is just like the ASMP. The snus is despawned. It's not even there anymore, man.
Bro, this is why Twitter hate. Do you know what's crazy, guys? Harry got cancelled on Twitter, but I was in the clip.
Cancelled because I'm still here.
Yeah, it's like Roger Shaw said.
Oh, as if cancellation gets you.
Do you know what's and somebody tweeted and went, I expected that from Harry and Lexie, and I was like, what have I done that warrants me being in the same category as Harry?
Hanging out with me.
I expected that from Harry and Lexie, and
Can
I'm
someone
like,
please clip that to not have the space when I get hit, please?
Oh,
Oh, is it fine?
look at that.
there's one there.
What do you? Okay, can I ask an honest question? What is enjoyable about snus? I don't
I
understand.
genuinely hate it.
Huh?
I don't. What is enjoyable about snus?
It is the most
Just have a
disgusting
nicotine addiction
thing.
like all of us, you fucking dickhead.
It's
Huh?
nasty.
Just have a normal nicotine addiction.
It is, but yeah, innit?
It's generally awful. One of the only times I've had snus was I was in the front row of a sex
Thank
show in Amsterdam, at Amsterdam TwitchCon, and I had 2 in my mouth because I had no concept of nicotine, and it hit me so hard, it tastes so horrible that I nearly threw up.
Yeah,
Was
I
this
don't
when you went
understand
to the
it.
sex show with Phil, then? No, it didn't happen. I made
Didn't
that up.
happen, man. It's just-
Sorry, Phil. Didn't mean
So
to
anyway,
upset
can
you
we
by
talk about
saying that.
Aimsey, or like do you want to keep making it about yourself?
I think I'm going to make it about myself.
Okay,
actually.
go crazy then.
I think I might do that. No, I've
Can I
got.
have my drink? Yeah. So patient. Thank you. Wait.
That's
not-
That is
no
not my
drink.
drink.
Oh, your drink.
The
I put your
Doctor Who
drink.
mug.
I put it in the basement.
Harry has a habit of putting shit. So my desk has 3 tiers. Harry likes to put shit on the 3rd tier where no one can see it. So maybe 2 weeks later, I'll go, what's this? And it's like...
It's because I don't like putting things there, because one time I nearly spilled something on Go XLR.
Wait, can I ask you a question? Chat, has this been a good episode so far? Please say yes.
How many times have we nearly been cancelled, guys?
Oh, has it been good? Okay, thank God.
So is there
I don't do collab streams. I get so stressed.
Is there anything? Oh, I hit your knees so hard when I hit the
know.
ground.
I felt it. I'm so sorry, darling.
Your knees are hella strong, man.
I know. Well, I work out.
Yerp.
I'm a
So wait,
lesbian, I'm
so
on my knees a lot. Carry
is
on.
there any? Whoa.
What are we saying? What voice line did you say?
Don't worry about it. You wouldn't get
You
it.
remember? Should we play Paranoia?
You're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy.
Guys, the IRL
You're-
just sneaked into the stream.
You're fucking crazy. Carry on.
Is there anything you want to say, last of all, about public perception, that identity?
I mean, I think the problem with a lot of my viewers is here, I don't think are going to clip anything with the stream because they know how I feel. I don't do collab streams. However,
It's the
you can
weird
clip...
minority that like are haters that will hate everything.
If you are here and you want to get a tweet, have fun. But I will say, I feel like the public perception on me is a lot of people like to use me as a hit tweet because the minute that somebody sees my face and a clip, they tend to, it gets a lot of likes and a lot of comments because of the fact that a lot of people are they want to hate on me.
Yeah.
And that's fine. It's very easy to. There's a lot of reasons you can grasp onto me and dislike me. I mean, I'm all of the things that a lot of people don't like. And I will say, I appreciate everyone here who tries to uplift me as much as they can. But please, in the future, if somebody uses the wrong pronouns on me, even though it's not possible, just... If someone's posting negatively about me, or even anyone, any creator, you know what's really cool? Just fucking ignore it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna speak for
Ignoring's the hip new thing, man.
It's true, I've heard that.
Yes.
I've heard that.
That's what I've been doing with Harry for ages, man.
Can you do a cartwheel?
Yeah.
Wicked. Go on. Do it if you're bad.
Babe, I will kill myself.
Do it if you're... Don't do that. That seems unfair.
He just told me to kill myself?
Whoa.
Misogyny.
Can you...
It's just like Stream Battle. It's just like Stream Battle.
Yeah.
It's fucking awful. Miss Marie, can I speak now?
No,
Fuck
you
off.
can't.
Alright, it was nice.
So what do you want to say, Harry?
We can end this whenever. I'm having a great time though.
Yeah, we still have some questions.
Go on, go ahead. Sorry, I talk so much. I'm so sorry.
I've
No, you're literally making. The
I have
episode.
questions for you guys. Can I do my segment?
My
Wait.
question for you. Did you also used to wear a hat? But for the same reason I wear a hat, because I have really bad dandruff. Is that...
That's
Was that
crazy.
the same... Did you...
Wait, what was the hat to the beanie bandana?
I don't have really
Oh my
bad
God, wait.
dandruff.
Hold that. I'm gonna wait. Actually,
Bitch, yes, you do.
I'm gonna try. That's
no,
crazy.
it's
By the way.
psoriasis.
I don't. I'm so...
Wait, do you want us? We have like maybe 2 more questions left. If you then want to.
I'm gonna try and find some photos of me from
Dandruff.
college. Love. I don't think I have any photos of me from college. I used to wear.
Don't piss me off.
Sorry.
I've worn a beanie since 2017. It's because the feeling of having something on my head makes me feel grounded.
Yeah.
And then I got diagnosed with ADHD and confirmed maybe having autism, and I was like, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the feeling of having something on my head.
So do I. Do you reckon they'll give me Ritalin for it? Because I actually love it.
You remember that one time you were like, Amy, can I please get some Ritalin from you? And I was
It
like,
works
no,
with
babe.
my mates from school, to be fair.
Crazy.
Do you know what's crazy? I will always vividly remember wanting melatonin, getting some melatonin off of someone, and you being like, when I was on melatonin, I'd see Five Nights at Freddy's characters at the end of my bed, and I was so ready for it, and I didn't, and I was so mad.
You were ready for it?
I was ready for it.
What do you mean you're ready
I was
for
ready
it?
to be
I don't
funny.
think I've ever told that story on stream. So for those who obviously you guys know, I have insomnia, and so
Insomnia 58, NEC Birmingham.
tell them all.
Wait, guys, see you guys.
For
5
fuck's
on
sake.
Friday, panel at Insomnia.
To be fair,
Guys.
I'll get on. I'll let you tell your anecdote.
Melatonin dreams are fucking insane, especially if you don't sleep. And so
I once got
was
spiked with melatonin.
How do you have a dream if you don't sleep? You got spiked with melatonin.
too many. What the
Hold
fuck?
on.
Okay, wait.
Right.
You first.
Someone 5 guesses 2, passed me a melatonin gummy and was,
Yeah.
And was like, they gave me a gummy and they were like, have this. And I was like, and then they went, Lexi, did you enjoy that? A few minutes later, and I was like, yeah. And they were like, that was melatonin. And it was a really strong one. And throughout the we were playing a card game, and throughout the card game, they kept going, Lexi, you okay? And I had to sleep on their sofa to sleep it off and leave like that night.
That is mad.
I don't think it was in like it wasn't in like a weird predatory way. I'd like
It was-
to say.
it was like
in a
they
them
thought it
thinking
was a
it was
prank.
funny way. But It was the fact that throughout the night they kept going, "You okay?
I have a
Okay.
gun.
My sofa's there if you need it." Again, not in a predatory way. It was in like a
That's
gotcha. That was melatonin, but
yeah, normal little prank. I saw that one in Prank Patrol with the ninjas in the back of the lorry. Yeah,
Crazy
normal.
reference. By the
here
way.
we
Crazy
go.
reference,
Come
crazy
on,
fucking
join the
reference.
prank
Patrol.
patrol. Here we go.
Yeah.
There was an episode of that.
Spiking
made me cry.
prank. #funny. #sleepy.
Oh, that's crazy, by the way.
But I was still ready to meet Bonnie the entire time, man.
Blue. Oh.
I read on X that Amy came out. Is it true? So what the fuck are you guys putting on there?
But apparently you've come out as straight, and you said fuck the L.
Yeah, you said
I don't
fuck
know if
the L.
Apparently you said fuck the L. I'm queer now. Hold on.
Guys.
With the Q.
Guys,
I'm with the
they're
Q.
not gonna watch the vlog
Oh,
now.
you're joining QSMP. That's what it is. That's why you said fuck the L. I
Wait,
get it.
sorry. Maybe I'm being really blunt online. Do people like not talk about QSMP anymore? Is it like a tainted SMP?
Well, it's coming back. Nah, is that nah?
Eleanor and Jack are getting married.
I saw that clip of you guys doing that, by the way. You just reheated
Yes,
Jojo
it
Siwa's
was
nachos. Please shut the fuck up. What did you say about melatonin?
Melatonin. What?
You said something about melatonin, and then you were like,
Wonder if any
Have
of them
you-
will
okay.
remember this. It's been
I was
3
talking about
hours.
Ritalin.
Nah, you
What?
won't.
I was geeked off Ritalin once.
wonder if any of them will remember this. I'm not that
Yeah,
drunk.
by the way,
Yeah, I'm
what-
not that drunk.
Do you know what? That is my biggest pet peeve when people are like, "Oh, they're so baby. They must not remember any of this."
Babe,
I do this shit on a Wednesday.
Yeah, do you know? This is literally our entire brand. Like,
Yeah. It's chill. It's chill.
I don't even get hungover anymore.
Do you not?
I get overhung.
I
Oh,
don't-
wait, no, that sounds mad. Hold on, because it's actually small, so it's actually I don't even like.
Babe,
It's
babe,
actually
babe, stop speaking,
like-
stop speaking,
right.
stop speaking, stop speaking.
Right.
I need a clip compilation of Harry just saying things this episode.
Harry just saying things is like the world's longest episode.
True.
Do you want the next question? Because Amy has questions for us, and
I
we're
do.
already at 3
Oh,
hours.
yeah,
okay?
Go ahead.
So, another serious question. So you are seen as, and this is something Harry touched on earlier. You're seen as like the sunshine of Twitch, the face of Twitch.
Am I?
You've been you have been the face of TwitchCon twice now.
Right.
And I feel like you are genuinely so brand friendly. So you stand up for so many things as part of so many communities and minorities.
Thank you.
Done this?
I'll go on.
I can't finish the
I've
rest.
got one, bro. So we'll come back to you later. Do you ever feel any pressure, not only being representative of so many communities, but also being that like quote unquote face of Twitch, doing all the panels, running panels, knowing that you turn up and people are coming to TwitchCon for you. Which there are a lot of people. There are people that turn up being like, oh, we want to see Harry and Lexie. But it's like, if on the off chance I meet them, that's sick.
Yeah.
People aren't coming here being like, I'm going to a panel to see us. But people are there to see
Yeah.
you knowing you'll be there.
It's
Is there pressure?
daunting because also a lot of people have seen me before, so they're obviously coming to see me again, which is really cool. But at the same time, I'm always very nervous. I'm not gonna be able to make the experience as fun as the first time. And when I do these panels, like the 2 panels I did this year for TwitchCon, were both on the main stage, glitch stage, live stream for the main of Twitch, and that was already terrifying. But really cool because it's a really cool opportunity. But at the same time, I'm like, the imposter syndrome runs deep. I don't know if you guys get this. Thank you. Wait, we also need a compilation of you just doing this to me. I don't know if you guys get this, but sometimes I'll be sat like at night and I'm like, sat, and you're kind of just like, I shouldn't be doing this. Like, this is crazy. Like this. I've got this on my head now.
That was they're attached to you.
I'm
I'm
attached to
sat
you.
reference is great.
That was
Yeah,
crazy.
W reference.
Your
man.
references are off the
Don't
chain
even
on
thank
this
you.
stream.
I don't know.
Cashews. Nut in the mouth like cashews. That one? Do you know that one? Do you know it's a little bit? Leave it.
Did you know that cashews come from a fruit? Hibiscus.
Nugget biscuit,
Nugget in a biscuit,
nugget biscuit, nugget in a biscuit,
nugget
nugget
biscuit,
biscuit,
nugget
nugget
in a biscuit.
Dip it all in mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I wonder what Tobuscus is up to nowadays.
That is the craziest.
How are you live?
I think I actually just like.
Get
I
your
don't think
mic
I
on.
don't think I've ever cried like that before. There's no way that.
How are you live?
Oh. Sorry, that's me checking if we were like. There is no way that ended. That looked scripted. Harry going. I wonder what Tobuscus is doing right now, and then the stream crashing. Fucking
It was
crazy.
Hello everyone.
But we are going to try and like power through these. Why is Xbox? Oh my god, I have so many.
Everything's just
Um,
up. I need to tweet that we're back live. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
We are
Nugget biscuit. No. Guys, I really want a kebab after this.
Babe,
We're getting a
Are we
kebab
ordering it
after
or
this.
are we gonna go get it?
I mean, we can do either. What would you prefer?
I'm crazy.
No, genuinely, there is the best kebab place around here. It's genuinely.
I've not had a kebab since I left Wales. So I'm
Stop.
too scared.
The last time I think we got a kebab after Fireball Friday was Koi's first episode.
Is it Fireball Friday TV?
Yerp.
Is that
Sorry,
okay?
guys, we have to wait for the Aimsey Massive.
Is that
to
okay
come
to
in.
post?
Yeah. I didn't know what the reaction was, so I just looked sad. Okay, we're gonna. Harry's gone, but we're gonna.
I'm so sorry, guys. We're so back.
Sorry. So, but on to As the Pressures, people turning up to cons for you. We have 2 more questions, and Amy has some for us.
I do.
So there's still probably
I'm
another
the best
hour yet.
guest. I've got questions for you guys, not just me.
Elliot did that.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's terrifying at the same time. I really enjoy it. I'm glad that people want to turn up for me at the same time. Terrifying. And yeah.
Do you ever wonder? Do you ever get? Because sometimes at TwitchCon, I remember day 3 of TwitchCon, I was there with Niran and Rihanna, and there would be points they'd be like, Lexie, and I'd be like, do you ever reach a point where you're scared you won't be able to be at the capacity you want to for viewers, or do you like? Because MCC,
Yeah.
before I turned up, I was like,
That was
nobody
my
touch me.
last thing.
And then I came on stage and I was like, wait, suddenly I'm like, do you get that feeling, or do you
Well,
ever
yeah,
get worried that
I
you won't
mean,
be able to
MCC
perform?
was my last thing that I
Do you
did.
ever get performance anxiety?
Yes, of course. Especially in the bedroom. But especially at TwitchCon, more so. No.
Have you ever played Paranoia?
Shut the fuck up! You cannot.
Guys, sorry, it's such an inside joke.
Oh
Sorry,
god,
guys,
let's
it's
play
an inside
Paranoia right now, guys. Where's the
Let's play Paranoia.
beatbox? Where's Grian?
Where's No,
Where is
can I
Grian?
tell that story?
Yeah,
Bro,
okay.
a couple
Okay,
years
wait,
ago,
wait.
this
I
joke-
need a disclaimer. If you guys have been waiting for your crumbs about everyone, this is gonna be your crumbs.
This will be your
Go
crumbs.
ahead.
So
Which I already know about
every
that, by the
year, Scott's Major does like a little birthday get together, and a couple years ago, he bought this really gorgeous cottage in the middle of buttfuck nowhere.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite videos ever that I don't think I've ever
Get some
actually
hums in
shown.
chat. It's so funny. Get some hums.
One of my favorite videos I think I've ever had. I don't think I've shown is Grian, because Grian, before he came to this, went to Costco, and he bought a load of food for everybody. And he also turned up with a like essentially beatbox.
Yeah.
And there was one night where we played sardines, and which was where everyone hides and you find someone, but then if you find someone, you hide with them, and etc. etc. And the house was pitch black, this big creepy house, pitch black. And I have a video of Grian, and he's playing like party rock anthem.
Yeah.
With this massive light up beatbox, and he's going down this corridor, and he's like. And one of my favourite videos ever is Grian with this beatbox listening to Party Rock Anthem. But that night we played a game of Paranoia, and it proved to be infamous.
If you
within
don't know
our
what
friendship group.
if you don't know what Paranoia is, it's basically everyone is in the pitch black. It's like sardines, but the problem is not everybody in the group.
Well, wait, Paranoia is
Yeah.
one person. So you whisper somebody a question,
Yeah.
and no one else knows what the question is, and that person will then point at someone. And if that person wants to know what the question is, they'll drink. But we change it to if everyone else wants to know
can't
the
say
question,
who, but yeah.
they drink. Except imagine that question
Was
with-
really shit.
with 25 streamers.
It was basically a really, really daunting question, and then the game got cut very short. Then we played sardines.
And Grian was there with his beatbox.
And Grian was
baby.
there with his beatbox.
Grian was there
having
with
a
his
great
beatbox.
time.
I wonder if I can find the video. I'll see if it would have been around November a couple years ago. But
It was
I'll see if I
such a
can find
funny
it.
thing.
But whilst I try and look for it, I have another question for
Go
you.
ahead, go ahead.
What is something that is there anything at all, because I feel like you're a very open content creator, is there anything that you wish people knew about you?
Oh, wish people knew about me. Also, hi Crow, if you're still watching. Oh god. Gamers. Wait, are there any people who watch me like explicitly that are here right now?
There'll be a lot of people that watch just
Wait,
you.
say hi if you're here that you watch me on the regular. Oh my god, there
reg.
are. Wait, hello guys. What are
Hello,
you guys
people that
doing?
watch you on the reg.
Wait, you guys are lurking right now? Hi. Oh, hi Ollie. I love you, Crow. Wait, there's so many fucking people. What the hell? I think. I don't know. I feel like I'm a open book. Wait, Crow, Ross, and Ollie. What are things that I want people to know about me?
Wait, sorry, I found the Grian
The
video.
clip?
It's exactly what you would imagine it to be. If
was
I
fucking
said
nuts.
Grian dancing through a cottage, listening to
was-
Fire Rock Anthem,
No.
I also have
Not any cottage. Wasn't it the cottage they made Bohemian Rhapsody?
yeah. And then I have
Crazy.
this video of Joel and Ollie. This photo of Joel and Ollie.
Yeah. Was that when we got you addicted to Suika?
This weekend was cinema.
Okay, imagine me, Ducky, we get Lexi Murray addicted to Suika. We wake up one morning, I'm hungover, I come downstairs, all I hear is it's Suika. It's Lexi Murray playing on my Switch on the main TV, playing Suika.
Suika. But yeah, but I need you to understand, Grian and I know people are going to lose their fucking minds at this, Grian and I became friends because everyone had gone to bed.
Yeah.
It was me, Grian, I think Jimmy. And I was playing Suika on the TV because I was so addicted. And then everyone goes to bed and Grian goes, what's the deal with this game? He comes and he says to me, he goes, what's the deal with this game? And I'm like, bro, listen. Understand? Because I'm saying shit as I'm playing the game. I'm trying to get these two watermelons and I'm like, make them kiss! And I'm like yelling shit. Grian goes, what's the deal with this game? And I go, bro, try it. The next day, Grian and I stayed up till maybe 3 a.m. playing Suika. The next morning, Jimmy, Kirsty, Grian, Joel, everyone had their Switches at the breakfast table playing Suika. I felt like I'd fed ADHD to the table.
What?
Period. Like, it was so funny. All of them, I think me, you, and Lizzie were the only ones not with one because I didn't have my own Switch.
Yeah, I brought, because you were using mine.
Yeah, I was like, Amy.
Listen, I brought the ADHD, I got Lexi into it, I went to bed, I woke up, Lexi had got everybody else. It was great. Oh wait, have we broken everything?
Yeah, I think browser source isn't working.
Do you want to explain what happened, by the way? I don't think we explained why we went down.
Oh, my PC just likes to crash sometimes, I'm so sorry. But chat isn't working, but everything's on, so... Wait, is it this one?
Okay. Do we do a question? Oh wait, how many questions do you have left for me?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Whoa. Is there anything you want people to know about you?
Oh, gamers. Is there anything I want people to know about me? I don't know.
Your name's Aimsey.
Shut up, man.
I need to make that into a fucking emote, man. Korean dance.
You should make this into a short. Sorry. Do you like Adventure Time?
Stream.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think the Adventure Time? Okay. Your crazy Wildcat was my Hambo tattoo. There it is.
Okay, we can move on to the next question if there's something comes to
I
mind.
don't think there's anything I want people to know about
Which
me.
is good, which is gorgeous.
Yeah, I think people know enough.
What are your plans for the future? What's the future of Aimsey? For the people to know.
I'm doing cool content this year.
Shout out Red Bull.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I'm doing cool content with Red Bull this year, as well as more people. It's going to be really exciting.
We're starting SMP.
It's called Drama SMP, DSMP for short.
True.
don't.
I didn't think you'd leak the name.
I don't recall. Wait, what?
You agreed.
It's called DSMP, and at some point, there's going to be
mushroom.
yeah.
And
there's going to be an election at some point. I think Jay Schlatt's going to be in there as well.
Yeah.
And I think at some point
It's gonna be a movie.
it's going to be a movie at cinema.
Okay.
Why does Harry sound like a mermaid?
How?
First time chat, by the way.
They knew my name though.
That's crazy.
Can I join Crow? We're gonna have auditions open. You have to sign
Sorry,
an NDA.
Crow. You need to be a white man to join. If we're being law accurate.
Wait, no, but Crow likes bees. You're in.
You're in.
Anyway, what's your questions for us?
You don't deserve any after this?
Video
application.
Yeah, and Bill is going to rap in his video application.
Actually, yeah, there's going to be a cipher.
You don't know that?
There will be video applications.
Bill did that
Any
to
women
get
that
to
want to
Paris,
join, you can join, but no, you're going to get harassed.
I'm stressed. Okay, anyway, hold on.
And I'm Lexi.
And Burek's in it too.
Burek's in.
And AJ. Burek and AJ.
Cinema. We're falling asleep to stream, by the way.
What
Sorry, are
the
we
fuck?
boring you, Cookie?
What the fuck?
Are we boring
You're
you?
rude.
Okay.
Got your address.
By the way,
enjoy
after-
the 20 pepperoni pizza.
By the way, if you wake up to 30 gnomes in your front garden, no, you fucking didn't, okay?
What does that mean?
You don't know about
You
mate.
don't know about no, mate. Anyway,
You guys just say buzzwords, and I hope I understand.
How was that first time job I've been watching for years? We haven't been going for years. We've had this channel about 8 months.
So anyway, Amy, do you have any
Someone's
questions?
lying.
Okay, hold on. Okay, Lexi, start with you. Okay, so this is about content creation in general.
Okay.
Does it ever...
Wait, do you want to...
No, I'm gonna sit like this way, okay? And then I'll go to you. Is it ever difficult for you, or how was the experience when you collabed with people like the Beta Squad and Sidemen? And how was it being exposed to a bigger audience, and how did you deal with that?
Listen, I love the Sidemen boys. Literally saw Josh yesterday. Beta Squad boys I'm not as close with, but I fucking hate the viewership.
Okay.
Infamously, I've always said I love the Sidemen boys. I've always been relatively close with Simon, Josh, and Toby. But I hate the Sidemen viewership, and I hate that side of YouTube viewership because it's very. They just hate women. Like, what if I do if I dash this against the wall? They hate women, and like the viewership is like the one time. To be fair though. The one time I got stopped.
I thought Harry said that.
To be fair, they what?
me, Ollie, and Grog quote that non-stop.
Always, all the time.
It's so bad.
To be fair, though.
One of the only times I ever got stopped for being in the Beta Squad video, they started being like, "You're also the Toby girl. Can we see your text? Can we see your text with Toby?"
Okay, my next question is in regards to that. Where it's like, obviously, you're creating a podcast as well as someone with your closest friend, which is very female dominated. How did it feel to have that completely overshadowed with a bunch of people questioning your liability with another Sidemen member?
So, like, for those of you who don't know, me and my friend made a podcast completely for fun, not even for content. Like, Harry and I were planning on doing the 0% podcast that you guys know. That's purely off the back of Fireball Friday. Whereas my friend Amy and I were like, we're going to make a podcast just for shits and gigs. No one's really going to see it. Found out that we made a joke about Alex that he tweaked out about.
Alex.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
of the
Alex.
I'm variety. And it's like
Yeah, carry on.
fuck that guy. And like it's that weird thing where for that podcast we were just chatting shit. We were never thinking, okay, this is going to be seen by people. I have a sense of regard. Like we were just like, we're just two girls sat chatting shit. So there's basically a clip with Toby, which is what links me into me disliking Sidemen fans. Not all of them.
Toby Jizzle, not Tubbo, by the way.
Yeah, Toby Jizzle.
Yeah.
Where he basically texted me because they were doing a Sidemen video.
Toby Jizzle, actually, I think he prefers to be called.
Thank you so much.
You would
Not
know.
a dead
You were in
name.
a music video
I was
with
in
him.
his music video.
Yeah.
I would
Were you
know.
actually?
He got me.
You need to see
Yeah.
this. When we have a
Sorry,
kebab, you're watching
I'm not
this.
seeing this. Okay, carry on. We're getting about after this. Carry on.
Basically, I once got a text from Toby. They were filming a Sidemen video because they have a board game where it's like number, letter, you text that person. He texted me something or a rather, and I replied, and I spoke about it on the podcast. I'm not one to clickbait. I vividly remember first moving to London and Simon, Mini Mentor, being like, Lexie, because I did What's Good podcast with Simon and Randy. And afterwards, Simon went, if you ever need anything, if you ever want to use our studios, use them. If you ever want us in a video, use it. If you ever want to clickbait our name, do it. And I was like, that's not me. Act like a waste man, that's not me. That's not me. Now, that's not me. You know what I mean? I used to wear Gucci to all the fingers. That's not me.
Swear to God.
And I'm also
not like me, but dressing like Messi. And that's not me.
Yeah, and I'm also not Ellen, so I don't couch chase like that.
Ooh, I wouldn't have that if I were you, Ellen. Ellen, no, I wouldn't have that if I were you. Hold on, Ellen. Hold on, Ellen, you stupid prick. You got 6 months left in LA before they catch on to you. Hold on. Anyway, sorry. Carry on.
Your rent can only get paid for so long, brother.
Continue.
Oh, now we're gonna get clipped. Fuck.
That was crazy. But I always refused to. So that podcast was the first time I went, do you know what, for shits and gigs, I'm going to mention what my mate said and be like, oh, Sidemen clip. This clip then made the rounds, got like, I shit you not.
Putting like compilations.
Yeah, I shit you not, maybe 1 million likes. And I said to Toby, because the compilations would be like, Toby hitting on Gyal. Like, I remember texting Toby being like, I'm so sorry. It's the only time I've ever done that. I didn't realize that'd be the response. And he was like, yeah, like, fuck my life, basically. I was like, oh, I'm really sorry. But it's that kind of thing where it's like, because it's not even what I said. It was the fact that I was a woman. It was like a man talking to woman compilation.
Yeah.
Always you going, delete me.
Yeah,
But
it's like
it's long.
people always, and I always used to, so I did What's Good with Simon and Randy, and lots of the comments were like, there was a rumor that I was KSI's secret girlfriend. There was a rumor that I was JJ's girlfriend.
True?
And Rufus Rice went to me at a party recently. He went, this is going to sound really vulgar for stream, but he was like, I could have sworn you slept with KSI. And I was like, no. And he went, why did I think that? And I was like racking my brain thinking, why the fuck would Rufus Rice think that I'd slept with KSI? I went, there was a rumor for a bit that I was a secret girlfriend because there were certain traits that people knew about. I don't know shit about who the fuck his girlfriend is, but I think there were common traits we had. I said to Rufus, I was like, I think people thought I was his girlfriend for a while, and he was like, yes, that was a really good click, by the way.
They immediately clock you with
he was like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But even then, it was under What's Good. It was like, oh, this is Simon's mistress. This is KSI's secret girlfriend. I couldn't just exist as, oh, this is a girl that they're interviewing. It was like, she must have slept her way in. She must have, like, clout chased her way in.
Yeah, and speaking on that, it's a very interesting thing where it's like, when it comes to being a feminine creator, it's as if when it comes to any male presence you're involved with, it's either you have to be dating them or you have to be siblings.
I face that. Like,
you cannot be friends.
Every Fireball Friday clip, it's always, there was one clip and it was me, Harry, and Charlie and Niran. And the clip goes, I can't believe Average Harry, Charlie Roxburgh, FNG, and that woman are in a clip together. And I think Charlie even responded being like, the fuck do you mean that woman?
You know how infuriating it is for even me, who's somebody that isn't exactly completely feminine, where every, let's say, duo I'm a part of, I have to be, and it's not a bad thing, because I'm going to be so honest with you, there are some duos and creators that I'm a part of that I'm like, okay, yeah, I understand why people say this.
Yeah.
I'm very nitpicky, I'm also very annoying with certain people, and I completely understand it. But for a time, it was literally as if any creator I even spoke to that was not a woman, I had to be either siblings or dating.
Yeah.
It was never just I could be their friend. It had to be one or the other. And it was never like, it was as if, and the problem was, it was as if because of the fact that there was a large feminine audience, or a large non-male audience.
That you're having to either prove yourself as their boyfriend to be worthy or not to please.
Yeah, exactly. And it was as if these people were like, oh, if they're not their sibling, they have to be dating. Or if they're not dating, they have to be a sibling. That's the only spot that works.
Even now, I had somebody, I don't think they meant any harm, but I posted just a video of me dancing on TikTok and somebody commented going, average Harry girl. And I replied to it.
You know how many people I don't, on every social media, I barely block. On Instagram, I must have about 60 people blocked. Mm-hmm. The amount of, it was when you posted, I put on my story, the fucking replies I got. Oh my God. I must have 50 people blocked on Instagram. Because I'm like, I have no idea how they found me. Because nobody who watches me acts like that. I'm like, how the fuck do you know me?
It's just, I genuinely, I think this is coming from a place of like, I think being one of 6 people in 2021 in a group with just or male-dominated space, I physically don't understand why even now I get pushed into this category of just, you can only exist
if you're,
And me even being a lesbian, which obviously,
shout out lesbians.
Shout out, you get lesbians?
You know
what I actually do though?
Yeah.
Because I... Like,
you also find
women
attractive.
Like, if I was a woman, I'd probably date women. Like, I get it.
That's
but
really
it's
nice.
like
okay, now somebody cut that and put it with the old clip from 2022.
Do you want to know what?
Together.
Do you want to know what sorry, I will come back to this actually after you're done. But I was going to say, I saw a whole thread where I found out why people got really upset at Tom back then. They thought when he said, I get lesbians, it's meant like, oh, he gets them, like he gets with lesbians, like he pulls lesbians.
No, okay.
I saw there was a tweet with like 6k likes being like, he didn't mean that.
Right. Do you want my input as an actual lesbian?
Yeah. I'm
not speaking for every lesbian. I also agree at the time Tom was under scrutiny from a lot of people. The reason I'm pretty sure people were upset was because it was on the same degree as being like, oh man, I get lesbians so much, where it's like, male attraction and lesbian attraction are on the same par. Which, by the way, Tom was so young to be scrutinized under that lens.
He was like 16.
He was a child.
He made a joke that he didn't realise was as serious as it was.
Like,
we'll ask him if he ever comes on the show.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, the idea of, like, getting lesbians, I feel like I'm gonna be so honest, every straight guy has probably made the same joke.
Yeah.
And it's in private, because it's like, oh yeah, no, I get lesbians. Like,
every bisexual man's made the same joke.
Yeah.
I did
You get lesbians.
I did about a minute ago.
I think...
Well, what's the difference?
I think the only thing is, like, being like, oh my god, yeah, like, me and lesbians, we're like this. We understand women in the same way.
Yeah.
That is what it was, where it was like, I think some lesbians at the time were like, no, you don't. Because, like...
Chloe, sorry, I didn't know Chloe was a lesbian. I didn't know that, so I would never...
Chloe _plays gay?
That's like my W mod. I didn't know that. That's wicked. W Chloe.
But on the back of the thing you were saying earlier,
Yeah, go on.
and the perfect epitome that might be a bit more recent that chat might know of, the Tubbo Fireball Friday.
What happened?
Toby and I made a joke where we were like, we were so drunk, we were like, if we're both 30 and single, we'll get married.
Oh, yeah.
Every single clip of that is Tubbo and Lexie Marie. It's not Tubbo or Lexie Marie, it's Tubbo and girlfriend.
Yeah.
Tubbo girlfriend. Tubbo and woman. I was never
Tubbo and woman.
I was
Woman is
never
crazy.
addressed by name. And that's the thing, like, especially considering there was very recent discourse as to the
Women
Brighton
and
group have no women. My argument with that will always
it's
be...
like-
Wait,
it's like-
okay, going back to what you said about one thing I wish people knew about me, can you guys, Fireball Friday announcement, do you guys think I am Brighton group? I don't leave the fucking house.
Bro, I think
I think you're Brian Group.
I
You
think...
think I am?
I think Brian Group is so like I think Roscom is Brian Group.
I know, but
Yeah.
the thing is, when people think Brighton group, they think of the men.
No,
And
okay,
that's what's
thank
upsetting.
you. That's what I was about to... Okay, that was my next question, okay? I love you guys call me the Brighton group. I do live in Brighton, okay? I really do wish you guys understood why people made the whole Brighton
Roz.
group thing. Because Ollie Hikey, he's Brighton group. He doesn't fucking live in Brighton. Gucky, who doesn't leave the house, same as me, is Brighton
most
group.
No, but
people-
you still live here.
I know, exactly. But that's what I mean.
But
Brighton group was
most
made.
people in the Brighton group don't want to be in it. I've never heard a single person in
It's
the
the
Brighton
streamer
group that
men.
want to be involved in it. It's streamer men.
It's streamer men
It's not wrong
adjacent.
being in the streamer men.
No,
guys.
okay, streamer men is great, but streamer men is
Mate,
what
I was
Tommy,
there.
you, Jack, Toby.
Listen, I was there when streamer men evolved into what it is now.
No, well, and then they got removed, and now I'm in.
I was there. Okay, listen, I want to be honest.
Elaborate.
You wanna? Okay, I'm gonna say this for the first time. I remember when Streamer Men went from who it originally was to who it is now, and I remember one single person from that looking at me and going, "Does it ever make you mad that you can't join the Streamer Men?"
To be fair,
And I looked at them and went, "Why is that?"
I think streamer men used to be. Well, I
Without name dropping.
No. The thing is, I think stream men used to be an actual big thing. Now it's a WhatsApp group chat going, does anyone want to grab lunch?
Yeah.
That's all I think when I joined, it got to the point where it was, no one want to grab lunch. I assume it probably used to be a really big thing.
It was. I remember when people were getting removed and all that shit. I remember someone looking at me and going, "Do you ever wish you were part of it?" And I remember going, "No, not really. Like, I don't
Yeah.
really care. Like, I'm good. I'm chill. I'm with my group. I got Ollie Hikey. I'm fine. Like, that's my boy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm chill."
All it is now is just a WhatsApp group chat
Yeah.
going, what's everyone doing?
I mean,
on
we've got our
Saturday?
WhatsApp group chat.
We've got the Brighton girlies.
Yeah, we do.
Brighton
baby.
girlies going strong. Do you know what's so
Also,
funny?
out of the streamer man, 2 people stream.
But do you know what I found
That's
so
crazy.
funny? I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. The Brighton streamer men has been very well known within the Brighton group. When we made the Brighton girlies, some of the guys were like, why is
Oh
there
my
a
God.
girls group chat? Why is there a
okay.
girls group chat?
Who said that?
We won't say who.
There are.
But there was
Hold on,
some
hold on,
guys.
I'm muting, cover mouth.
Ah, stop eating! Ah! It's just really funny because the streamer men.
Why was it?
Why was
called?
it?
It was Quabby,
was
guys.
Quabby.
It was Quabby. But it's just-
Like, Corey weren't even in Brighton.
But it's not that serious. It's really not that deep. Like streamer members not that deep. Brighton girlies not that deep. But it's just so funny the transition from
Yeah.
there was one Fireball Friday where afterwards I went, "Oh Harry, what are you doing now?" And you went, I'm going clubbing." And he went, "I would invite you, but it's streamer men."
Yeah.
Which obviously I didn't go. I was like, "Okay, fairs. It's the guys going out." Okay. But when we made streamer like the Brighton girlies, the streamer
Do you remember how that happened? It was me, you, Becky,
Beck,
and
drunk at
Becky.
Scott's birthday thing.
Yeah.
And we made
Drunk
we
as
made we
hell.
made Brighton girlies, and a few guys were just like, it wasn't. Nobody obviously was mad, but it was like
I
a.
didn't even know this existed.
But it was like
To be fair,
a.
I've
Why is
come
that a
along to the
thing?
Brighton girls things.
Of course.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
we're open. Brighton goes open, but it's the way that some of the guys were like, "Why is that a thing then?
Yeah.
Why is that a thing then?" Anyway, you had some questions for Harry
I do.
because we're closing in on 4 hours.
Wait, really?
No,
Yeah.
we're not.
Wait, do
We started at 9. It's nearly 1.
you want to order the kebabs now and I'll give you my card?
No, we'll
Okay.
finish.
Right, you.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, let me open my notes. Okay, I've got a question for you.
I hope it's
So-
about me being banned.
No, it's not. Actually, I got 3. But I asked Lexi one, I'm gonna ask you one. Average Christmas. Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know that was a thing you used to do, as well as what I know that was during a period where you got banned. Obviously, you did it on the new account.
Yeah.
Why did you begin doing Average Christmas, and why did you spark you in that? Because obviously, I know you had the Lego sets, which I helped. I remember.
Truth news.
Yeah, the
That
Lego
was
sets I
crazy.
helped promote, where I was like, hey, by the way, Harry's doing this, and I remember the photos you posted about Average Christmas.
Average Christmas was great. For anyone who doesn't know what Average Christmas is, it was, God, what was I, 17?
Yeah, you were very young.
I was
doing it.
17, and I basically live in Croydon. There's a cancer hospital near me called the Royal Marsden, and the children's ward has, I think, must be 42 beds. So I bought a Lego set for everyone. I went to go and drop them off. And the whole thing, it was like, do something good.
Yeah.
Repost it with Average Christmas.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
And what-
That sort of
So
rubbish. Not
what-
rubbish.
Yeah, were you like
not
fuck the
rubbish.
rubbish? I wanted to ask about that because obviously you did it that time and then you carried it over. So I remember seeing you as well as a year after doing more charity work and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Was that the beginning of you wanting to kind of use your platform to like, I want to do something?
Yeah, I think it was, what it was is I was very blessed. I had a nice lockdown.
Yeah.
Where I was making, to be fair, in retrospect, it's the amount of money you make working a
Yes.
normal job now.
100%, yeah.
But when you're 16, nothing to spend it on, it's like insane. And I remember I had one incredible month. I think I did like a 24-hour stream, and the Oilers came through, and I think I was 17 and I made...
You doing the talent show with like,
Yeah,
everyone.
and I think I
yeah.
made like $2,500
That's crazy, yeah.
when I was 17, and my parents, I remember I said that, Mum was like, fucking hell, you've made more than me. And I went, yeah, I should do something with this.
When you make money as well when you're living at home.
Oh, yeah.
During COVID, I lived with my family. I was getting like Papa John's like for every day. And my parents were being like, what the fuck? Because you're not paying rent, you're not
I was
paying
gonna say,
bills.
Yeah.
You're like, pizza every day.
I lived in the middle of nowhere in Wales. I wish I could relate. I was getting fuck all.
Oh, mate. The only reason why I got really big over lockdown, like physically, not online,
Yeah.
was because I pure love. I had nothing to spend money on.
I mean,
apart from
both can be
drinks.
synonymous.
And both, yeah. But I
I'm gonna go pee.
I did that.
Okay.
And on that note,
Go
I'm gonna
piss.
leave.
Carry on.
I think Average Christmas, I'd love to do it again.
That was my next question.
I have
yeah.
a big charity thing planned this year.
Really? You
Yeah,
want to say anything about it?
I'll tell you.
Okay, go on. What's that, chat?
It's wicked, isn't it?
That's insane. Okay, yeah. I'm glad that you're tapping back into that.
Yeah. And I'd love to do that, because obviously as much as fun as it is doing stuff where I get the money myself, because I
Yeah.
actually just pure love money.
Of course, we all do.
It is. I can recognise I'm in such a mad position, and I always feel crazy when I go back home for Christmas. Saying, can I see all my friends I went to school with, and I talk to them, because living with Tom,
Yeah.
the stuff I do feels normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, because I'm like, oh, I'm doing this, and he goes, oh yeah, it's really cool. 'Cause
You get into a
he's done
routine
it
of
before.
normalcy where you're kind of like, you then get hit with when you obviously go home. I mean, how often do you go home?
Not as often as I'd like to.
You're same as me. How long does it take you to get home?
50
Without
minutes,
doxing yourself.
50 I live in Croydon.
Yeah,
So,
you're. I was gonna say, yeah, it takes me
so
6
it's-
hours.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not as often as I'd like
Not as
to.
bad, but at the same time,
And
you
I
wish
feel-
you had more schedules to go fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, I do feel quite guilty about it. And it was also, it's like, my parents messaged me and were like, can we come down for your birthday? And my birthday was my subathon
Yeah.
into my birthday.
Matt did really well, right?
Subathon was I actually.
And wait, are there any average Harry like pure viewers here? By the way, if you are, say hi. I know you
think
guys like to dog on him, but
there's a good few average
What's
Harry
that, Dan?
viewers here.
Harry, sorry, I'm so sorry. I know you're talking about something very deep with Harry. I went through the Fireball Friday hashtag,
yeah.
and somebody from last week went Fireball. I'm not showing you guys. I'm going to show these guys. These are the 4 photos they put.
Tough. Oh, we hit the Brazilian Luffy. Tough. I don't even. Is that
us.
Niran?
That's us.
Oh my god. Wow.
Anyway, average Christmas.
But yeah, I'm like, I've realised I'm in such a privileged position where I like, obviously with the subathon,
Yeah,
I actually cannot wait till I get paid because I'm actually really skint right now.
Yeah.
But
Being able to go home and stuff like that, yeah.
yeah, and I'm just like, I love. Yeah, I'd love to do more charity stuff, and the thing I have planned, I think, will be really good.
That will be really cool.
And I think it'll be awesome.
When are you thinking of announcing that kind of stuff?
As soon as once I get my backpack fixed, and once I do the marathon, because I'm doing. Do you know about that?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm doing the pub crawl marathon.
Everyone will be getting involved in that.
32 pubs, 25 miles.
Mm-hmm.
That would be wicked. But I'd love to announce that afterwards. I think it'd be cool. I have the route planned out. I've spoken to my good friend Kuma Monster.
Yeah.
Who
Once again, another person. I'm like, that's not a real person.
you don't know
Yeah,
Kuma
the
Monster?
actual machine.
He is genuinely my guardian angel. He's this IRL streamer I met in New York. My entire kit broke.
Mm-hmm.
I bumped into him. He just gave me my battery, which what I need. He was like, have this till the end of the week. And then he was like, his whole thing is he walks to TwitchCon. So he flew to England.
What the fuck?
Do you not know this?
No, he's from New York. He flew to England. He walked from York to Rotterdam over, I think, 5 weeks. I met up with him in London, met up with him in Rotterdam. He's incredible. He's the coolest dude ever.
That's insane.
And it was like non-stop walking stream, so I'd leave the stream on overnight and everything. He is the fucking goat.
The goat.
That's insane. So what? There is going to be a future for Average Christmas to come back. Not exactly Average Christmas.
Not exactly average
gonna
Christmas.
be-
I'd love to do some charity stuff.
Of course.
I truthfully,
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Truth nuke.
As much as Average Christmas
Yeah. Succeeded
was
and
a
all.
charity event,
Yeah, yeah.
I think deep down a little bit of a small part of it, where I was like, oh, tweet yourself doing something good at Average Christmas, was me just going, oh, it'll be cool to go trending. I'd love to do something where I'm like, it's actually like it was because I've
you
lost
really
people
care
to
for the
cancer.
content.
I've lost people to cancer.
Yeah.
But do it in a way where it's just post it with Average Christmas. Love to actually do something like that.
Yeah.
And I think if I
100%.
did do it again, it would be a million times more successful.
I think what you have planned is definitely going to be insane.
Unreal, yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh wait,
Impact.
I left out the most key point
Go
of
on.
that.
Go
Hold
in.
on. There we go. That's
Okay,
the,
yeah,
that's the most important point.
Well, that is all the
I
questions
think that wraps us
have.
up. We're all gonna go have a kebab and
We're
chat
going to go
shit
yap
now.
and talk shit about people that I need to catch these people up
This
on.
has been nearly 4 hours. Oh, I have something crazy to tell you. It's been 4 hours long. Do you have anything you want to say?
Please, if you're one of my viewers, I want to say these people are very nice people. I don't ever do collab streams, but the minute that one of these people say Amy, I go, yes, please.
Amy's always been like, anytime you need a guest, let me know.
Yeah, like,
also,
I'm always willing.
anytime we have a guest on for a second time, it feels like sometimes like
Has this
Sometimes
been,
it's so
blood
hard.
from
has
the
this been good?
stone.
Has this been
and it's just
easy?
such shit. This has
Whereas
been
we've done second time guests and the stream starts like an hour 10
yeah.
minutes.
No, this is the fact this is 4 hours is crazy. But
Has this been a good stream, chat?
I hope you guys have enjoyed this. We had to recreate the most iconic opening episode, especially since we're coming to an end of a Fireball Friday
Wait,
era.
we can do
Wait, we can do the heart. You guys hate when we don't do the heart.
Back again with
I
But
don't know how we do it.
we're going into a new era of Fireball Friday soon. Rebrand, merch, new set. So it's nice to kind of like
Do it with
round
me!
off an era.
Okay, wait, how do I, like this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah!
So it's so perfect to round off an era with one of our favourite people ever. So thank you for listening to us. Thank you for us yapping. We'll be back next week.
We're gonna go eat culture.
Yes, next week's episode might, and this is me being a bit of an overshare, might be a merch drop episode, a merch drop special. Very much will be.
Gamers,
depends on how much we lock in. So next week could be a very special us. Can I say exactly what it might be?
Signing.
It might be us signing posters for you guys. The posters that you may have seen.
Absolutely
Hammered.
smashed.
So we love you guys so much. Next week is probably going to be on a Saturday or a Thursday because it's Charlie's birthday next Friday. I don't know if you're going to that. So yeah. So we'll see you guys next week. We love you guys so much.
Oh,
We'll
wait,
see you guys-
Chaz, I'm wearing a fun. Okay, by the way.
Oh yeah.
The
Anything
reason.
you wanna-
Okay, wait. Okay, there's gonna be a stupid thing to think. The reason I reference Thunderbolts is because I'm wearing an outfit that is inspired by Bob from Thunderbolts. Have you seen Thunderbolts?
Shout out, yeah.
No,
Okay,
I
wait.
wanna see
I
it
need to
so
stand up
bad.
to show it off. Hold on.
But
You know-
yeah, you can see them.
Okay, anyone know Thunderbolts? This is the reason my outfit's inspired from, especially when he's in the room where he's doing his trauma. This is the outfit.
You look just like Sentry.
Dude, I am Sentry. I am Bob.
You know what? You know what's upsetting? Tom with his beard.
It is upset.
It looks like John Walker.
No, just Tom with his beard.
He looks like US.
I thought you were gonna end it with that, but no, I agree. Okay, bye guys.
Bye.